Today's podcast, as always, sponsored by Boss Brewery. They've got a lot of big things coming up. It's Father's Day next weekend. They want you to get down there for 1-course, 2-course or 3-course meals. And for the dads of the world, they get a tour of the brewery. They've got 3 sit-ins, one at 12 p.m, one at 2 p.m, one at 4 p.m. Me and Paddy will be there with our families because we get no freebie. So come down, join us. They got a couple of spaces left. And after that, July 12th, Lee Trundle at the Boss Brewery Bar, Q&A with the legend of Swansea City Football Club, Mr. Lee Trundle, MC'd by none other than Patrick Cullen. The doors open at 6:30. It's £10 a ticket. They're raising funds for the Derwin Arms, a pub that's on the men's dementia ward at Kevin Coyd Hospital, so it's for a good cause. You can get your tickets by contacting Boss Brewery on Facebook or on Twitter. You know where they are if you're on Twitter. I'm always retweeting these stuff. You can like their page on Facebook. Get on there. Get down to see a great Q&A with Trundle and the legend Patrick Cullen. We again are sponsored by JMW Heating and Plumbing Limited, domestic and commercial, gas, heating, plumbing and building maintenance, 24/7, 7 days a week, emergency call out, covering the whole of South Wales and South West England. You can contact them on email, info@jmwheating.co.uk, or on the phone 0330 100 5286. There's 10% discounts for NHS and military veterans, 5% discounts for Swansea City season ticket holders and Ambition is Critical podcast listeners. You get free quotation, they're a safe contract member and a backseat accredited installer, and thankfully they haven't gone under after Paddy done the advertising last time around. Coming up in 3 weeks, AIC Live at Boss Brewery. Completely sold out. I thought by now I'd be getting people offering me tickets back. Here's to all the people who bought tickets. If you've got no intention of going, don't worry about it. We won't be offended. But we've got people waiting in the wings who actually want to go, who got tickets. If you've got tickets that you're not going to go, please contact me on Twitter. I can move those tickets on for you for people who can go, because I know what it's like. You pay £10 for a ticket, something comes up, you can't go. If you've got spare tickets, let me know, because I've got people who really want to go. This is important for those people that are going to AIC Live. The doors will be opening at 6 p.m. and the podcast will start at 7:30. That gives you a good 90 minutes to get in. Look, it's not allocated seating in there, so it's going to be first come, first served, right? So the earlier you're there, the better seat you'll get. And I gotta be honest, you can see us all around the place anyway, because it's not exactly a big place. It's going to be a great night, right? We're both really looking forward to it. When you come to the door, your names will be on the door under who bought the tickets as the lead name. So that's all you got to do is turn up, Mr. Davis ×3, click. You'll be let into the event. We got Rocky Reynolds working the door, so don't be turning up with no tickets, because we all know what he's like. Another thing, just one thing I said I would do this weekend, there's a charity football tournament at BP Landarcy, 2 p.m. kickoff, involving local sides, Harvard, Kumbulla, the In-Betweeners and Aberdeen. And they're raising money for cancer research. And a young lad, he's a couple of years older than me, Darren Coleman, died recently, and they're doing it in memory of him. And they're having a few drinks back at the clubhouse after the game. So if anyone wants to join them, it's 2 p.m. kickoff at BP Landarcy. This one coming up, it seems like a long time coming because last week fell down the toilet as such. This is episode 75 of the AIC podcast with Lee West and his partner in shenanigans, Paul O'Dwyer. They've been up to some of the craziest shit ever. And they're going to tell you all about it. Obviously, Paddy and Westy were in New York last week. They've got all that to talk about. Witness one of the biggest boxing upsets of all time. This is very likely the last time you'll hear my voice tonight, because I don't think I'll be able to get a word in edgeways amongst this lot. I'm going to sit back and leave them to it. Episode 75 coming up now.
Ambition is critical.
Right, what beers do you want to start with? We got the Boss Boom, that's 6%.
Keen.
Right.
Seen.
So that's the big one, right? And this is Boss Brave 5.5% American IPA.
I'll give that, yeah.
You want
Fucking,
that?
I feel like I'm American.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't start
I think
already.
that's me, mate. You know what I mean?
I think I better have one of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, I think fucking ice cold. Leave me out the back.
Been a couple of Bronx brothers from last weekend, do you mean?
I don't fuck around.
This is on those, isn't it?
This is on board. This is how we start this. I've had him in the fridge since yesterday afternoon. Hang on, let me get a bottle off there, as soon as you're the guest.
Thank you very much.
So, have we got a glass for...
Fucking glass.
No,
Not glass, boys, do we?
Yeah, this is a fucking bottle.
Or as Donna just said, I've never had real SAS men in my house before. What a fucking halfwit. I gotta
So
deal
she
with it.
says.
Yeah. One act like dressed up as Jack Reacher last week.
Not,
You know what I mean?
yeah, not since last weekend anyway. Paddy was away in New York.
Salvation Army it was. Oh no, Westy about it, alright.
I mentioned New York twice already. We're not even fucking
Oh,
just over a
man,
minute
you're
in.
all-
We haven't started yet, Mus. We haven't started.
Before we go any further, while I remember,
Right.
right, because this is Westy's hat-trick appearance, right?
Of course it is, yeah.
So I had all these grand plans of getting an actual football like they do on Soccer AM and get me and Paddy to sign it and present it
Nice.
to Westy.
Brilliant.
And then obviously I ain't gonna fucking time, so go
Of course, yeah.
But I have something better for you. This is very personal, right? From one Swansea war hero author to another,
Yeah.
right? Let me tell you a story about this guy, right?
Go on.
About 18 months, 2 years ago, I picked up this old timer in a taxi, right? And it proper, you could tell he was military, you know, we just, some people have got that stamp about him. And we were chatting away.
Nothing like you two.
No, he was fucking cool like these two. And he said,
Eyes blacked out.
Yeah.
Black masking tape on his eyes.
he said, oh, do you read? And I said, yeah. He said, oh, I got a book coming out. I said, he's got an American accent, but it's like a tang, like an American Welsh accent, it's weird, like. He said, oh, I'm from Swansea originally, and I moved to America, and then I fought for America in the Second World War. He said, I was at D-Day landings and all this. I was like, oh, really? So it's quite interesting. So I took him wherever I took him. He handed me a card, right? Guy's name's Clifford Guard, right? So he handed me a card with his book on it and where I could get it online and stuff. So I was like, oh, he's a lovely guy, right? That's weird. So I bought the book. Now I've had this book, right, for ages, and because I don't read much anymore because it's just fucking Netflix and nothing, like, right? But when I was in hospital, I had my nose up, and then while I was off, I started reading this book, and it's really, really good. And I finished it today of all days, and I sat there looking at it, and I thought, do you know what? Westy would enjoy that book.
Fuck yeah.
Right? So that is my gift to you for your hat-trick.
Well, that's fucking really sensible.
From one Swansea author to another, and I think you'll enjoy it. It's got a...
Brilliant.
Well, the guy did the full log. He
Yeah.
went
I think
over
I've
our
seen
beach
him,
to
Yeah.
Germany.
I seen
Into
something on the
Germany.
Wave. I think the Wave posted this week. Emma Grant posted something about him.
Really?
Swansea. Yeah, I saw something because when you said GI Limey, then I said, "Oh, have you heard that this week?"
Yeah.
So I think the Wave done.
Oh, it was
something
on
like
this week,
as
really?
well.
Yeah,
Oh,
they did.
that was just a
Yeah.
massive coincidence, that is.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, cheers, mate. Appreciate that.
No worries at
Awesome.
all.
Thank you
Congratulations for making it to the hat-trick club.
Do you know what? I got him a pen. But I need it back at the end of the night as well, right?
If I left anything to this cunt, fucking God knows what would
Well,
happen.
he screwed up the first one I was on, didn't he? Got the wrong date and
But yeah, so nice to have you here introducing episode 75 of the. I didn't even realise that it is the 75th anniversary.
Oh, is it
of the
really?
D-Day
Yeah.
landing.
Yeah.
So if it had been last night, as originally planned, it would have been the 75th anniversary of D-Day, the 75th episode, with two military blokes on D-Day. However, Paddy had to go to the cinema, so
Yeah, that nearly ended
it's the
up
day
in
after.
tears.
So, yeah.
That nearly ended up in
plus one.
tears.
Right, so do you want to explain why we didn't do last night like originally?
Liam Gallagher got a documentary out, and it was all, I thought it would have been in the cinema for a couple of weeks, but it was on one night only, in the View and the Odeon. So I promised Tilly I'd go. Tilly's mad on Liam Gallagher in a minute. So you had the documentary, which was about an hour and a half, and then a little gig in Alexandra Palace after it. Like, so I took her down there, thinking now it's not like, obviously I had to cancel a podcast because it was only one night. But then I thought, cheap night cinema, and I was only £5. They both in competition against each other. No, last night. Liam Gallagher documentary, classed as a special event, was £15 each, right?
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
even say, I know, couldn't even say she's a kid, because it's a 15 fucking film.
Yeah,
She had to
yeah.
pay full whack, so it cost me, best part, after hot dogs and all that, 58 quid. Then, just before the documentary, as the documentary finished, it went into like a live gig at Alexandra Palace. I went for a piss, so fuck this. Robbed 2 Magnums for the fridge. Murders, got caught, nearly got kicked out. Tilly's fucking tamping, said I've never been so embarrassed.
Them Magnums or them Magnums?
The lollies. Best thing was I goes in and Tilly went out, I don't like Magnums, fucking spoilt up cunt. And I'll go fucking Robert Solero now, you fucking wonky nose cunt. Fucking done my fucking head in it. I don't like Magnums. Fucking
What was it like?
He's on the Magnus,
brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant. Really good.
Really
Especially Murders, because no one let him use Oasis songs in the fucking gig. With Chances, because he was talking about the gig when he was in the orange jacket and the Ariana Grande Manchester One Love thing. Well, he couldn't use Live Forever. I was wondering why they couldn't use him singing, but obviously Lowell Gallagher fucking put a stop to all the songs.
Yeah.
So I think Liam might have called him a nonce this week.
Is it? Yeah. So he's outed him on the documentary, is he? Yeah.
Yeah, he fucking...
No way back.
I don't know.
We also said, didn't he, that it was on his day that he said that I wanted to break my brother's jaw.
Yeah,
What did he say about brother?
Yeah, it's...
They're weird, innit?
They got a weird relationship.
They have,
Oh, fuck yeah. Because everyone says, oh yeah, they spent life in each other's pockets, but fuck, most brothers do, don't they? You know what I mean? I know they don't go on a fucking rock and roll world tour all the time, but yeah, it looks. Well, I also was stage dive, then they get back in a few years, but it seems to be
legit.
Yeah, but it's fucking good though. Well worth watching.
Show Finsbury Park, yeah.
Yes, it does. Yeah. So Glastonbury, Finsbury Park. Yeah, it's really good.
I went to Iron Napa, right, in '94 with my parents, right, long time ago, and we met 2 boys from Birmingham there.
Right.
And they were mates with the Gallagher brothers, right?
No way.
They were like 15, 16.
Yeah.
And they were car thieves, the 4 of them were car thieves. So we met these 2 boys, and oh look, we got us, so we are car thieves. With these two blokes who like get into music or whatever, or their names are Liam and Noah, whatever. Yeah. They were best mates with these 2 blokes, they were car thieves. They were tour rags, as kids. Absolute tour rags.
That's how they started.
But they could sing.
Yeah.
So they must have broken many families' lives by pinching their cars and burgling them.
This is going to be a day star tomorrow.
I got a photograph of 2 boys actually, but I won't put online though.
Get it up there much, make a few quid.
No, honest to God.
So, right, before we get into New York, because I don't know if I can handle it just...
Look at him, he's
I'm not like that.
His open time's going to run out and we can't talk about it.
He's not on Liam,
We'll do a special on our own, mate. Just be Paddy talking about New York.
Before we get into fucking human trafficking, because that's going to be this special. How did you 2 meet? Were you friends before?
No.
Or just...
So we met, 20 years ago this year, isn't it?
Yeah, in April.
So what, in basic training then, was it?
So no, I joined so growing up I'd always read all the military books and been into the military, so I thought I want to go down that route, but I'm not really sure because I was a skinny kid. I mean, I was into athletics and football and all the rest of it, but you think when you're younger, don't you? Marines and paras, you think they're supermen.
Yeah, the elite
lots of TV and the SAS and everything. So I was like, well, not really sure, sort of 18, 19. Well, I found out then from one of the guys I was working in a warehouse at the time, he said, well, I'm joining the reserve, the Army Reserve Unit down by the prison.
Di
Allen. So I was like, all right, they got like a selection weekend, come along. So I went on to the selection weekend and, put through paces, stretcher runs and, discipline and, punishments. I thought, I'm up for this, it's a good laugh. And Paul had joined, we did the same, was it the same selection?
Same RSC.
Yeah. So Paul had joined, from Port Talbot, so totally different, same age, born a month apart, but totally different areas, totally different upbringings. But then we met on this selection course for the reserve forces and just hit it off.
I was going to say, did he hit it off straight away?
Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah. It's weird. How can you meet somebody you've never met before in your life and just click?
Yeah.
There's no beers involved. So we clicked sober. And if we click sober, there must be something special there.
No, of course,
Because most people talk crap when they pissed the night. And we were like totally sober all weekend, and we really hit it off. It was like, the rest is history.
So do you mean like a childish sense of humour, to be able to, like making a joke of everything and
Twin Town fanatics and the jokes
Twin Town lines, just pulled in Twin Town all weekend.
It was what? six odd years old, 5 or 6 years old then,
No,
what
it
it
was
was.
97 when it went down, so about 2
2 years old then.
Yeah.
Oh, blinking heck. So it's fresh and out everybody's minds and that, just Twin Town jokes coming out.
Yeah.
And we had so much in common, it was just like, oh my god, brilliant.
Yeah.
So we
and it helped as well because it was like a joint regiment, so you had people coming down from Birmingham, Monmouth.
Yeah. Just,
But all
Sort of
come
English
to Swansea,
people. Well, we went to Monmouth,
Right,
so
yeah.
we'd come from Swansea, some from Cwmbran, some from Birmingham, so they'd all come to Monmouth, which is the headquarters, and then we'd all do the training there. So again, I mean, there's all these English people, me and him are doing like Twin Town lines and that. These two headers doing just like...
never seen Twin Town
Yeah.
before.
It wasn't that, was it?
I mean, they're all like panicking and worrying about inspections. Me and him are just like quoting Twin Town lines. I mean, hoovering naked and yeah.
Who are these two retards from Swansea?
So that's
Did
what
you
we
end up staying together then for the 20 years in the army? You
No,
go separate ways
so
and
we
that?
were in reserves for a few years, weren't we? And then I decided then, right, I am enjoying it, but again, a little bit too comfortable. I was working for the DVLA at the time in the reserves, and it was good, best of both worlds. So I had my sort of life that I knew, and I had this taste of the armed forces, going weekends, and then for 2 weeks every year. I had a trip to Cyprus, trip to Canada, and then I was like, right, I want to do it seriously now. I want to take it on. So that's when I made a decision to join the Marines. So signed up to do the selection course. Paul had always been interested in it as well, so spoke to you, said, I've made the decision, definitely going to do it. And then we discussed and we joining together.
Yeah.
And I think...
Well, my ex in fairness, she said, yeah, go for it. I can see you're passionate. She said, I know how much you love Westy. Go for it, I'll stick by you. In fairness to her. Next thing, collar papers come through the door to go up to Iraq.
Yeah, so
So,
it's early 2003 now.
I went to Iraq and he went to Lympstone to do his basic training.
She went up to Iraq as a reserve, yeah.
Yeah.
Hang on. So who signs up because of Westy, and this fucker ends up going to Middle England, and they send him
so he's
straight to
still
the
in
fucking Almond Province.
He's still in the reserves now.
Oh, never.
I'm sitting in Swansea in the TA.
So while we're looking at joining, he got called up from the reserves to go to Iraq.
Because I'm an electrician by trade, so
Right.
they needed a sparky out there.
Yeah.
They handpicked people who had, qualifications
Skills
to
that they
offer.
were missing. Yeah.
Right.
So like, we need a sparky for that medical regiment.
Yeah.
So we'll have him, we'll have that welder for so and so, blah 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 blah. So they picked us all from across the country.
Yeah.
I was like, right, till I'm off.
Yeah.
So while I was in Iraq, he was doing his basic training. So,
But that was good because this is 2003, pre-social media and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
So, like I said, the letters now where,
so
I was in training as a recruit. He was in Iraq, so he'd send me a letter from Iraq.
Yeah.
I mean, and it sounds a bit gay, but I'd get it on camp, but I wouldn't open it. I'd keep it sort of in my pocket, and then when I went on exercise, I'm sort of feeling down, low, knackered. I get a few minutes to get into my sleeping bag to rest. I get in there, get my red head torch on, and then read his letters. It's just morale. Do you mean? Yeah. I mean, it'd be fucking Twin Down lines in it. I mean, all the bollocks. Like how many birds he's fingered from the medical regiment.
It's my type of sparky.
Yeah. I mean, I was sleeping bag some trench on Woodbury Common. Oh yeah, fucking cheers. He's in a
mate.
fingering birds.
I love always making out hardship on Woodbury Common. he's in Saddam's palace nicking all the gold, isn't he? Fucking hell, and he's moaning about sleeping in a tent, wanking all his letter.
Yeah.
Fucking hell,
I was attached to the medics, and there were more females than men there, so it was a pretty good tour.
Pretty successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more nurse medics than men.
Oh, I bet there's loads of rattling in Iraq going on there. Over the hot dogs and all that, and the steak sandwiches.
It was,
like Vietnam, only got loads of women.
It's the same as the NHS, there's more female nurses than there are men, isn't there? There's the odd male nurse.
Of course it is, yeah.
Women everywhere.
This is why these old 60-year-old doctors are banging fuck up these 20-year-old nurses, isn't it?
Yeah, 'cause it's
this is
fucking
what happened, a little bit of thing of power, isn't it?
Yeah.
100%, isn't it?
And when the sun is out, they all get horny, don't they?
What, in the hospital?
In Iraq.
Oh, right, yeah. I was on my way to Boston, we had a lovely week. Everyone's shagging in Subway, isn't it?
Plus these 6-year-old doctors know the best way to slip a Rohypnol into the nurse.
You were doing it too.
Unlimited supply.
I had it yesterday, doctor. You need another one today.
I meant the bottom half, Mr. Trotter.
Go to the backside today. Private Davis, whatever.
So how did you find basic training?
Hard physically and mentally. I mean, you just wake all the time, be punished. But I found it a lot easier than a lot of the other guys who were there, because when I joined, I'd made the conscious decision to go, right, I'm joining and I'm here until either they kick me out, they carry me out on a stretcher, or I pass. and leave. And I was lucky there was 2 guys on the train down who I'd met, started talking to, had the same mindset, and we made a pact, 3 of us. Like, we ain't leaving here unless they kick us out, or we've got on the stretcher. So when you're on exercise, or when you do punishment press-ups and runs and everything, and it's hard, and if you're a 17-year-old kid, which a lot of them were just, they'd left school, they were going, what do I want to do? Oh, I'll give the Marines a go. So they were just testing it, they weren't committed, they were just seeing, and when things get that hard, if you're not fully committed, you're like, well, you mean you're not going to have the ability to go through with it. But for me, I was like, no matter how hard it gets, I'm here till the end anyway. So in a lot of ways, I found it a lot easier than the other ones because I had that sort of commitment to follow it through, and the other lads were just testing the water to see if I get, all right, yeah, this is shit, this is miserable, I'm out of here. So but it's always that thing that you look back on things in hindsight, you think, oh, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, it was fucking horrendous at the time.
Are they not though? Don't you think they're just words though? We're not going out till we, or either on a stretch or. But don't you think if it's in your mindset, you have got a mindset where you will not be beaten? Like, is that what, like?
Yeah, and that's what it was. I mean, some people could say
anyone
that.
can say. I could go in and say I'm going to go fucking 100 mile at tomorrow, Stacey. I could probably do it if I said something like that. But
fuck, I can tell you that now.
Yeah. But
and it was me. I mean, that wasn't me just saying it to anyone because I wasn't saying it online. I was saying it to a couple of blokes on the train.
Yeah.
But that was my mindset. I was like, I've committed to do this. I want to do this with my life now.
What I'm sure it teaches you is that you said that, but you had it to stick through. So you know that you've got that in the locker then. I mean, there's probably, like you said, there's probably other guys, there's probably 15 other guys said the same thing, but they didn't have it in the locker, so then they failed. Whatever.
And it helped me as well, is because when on exercise and these guys would be like not putting the effort in because they couldn't really give a toss. And then I'd be going, right, you're going to get us in shit now, so I'd sort it out. I mean, I'd been being harsh on them, but sometimes the coppers would be watching. Unknown to me, they'd just be hiding in the bush. And then afterwards, they'd be like, they'd know then that I was there, I wasn't playing the game in front of them, I was there because I wanted to be there. I was watching you, I mean, in the dark, Westy, and you mean the way you spoke to the lads and that, so that helped me a lot. Obviously I passed out as the top recruit then at the end because of the attitude. I mean, I wasn't the fittest bloke there by any means, I wasn't the most sort of competent, switched on bloke there, but I think because of the attitude I could merge all of them together and I mean the sort of the complete package, if you like.
So Westy won an award of best recruit, and he'll wear a badge for the rest of his career.
So like on your, like where you got
it's on my left sleeve now, no matter what uniform I wear the King George V's Royal Cipher.
Fucking hell.
On my arm.
That's a big deal, isn't it?
And everybody knows what it means.
Really?
Yeah. So it's not the best recruit, it's above and beyond best recruit.
Right, I got it.
So there's only one person gets it per pass out.
Not even that, so a troop could get there, and then you don't just say, oh, he's the best one of the 40 blokes. They put forward, say, like I've been there as a corporal change recruits, and one of them we didn't put anyone forward. So you look and go, is anybody worthy of it?
Yeah.
So you could put 2 guys forward, they go and sit in front of a board, they get questioned, they look at the reports, and then you could go, well, he may be the best of this group, but he's not actually worthy of the King's badge.
Right.
So then nobody will be awarded it. So even though you're the best of that bunch, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the award.
It's a very big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, fair play.
And luckily Paul was there on my pass-up parade. So
The only mate there, mate.
yeah, so my mother, brother, my niece and Paul were the only people to come down to my pass-up.
So where while he was in, you were in Iraq.
Yeah.
How long were you there?
5.5 months.
Right.
Yeah, so I got back, and when did you pass out? Is it August?
November.
Bloody hell.
2003.
So after summer, look, I went down, didn't I? In fact, I came from Bristol, because I seen you go in Bristol, actually. That's what it was. I seen you go in Bristol.
Meeting the medics for another finger in with you.
Yeah. A few of them. I got 10 fingers, mate.
Smell them.
Only 6 toes.
Yeah, four fell off through gonorrhea.
That 2003, and that was the one just after Afghan, that is in.
No.
Well, Afghan 2001, then Iraq 2003.
Yeah, of course, I was the Wolf Blitzer. I was in Vegas when we first invaded Iraq. We was out all night on it, and then my mate told my Morgies, he was getting up in the morning. Like, the myth about they pumps oxygen into the casinos to keep you awake all night. And I fucking didn't believe that.
True or?
Well, fuck me, he was getting in from a nightclub, singing R. Kelly songs, it's the remix to Ignition and all that, and he was getting him fucked. And then all of a sudden, he wide awake then, and then he fucking got to bed with steak and eggs, And then we were going to bed at 9 in the morning, and my mate saw mine is walking the other way. Grand Canyon? Not today, we go there. Just sitting in bed all day watching Wolf Blitzer and in the middle of Iraq, like. But that's all I always remember, the start of the war and that was fucking, must have been scary times then, if you're not.
It was scary because obviously I was only a reservist.
Right.
And
of course, you're not used to being.
No, but I actually volunteered to go in a way because when I was called up, my left arm was in plaster.
Right.
Broke my scaphoid playing rugby. So I got mobilised. My mum is an A&E nurse and she was like, boy, you'll be home by tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure with mum. But I could not have even gone to the mobilisation centre because I phoned her. I said, look, I'm in plaster. What do I do? Stay where you are. We'll call up again kind of thing. Yeah. I was like, look, I really want to go. I said, I've trained, for years for this. I said, I want to go. It's like training to be a driving instructor and then getting to drive a car or take a lesson. Yeah. So I was like, look, I really want to come, blah, blah, blah. Right, okay, turn up as planned on Monday. So I did. Got there. I was in this lecture theatre, whatever, and I made a mistake on a form. I put my hand up to the warrant officer. I said, excuse me, ma'am. I said, I made a mistake. I said, on form 4. I said, can I have another form? What the hell is that in your hand? It's a plaster cast. It's due off tomorrow. She said, go and see the medic straight away, innit? Well, I didn't go see the medic. Went back to my room, I got my bayonet out, cut the plaster cast off, soaked my hand in hot water in the sink for like an hour, kept topping up with hot water, got a ball of socks, just did that, right, for like 2 hours, went to see the medic, whatever, for my medical, and I'd heard the medical was stringent as hell, right? Grip test, pushes, pulls, blah, blah, blah. I thought, right, what I'll do is I'll talk to him now, right, to take his mind off it, right? And I did.
I've never seen Twin Talbot.
He skipped loads of the form, right? Right, okay, you're good to go. I was like, woohoo! Yeah. Walked out there, right? I couldn't, my hand was killing me, right? Goes out for my mother. Right, when we're coming home, love? Oh, ma'am, I said, they took me to casualty. They x-rayed it and it's all fixed. I said, I'm going to... So I didn't need to go, right? Yeah. My mum doesn't know this, like, so I wanted to go. As I say, it's like training to be a driving instructor and never driving a car, do you know what I mean? Or never taking the people, or... I had to go, because the opportunity was there. I thought, I may never go again. So there were other opportunities, but we didn't know at the time.
No,
right?
of course not.
But I loved it. It was absolutely amazing.
Is it an eye-opener when you land down and it was fucking
it was.
heat and then all of a sudden you're thinking, what am I doing here one-handed?
So we landed on civvy planes, right? We flew from Brighton on civvy planes with aerostesses the lot, right? Really weird. We flew into Kuwait. So we landed in this airfield and literally we're walking down the steps, the flight steps. Next thing, the sirens go off. Woo! Scuds, right? From across the border. So everybody thought the WMDs, what was in those scuds we thought was there to kill you, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, mass panic in it. NBC suits on. I'm thinking, where have I just landed? I'm like 19 years of age, or I was like 24 hours, sorry. 24 years of age. Just come off a flight from like sunny bloody Midlands. Yeah. Next thing is a scud coming past my head thinking, oh my God, what is this all about? Yeah. I'm a reservist, whatever.
Looking for the plaster.
Yeah. I was so late. I was in British Steel yesterday working, like. In a socket to a wall, again, what am I doing here? And I was like, wow, and that just set the tempo. So for the first few weeks, there was like scud attacks all the time, all day, all night. It was like, I got used to it in the end. But what an eye-opener. I shit myself the first day. Absolutely shit myself. Everybody did. If anybody says they didn't shit themselves, they absolutely lie in. Because the Scud missiles, right, they put fuel in them. So they can't control where they go. So you put fuel in them. Like 1 litre takes you 100 miles, for example. Right. So with a trajectory angle, with 1 litre of fuel, for example, it's going to land at that point.
It's a very rough calculation.
It's very rough. So it could land on a house, or it could land on the enemy, right? It's really rough. But that's only they can do it. So you didn't know where... So literally, in say like 100-mile radius, the alarm would go off. So everybody in 100 miles, for example, would have to obviously don their kit in case it landed in your area.
You thought there was chemical weapons in
Yeah. Well, they thought nuclear, chemical, biological. They thought he had it all. I still don't know what he had or didn't have, because nothing's been proven, is it? But yeah, I shit myself, honest to God. Like one night, the alarm went off, he was in bed sleeping, next thing, oh my God, here we go, jumps in the trenches, you dig back the trenches, wherever, And we looked up across the desert, really flat plain desert, and they landed about a K away. Thinking, well, that's us, we dead now. Because a massive flash.
Of course, to expect in chemicals,
yeah.
chemical alley and all
Within
that.
full kit, whatever. And oh my God, here we go.
Do everything.
Yeah, but nothing. Well, I'm still doing it. I don't know. It could have been it could just been a warhead. It could have been nothing in it. I don't know. It could have been gas. Could have gone the other way. Chemicals. We don't know. Like, but that one night where it landed a K away. Oh my God! I thought, this is us. This is it's done like. Because you didn't know where the next was coming from. Like, go down whatever, and it's like really restricted visibility in the respirators, and you get helmets as well. You can't see hardly nothing, like pitch dark. But it's amazing though. It's mad. You know yourself. You go to war. It's scary, but the adrenaline's amazing.
The only way I can describe it, you must feel constantly alive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like living on in wets every fucking day.
But it's also you becoming a part of history as well. Do you mean you're writing stories in your mind and in your timeline of history, really? Because you can go to Wine Street tomorrow night, whatever. You don't write a story in history, do you? You just got to piss in Wine Street. Which is something I'm thinking, do you know, that's a story now to tell my grandkids, my kids, my mates, you know, as time goes on and things. You know, it's for me, it's exciting, thinking, okay, I'm building stories here for myself. Like,
of course.
It's amazing. And I was the only TA guy attached to the regular army with the regiment I was with. So I was like right out my depth. Everybody else was regular. I was TA. But they, in fairness, they took me under their wing, respected me because I had qualifications which they didn't have. I was the only electrician they had. So if I didn't look after generators, they had no power basically.
So you would be on a base camp then doing maintenance and stuff with it, or would you be out with troops?
So I was attached to the medics, as I say. So we run a field hospital and a dentist.
Right.
So we'd have the casualties come in to us or whatever.
Of course, we've got a dentist, didn't it?
So I've seen a couple of nasty things, whatever, but they needed power 24/7. Because if you haven't got power, you know, you can't operate a field hospital without no power.
Yeah, no lights and nothing.
Yeah, everything runs on power, doesn't it?
So that's what you were there for then?
Yeah.
And I suppose you were on call 24/7 then?
24/7, yeah. So maintaining the generators, and obviously, because the field hospitals would move in as well. So you'd put in the small power and the light in as you moved, tends to go back up. Next thing, you'd wake up all the light in, all the power sockets. So
you're moving up behind the troops as they move?
Yeah.
Right, so it's not like, I in my head I was picturing like Camp Bastion and you're there, like, but it's not like that.
So it's an invasion, so like Camp Bastion's a big set-up camp, an invasion, the forward line of troops is constantly moving forward, taking on the enemy. You've got to move with them because they're casualties, otherwise the casualties are getting sent back further and further every time.
So there are permanent positions, as you say, set up. There are field hospitals set up and they don't move. There's one in Shaiban Air Base. There was one in Kazar, for example. But the field hospitals, they do.
And there's a chain, see, so we call it roles, so sort of like role 1, role 2, role 3. So your first role would be a medic treating you on the ground. Then you get sent back to a field hospital, which would be a tent with basic facilities. Then you get sent back to like a Camp Bastion surgical facility, which is stuck in the ground with full-on surgical theatres.
So you get sort of helicoptered or transported somewhere.
So there's a chain to go back through. So obviously he's with the field one, which need to keep moving around, but then you'll always have that base one at somewhere where they're going to helicopter you back to have full-on surgery if needed.
So all the ambulances were based with all the field ambulances were based with us. They'd go out and respond to all the people who needed. Obviously,
bring them back in.
Yeah.
So how far behind the line would you have been then?
Well, actually not that far because we didn't go that far. I think Baghdad was the furthest north we went, and Baghdad from Basra isn't that far really, is it? We didn't go past Baghdad, but from our lot we didn't go past Basra. But we came from Kuwait City. So it was a fair trek.
Yeah.
Fair trek it was, in fairness. But we parked on the border for about, must have been about 9-10 days probably. In trenches on the border, which again was amazing. But the desert, the desert, right? You think, people say the desert's flat. You think, it can't be that flat. It must be like, undulations. Honest to God, you look for as far as I can see, and it's like a billiard table.
Really?
And you do see wild camels as well. Yeah. Or you see like herders sitting camels. Thinking, where's he going from and to? There's nothing out there.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is he? Where's he going?
That's what everyone thinks. I think every normal person, that's what they image of Iraq is. What's Kuwait like? Is Kuwait like a big city?
Oh, massive.
Yeah,
Very, very
like,
westernised.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So like you talking Swansea, Cardiff sort of, or even bigger.
But you got to bear in mind, it's obviously a Muslim country, so there's no like, Wine Street or...
No, I know that, but what I'm saying is proper city. Like, people just think Iraq is
Burger Kings.
People just think Iraq is just full of
Debenhams.
Debenhams.
There's a Debenhams in the shopping mall there.
Never.
Oh yeah, God yeah.
Fucking
There's a Debenhams in Kuwait City, yeah.
Do you have Wilfred Boney in there like you did in well, the famous story,
Have we got a Versace down here,
He said that. And they got Louis Vuitton. Fucking the woman looked him down, said, we've only just got Roche and John Roche now. Fucking them out, fucking Louis Vuitton.
You've done Dunlop on the third floor.
Yeah, fucking hell. Was it Debenhams?
Honestly, yeah. But there's it's very much a...
People use a card there. I was handy, you didn't have to open a new store card, did it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, there's like, it's very Americanized in
Really?
Kuwait. Yeah, there's a massive American camp there. Massive. And the Americans have got a base there. It's like, there's a Subway there, Burger King. God. I think actually there's more of an American influence in Kuwait than there's a Kuwaiti influence.
Really?
Yeah, the camp is huge. They got a water park there.
You find that,
Right?
Oh,
Honestly.
sign me up. I'm going me and Donna go all inclusive in August.
But that's the Kuwaiti water park.
Yeah.
Not an American water
You find
park.
that, like Philippines, parts of the Philippines, it's so Americanized.
Yeah.
Because of the American influence when they came in, put sort of American malls in there and Burger Kings, the rest of it. And then they start watching American culture, the TV, like really Americanized parts of...
Yeah.
So
Well, look at Dubai and Abu Dhabi. Yeah. Do you mean that was a flat desert? There's nothing there.
Yeah.
So that, in a way,
and that's
is
in the space of
Americanized because it's all malls.
Yeah.
That's got an American touch on it.
Hotels and malls,
High-rise hotels and malls.
Yeah.
Indoor ski slope.
It's not
in
like
the country, it's like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
I tell you where we've been as like that is Cancun. Cancun is Mexico, but it's not Mexican Mexico.
It's American.
You know what I mean? If you went to Mexico City or Guadalajara or something like that, it's nothing like Cancun.
That's their Blackpool, isn't it?
Basically, that's it. Yeah, it's very. I heard that before we went, that it was very Americanized. It's got the Burger King and all that shit. You know?
Remember the guy?
There's Mexicans there. It was very American.
Remember the guy who gives us a lift? We give him like it was we had like a sister hotel. We had our hotel and a sister hotel we could use, which was like a big 5-star motherfucker, 24-hour bar, so we'd be up there. So we walk out, mob banded, 21 of us, like, can't get back to the other one who can't flag taxis down. Well, this fucking guy, he was about as Mexican as they come, didn't he? He come in a big truck, didn't he? With a
like a little flat a ute. Australians would call it. Like, you know,
have stewards on the back, is he?
Yeah. So Kevin O'Donnell stood in the middle of the road and flagged him down, and we just like basically asked him what his weekly wage was, and he must have said about 4 pesos, and we was just chucking dollars down like Floyd Mayweather in the back of his ute. We didn't give a fuck. He was chucking them on the floor, he was picking them up, but he didn't give a fuck, scavenging. But then, about 300 yards from hotel, like he's like, he's chuffed now. He's got the mariachi playing on the radio. We all raving on the fucking back. We gets pulled in then by the old bill, don't we? We jumps off, we didn't give a fuck, we were walking distance, we ran outside Coca Bombos, we didn't give a fuck. He got pulled in, he's probably still doing time in fucking Guadalajara prison.
He'd been banged up abroad now.
Yeah.
He's in there with Michael Scofield.
So when you came back then, what happens with you when you come back? Because obviously you're a reservist.
So you still get the post-operational tour leave. Same as a regular person, so I had 6 weeks paid.
So even though your job, you were working in British Steel, they have to honour that, do they?
They don't know. They do, but it's up to you if you want to go back to work. So they did honour it because you're still mobilised. So you're still mobilised. You're still getting paid by the army or the MOD. So
do wages stop from British Steel then?
Well, they yes, right. But in fairness, British Steel said to me, because they're massive supporters of the reserve forces. They said to me, if you don't earn what you earn with the British Army, what you earn here, we will supplement your wage. We make it up.
That's a nice touch.
Amazing. But luckily, because I was a corporate thing at the time, I was earning more than I was earning in British Steel, so I actually gained money.
No way.
Yeah, and you can't spend it when you go abroad.
Yeah.
Go abroad. As if he's got an holiday.
I know, it's all inclusive. It sounds like me and Donna when I went to Lorette.
You know, I spent a grand in Cancun. You can't spend it when you go abroad.
Yeah.
So, unless you go down to Kuwait and like buy a Burger King, there's like nothing to spend money. Like a can of pop was like 10 pence.
And all your meals are paid for every day.
Yeah,
so, you know,
you
you
can't
spend
spend any money.
Yeah, but can you upgrade like when you're in prison if you've got said money and you can have a Snickers and that and a TV and a PlayStation like that?
Well, there's a black market wherever you go in the world. There's a black
I
market.
bet. Yeah, I can imagine.
The chefs would be chucking out chicken breasts for a couple of
Yeah.
Well,
dollars.
I'm
You
talking
ever seen
about
Jarhead? You know what I mean?
Johnny Walker Black Label whiskey, right? So that was our tipple, right? So we found somebody in the local town who could get us Johnny Walker Black Label whiskey from Scotland, right?
Love it. Yeah.
Umkazar, just south of Basra, right? So this guy was a regular supplier of it. We'd go to his house forever and get it, right? In the night, we shouldn't have
Is
been
this
out.
an Iraqi or?
In Iraq now,
I
yeah.
love shit like this.
So we weren't allowed to go to his house. We'd sneak out of camp. We were armed just in case. But it was single vehicle move, which wasn't really allowed, especially at like after dusk. It wasn't allowed. We still took the risk.
Single vehicle move just means you want to own in a car.
Well, in a Land Rover.
Right,
You should always
yeah,
have
yeah.
at least 2 vehicles, right? And tell people where you're going.
Yeah,
Always
of
tell the
course,
option where you go in.
Like that the old Charlie advert, innit? Always tell your mum. I know, is it?
So basically, everything was wrong with what you did.
Everything.
Yeah. What's come back?
Because if we'd mentioned when we go in, we would have said, what do you mean you can't go to camp? It's dark, it's dusk.
Yeah.
You've got no reason to leave camp. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
We're going to get booze. We're going to get booze, right?
Yeah.
So after about 3 or 4 weeks, right, we went back to this guy's house one night and his missus came out screaming, right? The people who were against the Brits, whatever, realised what he was doing, right? Went to his house and cut him up, right? They slashed his back with a Stanley knife,
Oh
right?
my God.
And they said, you must stop supplying booze to the Brits or we're going to kill you. So she went off her trolley, right? So,
Right,
this
yeah.
is the last time, boys, right?
Oh, I love that they give him one more time, innit?
So that's 2 or 3 bottles of Johnny Walker.
yeah.
Boys, you cannot come no more, you know, whatever.
You better take a few more this time because it's going to stop.
Taken out the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But so yes, we took like 3 or 4 bottles, 2 or 3 bottles, whatever, and we didn't see him again. We thought we can't risk going there for his own life because literally he had a knife
And
slashed his back.
I suppose the more you do that, the more risk. Obviously, there's more risk to you then.
There's risk to us because they were watching us go back and forth there, and we didn't really want this guy to get killed because he was obviously making a buck off us. So then it dried up then, booze, but then we realised you could send it through the post. So people were sending booze through the post in mouthwash bottles.
Nice.
Because what they were doing was they were opening, they were realising this, the male guys were realising it. So anything that came through, for example, in a Coke bottle, they realised was like Jack and Coke mixed, whatever.
Panda Pops, yeah.
So if it was in a mouthwash bottle, they were like, it's alcohol anyway, whatever, and they couldn't really...
Of course,
So they're like, right, we've got to let them go. But any bottle of Coke come through was like, no. Yeah. But where did it all go? They must have had a party back in the bloody mail depot.
Yeah. I remember that night. It was right off the tits.
Yeah. So, well, do you think it'd be obvious when you can't send like whiskey and booze to Afghan or whatever? However, 2011, I'm out there for Christmas, aren't I? Denty, Sniffers, Targets, Davis, all the boys there back in Swansea. Let's send Westy a little Christmas gift out to Afghan. So they bought me a bottle of Penderyn, right? Happy days, boxed it up. And here's a chance, innit? Because they're not going to check every single box. Like,
some does get
through.
through.
I mean, some are going to get through, right?
Yeah,
it's boxed up, Christmas wrapping on it. They're not going to stop everyone. And I mean, Christmas time, they'd probably let it go through. But as anybody would know, that when you send something to force abroad, that you have to put like a little customs sticker on the outside. So you have to put your name, the address it's come from, who's going to, and what the contents are. Magazines and Haribo, innit? So I'm in Afghan, aren't I? Sergeant Major, Corporal West, close in.
Pull that fucking badge off, son.
I just had a package come through.
Denty's fucked you over.
Yeah.
I just had a package come through the mail for you. Right, yeah, what is it? He said, well, it's still wrapped. However, have a quick look at the customs label, what it says. From Carl Dent, contents, bottle of whiskey.
Lovely boy. He was trying to double bluff on
Yeah. Who's all giving it the older guy? Look at this idiot. It's obviously mouthwashing, yeah. You're trying to fucking take the piss out of us.
And he was like, what's going on? I was like, right, if I'd asked the lads to send me a bottle of whiskey, do you not think I would have told them to write something other than bottle of whiskey on the customs label? And fair play, he went, right, I'm going to give it to you, but for small booze and you're in trouble.
Yeah, that's like a Christmas present sort of thing. He likes a little, he likes a touch of whiskey.
Yeah,
you know,
he loves a little whiskey.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant. Then a bottle of whiskey. I didn't even know we got through. Again, they must have not read the label. Or must have gone, all right, it's Christmas. Just
just fucking, the boys are alright, like. Yeah. So when you come back in, because obviously you've been in this like sort of theatre of war for 5 months. Do you just go back to work then, do you?
Yeah, I had 6 weeks off and really enjoyed myself. Went on holiday with the missus or whatever, and then went back to work again. It was like really surreal actually.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, it was surreal actually, and I really missed it.
Missed it?
Yeah, I missed it massively, yeah.
So did you go back into the forces after that then?
But I never left, so I was in the TAs for 16 years.
Right, okay.
So that was in 2003 and I left in 2015.
Right.
So yeah, I stayed there for many, many years after.
So did you go to Afghan or any of those places?
I didn't. I was asked to go 3 times, but every time I chose not to, because if I'd gone, my marriage would have ended sooner than it did.
Right.
I got divorced in the end, and I had 2 young kids, and I really, really wanted to go, but I didn't want to leave my kids because there's guys getting blown up daily. We see them on the papers, it's on the news. There's guys with missing limbs all over the place. And I was like, do you know what? How much do I want to go? I've done my piece. I've seen flying bullets. I really want to go, but my kids, they've got to come first.
Of course, yeah.
I didn't really want to, not be able to kick a ball with my kids growing up kind of thing. So I was like, and I could have volunteered to go. I was called up. I was like,
It would have been selfish of him to go.
Yeah.
As mad as it sounds, it's not like he would be sent.
It would have been purely for himself.
Yeah. Because if it's your full-time job, you've got to say no matter. Unless you're a single parent, then you can do it.
And that's the decision he made. Takes a lot of respect in it because a lot of us are selfish. I want to do this for my own reasons. Yeah. So then put other factors ahead of that is respect.
What do you think makes you two similar in a way? I gotta try and word this right, so that you did it once, and obviously you did it multiple years, but the first time you did it, you felt I gotta go and do that again. Whereas most people would go to war somewhere and go, fuck that, I've done my tour and I'm done. What's the difference between you and them?
I think it's if you have a really bad tour, that could really turn the tables. Yeah, I had a really good tour. I was attached to medics. I had a fantastic time. I was well respected. Whereas if you're on the front line, day in, day out, if you see something bad, that could turn you. Yeah. It might not.
Yeah, and I've had lads I've had bad experiences on tours, clearly, and I've had lads who've had a lot worse tours than me. And like for example, one lad, Twiggy, he had a horrendous tour of sanging. He was like the 40 commander when they got absolutely hammered. Lads get hammered every day, but kept on going back. And sometimes there's that draw to it. It's like an addiction. You get addicted, and you sort of need that. And the quiet time is the torture. Yeah. Not the time away. And a lot of times it's simplified. When you're away, it's a very simple life. Now don't confuse that with it being an easy life. It's really difficult. Yeah. But when you're back home, look at the stuff you worry about day in, day out, pointless stuff. The banker ringing me. Should I go to this, my auntie's party and I can't be arsed? Are they going to think bad of me? Bullshit that we think about each day, but we do, right? Yeah. When you're there, that's gone. You're like, what do I need to do today? Right? Well,
stay alive.
I need to stay alive. I need to keep my mates alive. I need to do my job well. Yeah. And it's hard. It's stressful, but it's simple. And when you come home and then you scorn that because you can't fill out the form properly for the DVLA or whatever. And you're like, well, 2 months ago I was in charge of like millions of pounds worth of kits. Yeah. Saving mates' lives, and now I'm struggling with these most basic of demands of me. That's what starts getting to them, and they're just like, well, I'd rather go back out there. Yeah. I'd rather go back to that simple life where I'm not getting pestered and phone calls and doing petty stuff which shouldn't get me down but does get me down. I'm not saying that's the only. There's multiple reasons why people want to go back or keep going back, or why they don't. Yeah. Like I said, some guys will have an horrendous tour. Some guys may not have an horrendous tour. They might just have a tour where they just think, I don't like this, it's boring. It's not a life. I'd rather be at home having those daily struggles.
I suppose some people like they come out of school and they got nothing else and they think, oh, I'll just jump in the army, and then they go and then they do a little bit and then they go, oh, that's not for me, and they get out with the first opportunity, and then there's plenty of people like that. There's other people, I suppose, that come out and they think, oh, it's not really for me, but I'll give it a crack, and then they just lifers, like, you know. I suppose it takes all sorts, doesn't it, you know. I suppose there's no right or wrong way to go about it, is there, you know.
And it's a venture. A lot of time about that, it's mostly been a venture, but that's not to say, like, every time we drove somewhere and then I stepped up that vehicle, even though I'm concentrating on everything else around me, there's always a large part of my brain going, every time I put my foot on the ground, is that foot going to go boom? Yeah. You can't
that's
get
just
your mind
every
off
step,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah.
That adds some stress that
massively,
your average man couldn't.
Massively, and it's like, every step you take, you're thinking, as soon as I put that foot down, that could be the one that goes boom. Like.
Surely you've got to put that in the back of your head, though. Otherwise,
and that's
you just fucking be frozen to the spot.
Because otherwise, you'll miss something ahead that could is going to cost you life more than looking at the ground. It's not going to go boom.
But that's like walking along Swansea Prom at night with the dog turds, isn't it? I mean, in the
exactly
dark. Am I going to go boom in a dog turd?
Mate, there's one cunt, I'm going to catch him, I'm going to go fucking, he's going to be like that Johnny Gold label fucking guy.
Remember you put that thing on Facebook?
Mate, he keeps shitting, his dog shitting outside my house. And I think, you see what I put on Facebook, I think he loved it as well. He got like a kick over there, like, he's doing it like fucking, I'm up 3 o'clock in the morning, my daughter's bedroom window, waiting for snow bits to walk past. I'm sure he sent his dog, it might be cat shit, man, because his cat's up the back. They dumped out the back, fucking ridiculous. I got cats out the back, dogs out the front, dogs in the fucking house.
It's going to be a sideline for me when they leave the Marines.
Mate,
spying on dogs, shitting at people's houses.
How
much you paying, Pat? For me to solve this problem, how much we
with his rifle out like in the darkness, just waiting to take out a couple of dogs and their owners.
Fucking Teddy from Pants Street, all of a sudden he just sees a red light on his head. Let's go the fucking dog out and soon be shitting over the roads house.
Do the dog tonight.
Or put the 3 predator dots in him. Soon fucking leg it, wouldn't he?
Ruined about 60 pairs of trainers.
But what Wesley's saying there, right, about like guys like in a simple life and there's like stress free, that ties in so well with the people who we've met homelessly, who choose that way of life.
Choose to be homeless.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
we've met a lot of people.
Just can't handle the stresses of like normality.
So explain originally, I'm not sure if we did this first time or we'll do it again, how Trampface came about with the two of you. How does that conversation start? And
I think we did it on the first one. And I said on the first one, it was initially came from me just being, and what ties into what we were just talking about with the tours. I'd be going on these tours and I'd be coming back. I lived on my own, single. I'd be coming back and they give me like 3-4 weeks off. And I was going on my lone wolf tours. I was travelling to America.
Stacks of cash in the bank.
Yeah, cash in the bank. I was doing all these lone wolf tours around the world. Brilliant. And that was satisfying me. And then it was coming to Christmas where we had a couple of weeks off, but we were on UK call out basically for a terrorist incident. So I had a pager. And I think we were on 3 hours notice, so I couldn't go abroad.
Right.
So I was like, what am I going to do? I live on my own. I mean, there's nothing going on. I can't just sit on my own for a couple of weeks over Christmas. Yeah, I go and see the family on Christmas Day and all the rest of it, but I need something. I mean, I can't go abroad. I need something to fill this gap. And I was like, always been curious about the homeless situation. You walk past them on the street begging. How else do they fill their time? What do they do? I mean, how do they make money? What do they do at night? How do they fulfill their days? What services do they get? What help is out there? I'm going to go and find out. And originally I was just going to do it for a laugh. Put a Facebook post up going, right, I'm going to go and do this, blah, blah. And then Paul saw it and he was like, well, if I can get my parents to look after the kids, I'll come and do it with you. And then he suggested going, well, if you're going to do it, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be to catch imagination. Why don't we do it for charity as well? I was like, brilliant. So I'll never lie to anyone and say, oh, we're Mother Teresa and we wanted to do this because we love charity. That is amazing that's what has happened, and it's raised over 30 grand for charity in the last few years.
Which is a lot of money, isn't it?
Yeah. And I mean, and that has been a reason to continue as well. Undoubtedly, I'm not dismissing that, but I'll be honest to say that's not the only reason I do it. I think for my well-being as well, it's a project. I always need something to be doing outside of work to fulfill my time. And then Paul got involved around, well, as you said, how well we get on. We have a laugh, man.
Well, it's the best week of our year.
People may say, oh, yeah.
It's stupid. It's the best week of
People
the
say,
year.
oh, it must be horrendous. And it is, it is hard work. It's tiring, don't get me wrong. It is hard work. But we have such, if you do it on your own, it'd be miserable.
Yeah.
But because there's two of us, then it's just like constant
fucking around.
Yeah, messing about, laughing. It's like being teenagers again. We wake up every morning, a bit tired. We're like, what are we going to do today? Just bum around, go and talk to a few people, do a bit of begging, harass the police. Do you mean?
But no, for that week, right? You get no bills on your mat every morning. You get no phone
It's like
calls.
the war thing. It's so
You've
simple.
no stress. It's like, what have we got to do today? Get some food, or find somewhere to go, stay
And
dry
have a
and warm,
laugh.
and have a laugh.
Yeah.
It's like as simple as that. Next, right, Tuesday, you get a load of money, right, food and water sorted for the day. Where are we going to sleep tonight? Oh, look at that. Yeah, we sleep there tonight. Right, no, go for a walk, is it? Go through the can, shall we? Go get a flag and a bow, shall we? That's it, job done.
It's like being a teenager.
Honest to God. And it's like
It's so liberating, honestly,
Yeah.
Like it is tiring and hard work and degrading. By the end of the week, we are knackered, but
we also kick your ass that week, don't we? No, we hit it hard kind of thing, because you've got to go on the same level playing field as these people. If you go in there sober as a judge,
you're in
a different mindset. You've got to be pissed with them, and you tend to relax more as well. You sit differently if you're pissed, whatever. I guess. So how are you homeless then, guys? Do you think you'll suss it straight away? You're more cut than they are. Look at these fucking pair. You know what I mean?
And I think that's the spend, especially with the migrants, because the stories we can't pretend to be with the homeless. We can pretend to be home. Anyone could pretend to be homeless in the UK. Just go on the streets, dress scruffily, have a cover story. You could be homeless. You go to a migrant camp in France. We don't look like the average bloke that's knocking about then, right?
And you will be tense.
So our cover story is that we're ex-Foreign Legion. On the run, we've joined the Foreign Legion, we've deserted because we didn't like it. When you join the Legion, they take your paperwork off you. So now we've got no paperwork, we can't get on the ferry back to the UK, so we've sent word to the British government, waiting for word to get across. Like when Paul first came up with the idea, when we first did the Calais one, I was like, nobody's going to believe that. And it turned out to be the most believable story to get away with it. And I think then when they see us sit down and have a few beers with them, they relax and go like, these aren't coppers, they aren't officials, they're getting drunk, they're pissing about with us. And I think that's why we managed to get so many stories from Trampface and like so much detail out of the migrants, because we just hang around with them for a couple of days, drinking and like hanging out, and they just trust us then.
So obviously we talked about the other ones done before. This one that you've just done recently, the most mental one you've done yet.
By a fucking absolute mile.
Okay.
Nobody will actually hear the stuff. It's fucking silly.
Right.
No other word for it. It's ridiculous.
So let's start at the start. You're sitting in a pub, you come up with an idea. I'm just figuring that's where you started.
Yeah.
Right.
We struggled, so we did the marathon one, during the marathon one. So we went...
No.
So the one before, it was a couple of years ago, so we cycled from Swansea to Cardiff to Bristol...
and slept rough while you were doing
to
it.
Oxford.
Sorry, that's right. I was following it on Facebook.
Over 5 days, we cycled from Swansea to London, roughly 40 to 50 miles a day. So we'd cycle to a police station in the next town, which we'd pre-arranged for a police mate, lock up the bikes, put our homeless gear on, go homeless for the night. Again, completely at the mercy of what food and money people would give us.
Right.
Got to London, 2 nights homeless in London, which was an eye-opener, wasn't it?
Yeah.
In what way? Just a bit mad and...
and how more difficult it was to get money off people.
Yeah.
Right, because
the
of
foreigners,
the fucking tramps.
tourists. No, the tourists.
Yeah, people just less... like, we spent night in Swindon, which is a small town in Swindon, and the generosity we saw from teenagers. Teenagers were going into McDonald's, buying us meals, coming up. There you go, guys, giving us that there.
How amazing is that? That is like, fuck me.
But say when you Portugal tomorrow and all day, you wouldn't give a stranger money, would you? If you're in Portugal, if you was in Tenerife next week, you wouldn't. And that was what London was like, because it's all tourists.
And like there were thousands of people walking past us and didn't give us a penny. And again, because of the cramped nature, we were like, where are we going to sleep? Because this is like... It's not like Swansea where we just walk a mile and there's going to be like a park and all the rest of it. Like there's
And you know where you're going as well.
Yeah.
The parking going, you can say, oh, fuck it, we go
Yeah.
to one way, there's a parking one way, not be anyone else here. You know what I mean? We'll bang in the corner.
So we did the 7 nights, and then like at the mercy of everyone, eating crap and all the rest of it. 7 nights, cycling to London, and then ran the London Marathon on the last day.
Right.
After 7 nights homeless. And it
Did you find that tough?
We took...
Or was it?
Horrendous, yeah.
Yeah.
During training, we were training together for a few months before, and we were getting sort of 16, 17 miles in training before starting to get tired.
Right.
In training,
Yeah.
fresh and that. And I remember getting to the 1 mile marker on the marathon, looking at the 1 mile marker and going, I am fucked.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Then I was just knackered, like just.
That is grim.
Yeah, and we were running slower than we had been in training, and I was still just looking at going, I am not. I mean, this is going to be fucking hard.
Well, we had shit all week. We had pasties,
Yeah,
bread.
and I said it's like
'Cause that's
most
what
people
we
spend
said,
that week
exactly.
camping up, sleeping.
Exactly.
We're not only cycling 50 miles a day, but eating shit and not sleeping because we're in the bush.
Yeah, but
You're
you can't
burning all
put
those calories when you're cycling.
you can't put on
Really
the card.
best,
You can't put on the card. We'll take any food as long as it's chicken breast and a little bit of pasta.
It was like, oh, here's some crisps, here's a pasty.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, we did make jokes to me. I think some guy, an Indian guy, came up and gave us like a couple of bottles of cola. And as he walked away, I was like, oh, should we call him back and say, oh, sorry, mate, we run a marathon in a few days. Can we swap it for water?
Can we swap it for a protein shake?
So that was the last one, and it was such a success. We got over 10 grand a week from the
10 grand a week.
10
grand a week
for the charity.
Wow.
And we were just like unbelievable, and like everyone like.
What charity was this for at the time?
Safa.
Right.
And that's the reason why we went on Salute, which we can talk about in a bit. So 10 grand, it was such a success, and I mean, because we managed to put off, because we both had injuries. I had a hip injury, we both had hip injuries, and we hadn't run for about 4 or 5 weeks before the marathon.
Yeah, 5 weeks.
I'd flown to Australia for the mate's funeral, died suddenly at the ex-Marine. So we were like, brilliant, wasn't it? And the finale of it all paid off. We did the marathon, 10 grand, so then...
We had like 20,000 followers on Facebook, didn't we?
Yeah.
Massive.
And on Radio Wales and so
ITV.
for about 2 months after, I was probably depressed.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I have nothing to look forward to now. It was such a high, it was such a success. I was like, fuck, I'm gutted now. What else have we got? So after that, we were like, how can we beat this? I mean, apart from going homeless on the moon, like what? How do you mean? What's the next level up? Yeah, what's the next level up in it? So that's why it took about a year and a half, I think, for this next one.
Yeah.
And I think even when we signed up for this latest one, we weren't convinced, were we?
No.
We were like, we need to do something. It's been a while.
But Paris just wasn't enough. As they were like, we can't just do Paris. We've got to do something else as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's not going to get their bloody juices boiling like.
So I think it was around November, December, just gone, 2018, that we decided, right, let's do the Paris one, because the Yellow Vest Riots are going on protest. And we were like, but the only time we could do this is in March, because we've got full-time jobs.
Of course,
so we have to do it in between our own routine.
But
we can't just do it when we want.
What do you do now?
I still work in British Steel in Tata.
Fuck, really? Oh, fucking hell, I didn't realise.
23 years, yeah.
Amazing. Right, and after all we've done, amazing.
Yeah, so we're thinking, we got time off, and it's going to be over the Brexit date.
Yeah.
Like 28th of March, was it?
It was, yeah.
So like, let's do over the Brexit
Perfect
date.
time.
Let's do over the
Well,
Brexit
it's supposed to be
date,
perfect time.
because it's going to be carnage, apparently, I mean, at the borders and everything. Let's go and see what the carnage is. And let's go and see one of these Yellow Vest Riots.
Yeah.
But then we were like, they're probably going to be finished by then. As it turned out, when we got there, it was at the pinnacle. They were getting worse the time we got there. We decided and went, right, let's go to Paris, do the Yellow Vest Riots, and there's a lot of no-go areas in Paris now. So when the migrants are flooded in, it's taken over.
Oh, that bad, yeah.
Tended cities.
It's like we were going to white men.
Really?
Oh yeah. And people say it's no-go. It is no-go. We thought, right, no, that's where we go first.
Yeah.
We Googled no-go areas Paris.
Yeah.
I got a friend who was a skydiving instructor in Paris. I was like, right, I said, where should we not go to?
Yeah.
She's told us, there's a map. Don't go to this area, but go there. Don't go to that area, but go there.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, we got to go to the no-go areas. Probably just go into Wine Street. Go to, I don't know, whatever. What I'm trying to say is don't go to the place you shouldn't go.
Yeah.
For example, in Birmingham or Bradford, there are no-go areas.
Yeah.
So we go there.
Yeah.
So
Is it in the centre of Paris or these like suburbs just outside?
Suburbs. Paris is massive.
Huge,
But
yeah.
not far. I mean, we
Oh,
walked
it.
to
Yeah.
one from the centre of Paris.
Hour and a half walk. So
Which
what's that?
must
6
be
miles?
amazing in itself, like, because you were in Paris, you were in this big city, like we talked about the weekend, didn't it? Paris is like, you are in this film set, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's interesting, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean. So, go on, son.
Wilfred Boney.
Oh, yeah.
We seen Wilfred Boney there.
No way. You was there, lots of
Oh my
denim.
God.
Oh, no, he was the spit of him.
Oh,
There was photos on
God.
Facebook we did it. This bloke, was he from Chad, was he?
Yeah,
Chad in
Chad.
Africa. Images Wilfred Boney.
But we seen him on our first night, and then on like say night 4, about 20 miles away,
Bumped into him
sitting
again.
on this like grating where there's like hot air coming out. I
Off
was
his
like,
tits.
what the fuck? It's fucking Boney.
That's when I managed to get a photo of him, and I was
And
like,
he
I
recognised
got
us.
now,
Yeah,
because I put in the update, we met this guy who looks like Wilfred Boney, and I was probably going, yeah, right,
Yeah.
and then we bumped into him again, and so I got a photo, and I was sneakily like trying to take a photo of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
So did you do anything ropey going from the UK to Paris, or was that just like legitimate passports out and we
Yeah.
went through? That was all.
yeah, we
Yeah.
flew like Ryanair or
Well,
EasyJet.
Well,
and everything.
a bit of boozing on the plane, wasn't it? I was good
Yeah.
with the gin, wasn't it? So
But once you get on the other side, then it's
yeah.
Yeah.
So we got there, like it was brilliant because even though we got to the airport and we'd been working that day.
Yeah, we
so,
both worked like 4 o'clock.
Yeah, it was weird. We ended up going to work and then doing Trampface because you usually have the day off when we start
Yeah.
Trampface. So we met up in Bristol to the airport and because it was like an Aldi feel, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the airport.
Yeah.
t-shirts made.
Trampface on tour.
Like
Tramp 1
Mario.
and Tramp 2 written on the
It's
back.
sombreros.
Like Mario when
Dragon fucking Eiffel Tower.
we had
Stuck in the endos.
in Mario, we had t-shirts made. Walshy's idea. He said, right, they got a good dirt boxers on
Welsh
tour.
dirt boxers.
Welsh dirt boxers. Goes up to pick them up. He paid like £20 each a fucking t-shirt. Walshy picks them up. Welsh dirt boxes. You like new firm on Aston Road, of fucking boxing.
Oh, a bunch of fucking
Walshy was
morons.
tapping with his fucking favourite.
So we get to the airport and he's like, right, instead of paying like $6, he said, oh, let's have a drink and then loosen up because we don't pretend to be like serious documentary makers on that bullshit. We're not representing anyone apart from ourselves and maybe the charity, innit? We're like, we don't care, man. We can have a few beers and we're having a laugh. You know, like I said, it helps us relax. So he's like, right, instead of paying £6 a pint in a bar now,
Yeah.
old ideas over here, he's like, oh, well, there's a little shop in Bristol Airport. Let's go there and buy like 2 of those little bottles of gin.
Yeah.
Go upstairs to the Burger King, unlimited refills on lemonade.
Nice.
Gin and
That's
lemonade.
all
there.
40 grand a year.
Trampface cocktail.
I wish.
Yeah. Trampface cocktail, right? Brilliant, isn't it? So he goes up to the desk. So he goes to one, I goes to the other one, to buy the little bottles. I just look across to him and he's, a bottle of gin. So she gets it. She's like, can I see your boarding pass, please? And this is because they always have to see boarding pass. He's like, oh, I haven't got one. And like the look just shocking because every time she asks that question, someone just pulls out the boarding pass.
Yeah.
He's like, I haven't got one. She's like, what do you mean you haven't got one? He's like, I haven't got one. What are you doing in here? How have you got it? I'm only joking.
She panicked big time. She'd gone through like baggage control and things. She's like, how did you get this far? Like the boarding pass?
Tell the bags.
Oh, so they seal your bloody bottles, right?
So
Like,
obviously they sell these bottles, they're like duty free,
Yeah.
technically.
you can't drink these bottles before you land. Right, can't drink a bottle.
You've
before
sealed
you
in a bag.
You can't drink a bottle before you land. Right. Goes upstairs, zip,
Yeah.
and zip your
Yeah,
bottle.
because
Yeah,
they're
right there.
sealed. We just walked
Straight
upstairs,
into
opened the
them.
sealed bag and got on it.
Bags in the bin,
Yeah.
and then so we got on it, right, and then we landed, didn't we, in Paris. As we walked through customs, right, I met these 2 girls carrying their sealed bags. And we had girls.
No, they were like, oh, I can't wait for gin o'clock.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we've already had it. And they were like, oh, you were the 2 boys drinking the bottles of gin on the plane, weren't you? We were like, yeah. They were like, how did you get them on the plane? Well, we said, well, we bought them. We opened the bag. They're like, oh, we bought them as well. But they sealed them in a bag.
They were sealed.
I was like, did you think that an alarm was going to go off if you opened that sealed bag? They were still there holding the sealed bags.
Look,
Idiots.
they sealed.
Yeah, how did you manage to open?
They were both blonde. Yeah. Honest to God.
Brilliant. So we got into Paris. It was an eventful few days, wasn't it? And then we went to the Yellow Vest Riots. In fact, that was
First day, that wasn't it? First day.
But hang on, if you want to
it
plane
was
down
day
straight from
3,
work,
Yellow Vest.
if you want to plane straight from work, do you have a night in a hotel to settle down, or do you just we straight?
No, so we went
yeah.
to work.
Right.
Went to work half a day, straight to Bristol Airport.
Yeah.
So we landed in Paris by about 7 o'clock at night.
And you've got your bags and Human Tramps gear ready to go.
Yeah, we
in?
flew in Trump gear.
We flew in Trump gear, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
A couple of scruff bags.
Right.
Half
so we
cut.
land in Paris. Where are we going?
Straight in Paris.
Train.
Remember Hotel Cunts?
Oh, yeah.
You got a photo.
CUNTZ.
First thing we've seen Hotel Cunts
in the red light district again. Oh, very apt.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
So first night, we met a Somalian woman, didn't we? She was begging, slightly uneventful, and then just a lot of people. We don't research anything. We get there, we're just like, all right, we'll just work our way around,
Just winging it.
and find somewhere, and found a park. Didn't we? Jumped over the fence, found it. Slept in this park. So the first couple of days were sort of begging, moved on, and it's like
a bit of sprinklers or something. Was that the first night?
that was the first morning, yeah. So it was in the park, yeah. So we walk up, like 6 o'clock. I walk up and I just hear this noise like. Sss. I was like, "Fuck!" Gas.
Spitting cobra.
Yeah,
It was a spitting cobra.
So I'm looking around, what's going on? And then you probably see the video. I'm looking around. Next thing, my sleeping bag's soaking wet. This cardboard by him was soaking wet. It's a sprinkler. We literally sleeping on the sprinkler. It's popped up at 6 o'clock and started spraying shit out. So we just about to pack up and move off, and then it's retracted. So it's obviously come up for like a minute or something, sprayed the water and gone in. So that was a good start. Walking by the sprinkler system. And I think the next big event then was probably the Yellow Vest Riot, wasn't it?
Yeah, on the Saturday, wasn't it? So that was the
Of
Thursday.
course, because in the weeks it was quite quiet. It was all a big build up to the weekend.
So that's every Saturday they do that Yellow Vest protest. And
we flew Thursday.
I'd seen a little bit of it on the news, and even though we knew we were going to it, we did not know the scale.
Can you explain? Can you educate me at least, if no one else, why they are fucking rioting? Because I'm pretty sure that I don't know, and I got it wrong when I tried to explain.
I mean, there's lots of reasons. This is not a, say for example, an anti-war protest.
Right.
So say, in London they go, right, we're going to do an anti-war protest, or an anti-Trump protest, or an anti-Brexit protest. They're all there for one reason, or a Greenpeace protest.
Yeah.
Those, they're not for one reason. So there's a multiple group of people who are unhappy with the government and certain things. And one of them is, which I didn't know, Frexit.
So that's basically
They want the same as what
the amount of people, once we walking along just talking, I mean a couple of cans and that, chatting, it was 100,000 people there.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a lot of people.
Every Saturday there's 100,000 people march through Paris. Every single Saturday with Yellow Vest on.
And
it's not on the news.
That doesn't have a lot of media coverage.
It's not on the news. And we were
Hence
surprised.
Yeah.
We were surprised. At one point we were walking down this road.
It's not weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird because we know why there's no
We were walking down this road with like
should.
thousands of people, and then we looked when it was in and they all converge. So they all start at different points.
Yeah.
If you imagine like a central point, and like all roads coming in from like sort of a star angle.
But it's orchestrated, isn't it?
Yeah, and they were all, I looked right, and there was like this 10,000 people walking towards us. Looked left, there was another 10,000 people, and I was like, shit, this is huge.
Like tributaries to a river.
Yeah.
That's how Paris is set out, with these like tributaries set out, right? So you walk on the main road, say for example we're on the Kingsway, you'd have like arterial roads coming in, you look left, it's made a junction. What the bloody hell is that? 10,000 people look left. What the bloody hell is that? But when you set off at the start, it's timed, right?
Yeah.
So they set off at a certain staggering time, so you all converge on the
Champs-Élysées.
by the tower at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork. It's like a military operation. It's unbelievable.
That Frexit is they hear our accents, they come at us and go, oh, are you from UK? We're like, yeah. And they're like, oh my God, Brexit. You guys are, legends, you're leading the way. I mean, I didn't brought Brexit, but I'm behind it now. But honestly, God, they were flooding on us, going, shaking our hands, going, we want Frexit, and you won't see that in the news. Have you ever heard anyone say Frexit on the news or on any...
If you delve into it, there's a lot of countries like France, Italy, you don't hear so much, but even Germany, they are like some of their industries seem to be going down the pan, and they're not happy with Merkel. Italy, Greece are not happy with the deal that they had where they got shafted because they fucking, basically all of Europe basically doing what they're doing to Britain now, or bullied Greece 2 years ago.
Greece is bankrupt, isn't it?
It's totally gone. Spain, they reckon the unemployment in Spain is sky high. And like, there's all this thing about us joining the Euro when we could have. Ireland went through a massive recession. Joining the Euro, not joining the Euro, is the best thing we ever did. You know what I mean? And like, who's to say? Like I say, I'm the same as you. I voted Remain at the time. The only thing that changed my mind is that the 17 million people, if you're going to have a vote, if you're going to call a vote, you've got to stick to it. You know?
Democracy is...
I lost, but I'm like, well, let's get behind the result that happened.
It is what, like, you can't win everything. No, unfortunately, like, I heard a guy, a Labour peer this morning saying, I think Jeremy Corbyn or Farage lost the by-election in Peterborough.
It wasn't Farage, it was a Brexit.
But this Labour peer was saying, I know the British public have voted because they want the Labour Party to beat Brexit. And I'm thinking, no, I don't think that's what...
It was just a local by-election.
You know, and like I said, it's probably a lot more there's a lot more happening in Europe than we are not told about. Like, you know,
the BBC
they're unhappy about they're unhappy about Macron. He's put extra taxes on certain things. I mean, so a lot of the sort of the working class were out there because he's put extra taxes on them. So it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't just like, this is an anti-war protest. There's lots of people who are pissed off with the government, all going, we are all going to get together and campaign about all the different things that we're unhappy about.
What little I've seen of it, it's treated as right-wing protesters, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not. There's families
there,
there's kids there,
all
these pensioners.
You got socialists there, do you mean? Who complain about his policies. And that's the thing about it, it's not one...
Yeah, so imagine now, right, like every day in London there's a protest, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's tents by Westminster every day doing a protest.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Imagine 1,000 of them protesters coming together and creating a Yellow Vest mob in London. That's what it would be. And then every Saturday they converge on London. You may have somebody in their 60s protesting about pension age going up.
Yeah.
Somebody protesting about this, protesting about that. They all come together every Saturday, and that's what's happening in France. There's not one agenda.
I did agree with, I think, like the police were getting hammered, like the riot police. And I didn't agree with it really, because it's like, they're just there because you're here.
Yeah.
I know the French police are notorious. And we see it. They were battering people,
which is good.
Yeah. But I mean, we were there and we got tear gassed just because we were in. We saw the video and it was brilliant. Actually, it just so happened I was filming.
To get tear gassed.
Yeah.
It's one
of my life's ambitions.
But it was just good we had on video because obviously for the charity and everything, we made the show that we were in the mix of it. But we were there and we didn't get beat up. And I mean, I was literally like walking in amongst the police, but because we weren't aggressive towards them, they weren't beating us up. So, I mean, some of the actions towards the police was out of order when we saw.
Well, that one cop had a bottle on a can over his head, like a full can.
Yeah.
It could have killed him.
Of course, yeah.
And that guy was just there to control the public in a safe manner because it was like, 100,000 people there.
Yeah.
If he didn't make home that day, that's shocking, I mean, or go home with a lump out there kind of thing.
It's one of those that, especially when you were talking about 100,000 people, the large majority of those people will be there to protest peacefully.
Exactly.
That's
what you should do it.
There will always be elements which are going to just go in.
1%. Yeah. Well, we were walking past shops, right? Next thing, these scumbags running past, right, with sledgehammers, smashing windows.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing, boys?
They were walking around with the sledgehammer.
That's like Mrs. Jones's fucking florist.
Just smashing shops up. I'm like, how are you helping the cause here? By ruining an innocent person?
Well, that is the low. Let's be honest. Looting is the lowest of the low, isn't it? Because that's when society just fucking breaks down. Yeah. Like we love, we've
LA 92.
Who might not have seen it? Like
LA
92, one of the greatest documentaries I've ever seen. What an eye opener! Like I remember
the groups on the roof defending themselves. Brilliant,
the Koreans
and a shot when they dragged that lorry driver out, man, it was heartbreaking.
That's the worst. That's the worst
bit of it. Yeah.
When the guy
hits him with a brick.
And does a little dance as he walks off.
It's horrible.
And the white people, they're just filling in the middle of Compton just for driving down the road at the wrong time. It's fucking disgusting, real
it's an eye-opening documentary.
Oh, incredible.
But you're always going to have these elements new, you know what I mean? And it's
a
shame, like you said, there's no reason to be smashing up the florists and this and that when, if you can, they're getting their point across anyway, and they
Yeah.
they should be if the media.
Well,
because
they're making
shunning it for us.
like 10,000 police get overtime every Saturday. Do you mean imagine being a policeman? You're like, all right, I can get overtime, but every Saturday I've got to come and stand and watch these idiots
Full riot gear.
protest. It was boiling as well, wasn't it? It was like we were in shorts, well not shorts, but tramp gear, and we were sweating. In fact.
Paris was boiling, and Calais was freezing.
Really?
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a different climate.
We were like sleeping, like we were homeless in Paris, but it was just like it wasn't even comfortable. It was so warm, it was so comfortable. It was it wasn't. It was like being in flipping the desert or something.
How do you find that? Because I slept in Natalie Leisha's car in Tempe. And it's the worst.
In 84?
Kelm Park.
Oh,
the
yeah,
worst,
yeah.
It was the worst night's sleep I've ever had. It must be back, because I remember it to this day. We were out on the piss in Kelm Park. It was about 17, we only just passed the test. And Natalie Leisha had a car. And it was fucking murders in the caravan. So I went up and slept in the car. And I remember it to this day being the worst night's sleep. It was cold, uncomfortable.
You're a big bloke as well, though, anyway. Well, I mean, Paul's a big bloke as well.
It was like 17, it was a Ford Fiesta, red one. But not that I'm saying.
Colour was important.
Like a fucking ring.
If it had been a blue one, it might have been colourful.
But it's not like first class and Virgin, we get that in a minute. It was so I didn't like nobody sleeping in the park. It don't bother you to, it's like that's just easy,
I mean, sleeping outside is obviously probably people might look down on
because you've done
Trampface
so
and go,
much,
oh yeah, what do you mean he's a Marine and I mean he's Royal Engineer, I mean they've slept outside. Yeah, sleeping outside isn't a drama, but that's not what Tramps is about. It's not just, we're not camping.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference between going to a campsite or going somewhere safe to sleep outside to go in 11 o'clock at night, right, we need to find somewhere to sleep, mate. We're in the middle of Paris.
Yeah.
I mean, you just take the best option. The best option is sometimes a rat-infested bush with fucking loads of flats looking down on you, and you can't relax.
Yeah.
That first night's the worst because that's the anxiety, thinking every noise you hear, you think, is somebody creeping up on me? Do you mean? Even though I've slept outside a million times in my life, it's different to sleeping outside in the middle of the city.
Do you think some of it is not knowing where you are? Like if you were in Swansea, what I like when Mr. O says, in Swansea you walk around any time of the night, any time, day, morning, night. Like people will say, born in mine and blind in mice is rough. I don't think so at all. You know, it's not, is it? Let's be honest. It's rough for what people in Swansea have never had.
People who've never been there might perceive it as.
But it's hardly Cabrini Green in fucking Chicago.
I grew up in Town Hill, I mean, but it's like...
Yeah. It's like something, like if you knew who was in Swansea, you know where you're going, like, that's it. I suppose when you're in the middle of Paris and you're like, where the fuck are we and what is everything like, you know?
But isn't it like that first night this morning when we were like, oh, is there any parks near you we can go and get our head down? I said, oh, there's one over there,
Yeah.
It's just like, we were like, where are we going to sleep tonight?
Yeah, and you think, oh, are they giving us a bum steer? Are they saying us go down there?
Are they saying, oh yeah, go down there, and then they'll follow us and then they'll do us over?
Tuck you up, like,
Because plus as well, when you're in the middle of a housing estate, you can't see above the houses. It was fucking, no St David's Hotel in Cardiff. When we got married, the day after we got married, we went up there and fucking opened us without sat nav, right? Now I'm driving around Cardiff, I got to St David's Hotel, it's been there. It's fucking pants, it's been there, where that house is been there, right? Couldn't fucking get in it, right? I'm driving around Cardiff like a twat, right? It's there. I passed it 20 times.
Sat nav
There's a little, I don't need sat nav, kept telling me I was there, right? I was there. But there's a little turning, and it was hidden by a bush, St David's Hotel. If I'd have gone on there, it's like a little island thing. Yeah. If I'd have missed that, it took us 3 hours, her back was fucked with sciatica.
You were consummating the marriage,
I was expecting 3 hours of love making. It was like these 2 months I was done. On your own. She didn't fucking finish me. I was wanking over fucking Westy's letters of Don Dwyer. You know what I mean? That's so bad he got.
So after Paris, you went back to Calais?
Jumped on a bus, didn't we? On a service bus.
Was this planned, or did you just think, let's go and see how let's go and see how Libya mates?
So we were keeping it like, so a couple of months before we said, right, we want a finale, do we? We want, especially I said after the marathon one, we need to go out on a big, innit? So we need to test ourselves. So we're like, right, let's go to Paris, check it out. Yellow Vest Riots, that'll be good to mean for Paris. And then let's go back to the jungle, see how much has changed since we went there a few years before.
Yeah.
So it was all planned to go back there. I mean, nothing was booked or whatever. It's all like...
Obviously, don't book in. Can we book us in the third bus?
They're going in a Travelers.
Yeah.
Let's jump on the
Calais Jungle.
Looking on TripAdvisor. Best bus we've stayed in the jungle.
Find this bush. Find this bush.
I'm not staying in this one. So we got 4.5 stars. And it's not en suite. So we were like, just jump on a bus to Calais.
You must be smelling on this bus, man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we buzz in, buzz in. We had a little wash, didn't we? We had a wash. We had a McDonald's, but it was like a shed. There were 2 cubicles, male and female, but then a shed like sink.
Right.
Yeah.
So we got it. So I went up there. I went in there. I had a piss with I think I had a dump probably as well. Like buzz in there because you can have a little wash, but you can't wash properly. Of course. And you probably could, but we like to have a bit of authenticity in it. It's like, let's not have a shower every day. Let's be buzzing. I mean, let's be like a couple of them in Tramps. So, like, before we go to the bus, I was like, right, let's have a quick wash in the sink here. So, I can't remember, we were both washing in the sink when they
You went first, I went after you.
Yeah. And then...
Poor ain't a small kid, is he? You ain't getting in no sink in McDonald's. He's about fucking 6'9".
I went into the toilet after the Westy, right? And
fucking limbs everywhere. We live in the fucking sink.
So when he came out, I'm outside, top off, right, in this like communal sink area, washing in the sink under my pits and everything. And these girls are just like stood there queuing for the toilet, like looking at me.
Fuck yeah.
Like, having a full on like washing my hair and everything in the sink. And they queue in for this cubicle.
Steve bag under his arm.
Just imagine the most awkward situation you could be in. They're just like they're like trying to find somewhere to look on the ceiling or something. To not look at me, but I'm looking at them in the mirror while I'm washing my pits and that. Brilliant. And then you come up afterwards,
and then so I walks in and there's the men's was taken. So I walks in the women's.
So one of them are cheeky bastards because they were queuing. As soon as I'd left, they're gone. Oh, we'll go in the blokes one. So one of them had gone in the blokes one.
So the women's, right, had a bog brush put in the toilet, right? So I couldn't sit down for a shit, otherwise this thing would have shagged me, right?
Why was it in it?
Fuck no.
Well, they're built in, like.
No. Somebody had put the bog brush in the toilet.
Jammed it
so
in,
if you
like.
fucking sat
She was
down,
probably
it would have shagged you, right?
She was probably having a bit of fun.
So the girl before must have lubed it up, right?
Yeah.
I was like, well, I can't shit on that, right? If it's a bit small, I would have, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So I waited there for the woman to come out. So like I stood there, like she came out and she was Muslim, full dish dash, right, the lot.
Yeah.
And like she felt really awkward. I go, hang on, you've been in the fucking men's toilet, this sort of shit, whatever.
Yeah.
You should feel awkward, not me. You should make me feel awkward. And then she came out, I went in, I had a piss of shit, whatever. Come back, I had a wash as well as myself. But 3 girls walked in, whatever, and as I was washing myself, I was like, looking at me as if I was scum, like, thinking, what are you doing washing the toilet? I mean, that's what the toilet's for. I wasn't naked, like, I just washed my face and washed my pits and my hands, like. Yeah. And then they went into the women's toilet and they'd seen this thing. They fucking talking, but they must have squatted over this fucking dildo hang out the toilet, right? Because it didn't come out.
They think you planted it there, don't they?
Yeah,
they're like a fake taxi, fake taxi, like, innit? You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, so we got the bus back to Calais, reunion, and the place had completely changed since we'd been there. The old jungle gymnasium raised to the ground.
Flat.
It was what?
Raised to the ground, completely gone.
That's when it was. That's a little base.
No, when we went in. Yeah. When we went into the gym and we went in there and was smoking in tents. Yeah. Gone, mate. Raised to the ground. And we didn't recognise it. You were looking at me. That's not the same area. I was like, it is, mate. That is the same area.
You've got it bearings wrong.
Bushes, like, well, no, I knew what it was.
It just looked completely different.
Bushes everywhere. I was like, mate, there's no foundations. Yeah. It was like there was a football pitch here, it's gone. Really? But then we like, fuck, look, there's rotten football posts there, like bent over kind of thing.
Yeah, we spun the football post then.
Look
it is
at that.
Yeah.
But it's like unbelievable. It's like chucking 1,000 grenades in, and the landscape is changing totally.
So what is it? Basically, the French police have just said, "Fuck this! I've had a great day. Jim will take what they're going like."
You going out, and then they've to stop them coming back. Well, we're just going to take out the structures that you were. I didn't. Yeah.
Right, I see, yeah.
So then we went further down to Des Dunes, which is the dune area, which when we were out there first time, we witnessed the shift from the jungle gym to the dunes area. It was really lucky.
We were there for that That
Really?
momentous
To witness it, yeah.
occasion,
We witnessed a massive event in like the history of Calais.
Right, go on.
So we went back to the dunes area, and that was raised as well, wasn't it? They've taken all the dunes down. It's now like a nature.
What's
reserve.
the actual dunes that were in the beach like? They fucking flattened
So
them.
a lot of the dunes have gone,
Right.
so it's now flatter. But there was like proper
Fenced
like
it off nature
yeah,
reserve.
Yeah.
But there was proper like
We were like,
the charities had their
Where do
headquarters
we go
there.
now?
So where have all those migrants gone in? Have they gone into Paris?
So we were like, no, they're going to be in Calais somewhere. They've just moved on.
I was
There's
gonna
not
say
going to be
the
a big
people at Calais
concentration.
Yeah.
So there wasn't the big concentration that we witnessed the first time. They'd now moved into little pockets. So there was around Calais still little pockets of them, which is hard of the police to clear
Could be
out.
worse.
Then. If it was a big group of them, the police just come in, clear out the big group, they're gone. Small pockets is harder, isn't it? Because they go in and clear one out, the other ones get a wind of it, they move. And we witnessed that, one of them moved one night, we were like, oh, they've gone. Next thing they were back.
Yeah.
So we went, let's have a look around. So I had a quick look around, bumped into some lads from, they said they were from Chad initially.
Yeah.
They're obviously trying to bluff us.
Where's Chad?
Next Africa.
Central Africa.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Turned out they were from. They get there like.
Turned out they were from Sudan.
Right.
Turned out they were from Sudan. Because after a couple of days, they actually started to trust us. Because we were getting on the piss with them and sleeping in their tents.
Yeah.
They were like, these boys are not intelligence or police. They get hammered with us with no support, sleeping in our tents. That's how you gain their trust.
What if a boy from Townhill and a fucking boy from Baglanbrook got in fucking common with these Sudanese fucking rebels?
Well, that's the thing, man. That's when you first go in there.
Human beings.
That is when we first go in. That is the worry is if they turn around and start getting aggressive at us. There's 100 of them. I mean, we're browners.
Well, the thing in common is we both went across the channel. So they went across the channel, as do we.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we both got the same boat.
Language was it?
Oh, they all speak English.
Oh, do they?
Even Afghanis, the Iraqis,
Is
Iranis,
it right
all
that-
speak English.
Is it right that...
And this is the misconception because, well, for a lot of people, they think they're poor
I was
refugees.
just about to say it.
Yeah, they're poor refugees.
These are not the scumbags from there, eh?
No,
Yeah.
These, and we got the videos anyway.
These are like the equivalent of us over there.
They got smartphones, right? They've paid. You don't get to northern France from Sudan unless you got a few bob. Because human trafficking is a business.
This is what I was going to
It's
tell
an
you.
industry.
Right? I watched something the other day, and I was thinking of you two while I was watching it. There's a journalist from Canada, right? Now, you may have heard of her. Her name's Lauren Southern.
Yeah, I know.
In Canada, she's classed as like an alt-right journalist, right? And but she made a documentary, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this Lauren Southern other than she got banned from coming into the UK.
Yeah, I remember that.
From being classed as an alt-right journalist, right?
Why did she get banned from Britain then?
Because they don't like what she's promoting. Now she's not. I don't know much about this girl, so I couldn't even claim to know. I just knew that. I remember seeing it. I didn't really pay much attention to it, and I was told about this. She'll see this documentary. It's called Borderless by this girl called Lauren Southern. So I went to try and find it on YouTube. Couldn't find it.
Right. That's
So I started doing a bit of research into it, right? So it turns out this Lauren Southern, who's allowed on YouTube, everything, which has everything. You know they do these premieres now. Do you see it coming up on your thing? Premiere at 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh,
this
yeah,
video's coming out.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So she had, this is what they do now on YouTube. So let's say we're doing a video and then we go, right, to all our fans, 8 o'clock tonight, that's when it's going to be premiered, right? So this Lauren Southern had made this documentary. They knew it was so many months, maybe a year in the making, and it's about human trafficking, right? It's going to premiere 8 o'clock tonight on a Thursday, say. YouTube fucked everything up, purposely, like shut it all down.
Right.
When she reposted it the next day, they took it off. Right? She had to like repost it like twice until it was up. Right? I found out this afterwards because I started, once something like that happens, I go, I want to have a look at this.
It's like the Tommy Robinson,
why is that happening?
you talk about I don't know whether you've seen it, the Panadrama, Tommy Robinson documentary. Now, whether you agree with Tommy Robinson or not, what they did to him
was wrong.
It's fucking worrying about what they can do. Like when
And
the BBC
what
is trying to
he
pick
did
someone up.
to the Panorama guy, what's his name?
Sweeney.
Sweet.
John
What he did
Sweeney.
with him is, well, what he exposed of him was worrying.
Yeah. So
Unbelievable.
But the lengths they're going to stitch people up.
basically this is on a similar sort of plane. So anyway, I watched this borderless anyway. This borderless is not one of those things that'll ever come up in your suggestions. Because
Really?
because they sort of like,
Yeah.
even though they
It's
don't
not algorithms,
deplatform
isn't it?
you,
Yeah.
even though they don't deplatform you, because YouTube haven't actually deplatformed
Yeah.
Tommy Robinson,
Yeah.
but they just don't make his videos
Yeah.
available.
Yeah,
He's not going to be in the
yeah.
algorithm,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
Right, in the algorithms, that's what it is. So like if I'm watching stuff about the swans and stuff, I'll get all that stuff come up in my
Agree,
suggestions, but I will never get any of that come up. Anyway, so this documentary called Borderless, so I watched it the other day. And bear in mind that she is an alt-right journal, so I think some of it, whereas I've seen, you know, like with the Panodrama thing, where they edited stuff to sort of make it look bad against Tommy Robinson, I think this works the other way as well. Obviously it does.
Yeah, of course it does.
So when I was watching it, I was bearing that in mind. So when she was like talking to migrants, if she talked to 1,000 migrants in a day, she took the 3 that said the things that she wanted them to.
Yeah, cool.
So I'm fully aware of that when I'm watching it, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't detract from the fact of what she finds out, right? It's fucking incredible. So she travels to originally to Turkey-Syrian border, where they have a lot of migrants coming over from Syria because of Syrian war and all that type of stuff. She go in there, she meets the Turkish locals that are living in that area. Well, they're fucking swamped. Like in Calais, you know, like you talked about with the Calais residents, a lot of them are boarded up their houses and just fucked off.
Yeah.
This is the same type of thing. She meets all them. So she she meets the migrants, they're waiting for human traffickers. She goes from Turkey to Greece, because obviously Greece, there's a place in Greece, it's an island just off of Greece, and it's just it's like the middle ground. They go there, and then
So there are people living there.
from there.
yeah,
That's
there's
the
no
worry,
people living
isn't it?
there. But what they find is, like, they go into these migrant camps, like these are proper migrant camps, like, you know, they've got shelters there and everything for them all. And the doctors that are working there, they're telling the migrants what to say to get them over into the next stage. So they're coming in, they're maybe 100% healthy, but they're not telling, they're saying, no, what you need to say is, right, you've got
Your leprosy.
cancer.
It's No Borders. It's a group we met in Calais.
Exactly,
called
Small Borders. Is it?
No Borders.
No Borders.
So
We met them in Calais.
So basically, what this Lauren Southern and her, who she's got with her, they catch a load of them on tape saying these things. Yeah. So then when she goes to Greece, she meets a human trafficker, but he's not saying he's a human trafficker.
Yeah.
Was it NGO? Is that right? Is that what it is? What's the
non-government official.
Right. So then.
So that could be Red Cross or any charity organisation.
So basically, it's all a big scam, isn't it? Like you
All
said,
the
there's no peasants crossing the
industry.
border. They've all got money. So all these people are saying, I paid 1,000, Chad dollars to get to this point, and then I've got to pay it. So she follows it from starts in Turkey, goes to Greece, goes to Morocco, goes to Spain, because apparently Spain now is where a lot of people are going, because there's is it called an enclave? Am I going to pronounce that right? Just off the coast of Spain, where a lot of people are going as like crossing over. It's quite interesting to watch, terrifying at the same time, to see. It's only about an hour long. It's well worth watching. It's called Borderless. But bear in mind that there is parts of it which I think, well, hang on.
Of course, it's going to be, it's biased. And
she's biased at it.
Everything's going to be, biased.
Well, one of Westy's mates, Emil Giesen, right, he's an investigative journalist now, isn't he? Left the Royal Marines. He's Syrian. And he did the trip from Syria to Calais.
So he did it as
he's
a
their
migrant.
equivalent to Trampface, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's just doing it.
He did the full journey, in fairness to him. He walked, and like...
Walked?
Yeah, walked, thumbed, this, that and the other, the same as a migrant would.
I can't get my daughter
And
to
he
walk
filmed it
on
all.
the shop.
Yeah.
And this fucker's gone from Syria to
Yeah.
fucking...
Just for shits and
driving
giggles.
bikes.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Fuck.
But it's an industry, and like
Yeah.
the guys on that night then when we got to Calais, the Sudanese guys, smartphones, right? And not just smartphones, they had data. Like one young guy, and he was a lovely young guy. He was a blessing. He was showing me videos of like some school in London.
Yeah,
some Finnish. It was like it was an ad. Yeah, it was an advert for some like school in London that he wanted to go to. A teenager, right?
Fuck.
Right, and bless him when he was showing me, like a young lad looking at his dream.
Yeah,
that's what he was like. Showing me.
He
was like, "Oh, Mr. Lee, this is my dream. I want to go to this school." And I mean, you can't help but feel for somebody like that. I mean,
but
whether he's a migrant or whether he's next to neighbour, right? But he had data on that phone, right? As did all the other guys on the campfire. So they had smartphones. They're living in the jungle in Calais.
What are they charging?
I'm not denying anyone a smartphone.
I'm not saying I can't find the charger.
It's a job of Paul now. You can put fucking plug sockets in the trees and all that.
I'm not saying they shouldn't have it, but I'm saying the reason that they've got smartphones and data is because they've got money.
Yeah.
You don't have that daily. You can't be showing me YouTube videos in a woodland in Calais on data unless you've got money. And the charging thing is, so every day they get fed. They get fed 2-3 meals a day from the charities.
How?
So it's a charity camp there.
Yeah.
They go there, they charge up the phones.
Yeah.
They got like a big van with electric sockets.
Yeah.
They go in, charge up the phones, get free meal, get some water. Whatever. Right. That's good for their human rights. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have that. I'm saying if you've come all the way from Central Africa to northern France, you can't claim to be an asylum seeker.
No, I totally agree. Because they get it.
If you go from Central Africa and land in Greece, you're an asylum seeker, you're a refugee.
You've left because that country is inhospitable.
And the first safe country you get to, you're like, wow, I'm happy.
That's where we make home, innit?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't cross many borders.
You don't sit in a woodland in France purposely being homeless with a smartphone with data on, claiming to be a refugee or
watching YouTube about some fucking finishing school in Knightsbridge.
But this is the thing, like it is a reason why they want to come here, isn't it?
We have a support mechanism in the UK.
Yeah.
So they all want to come to the UK.
Yeah.
A, for benefits.
Yeah.
B, for the fact that they've got a lot of family.
Yeah.
A lot of family
Really?
here. Oh, so the families here sponsor a lot of the people coming across.
Yeah.
So, for example, a car wash now, hand car wash in
Arvold, yes,
Arvold,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Massive money.
Do you think so?
Oh.
I suppose it is, yeah.
Massive money. £5 every
Yeah.
car, 10 cars an hour, right?
Yeah.
Maybe 100 cars an hour, whatever it is, right? Cash. How much that's declared? Zero, right?
Because that is right, the one in the Arvold, isn't it?
But there's a few in the
How
Arvold, isn't it?
fucking much money is...
All these hand car washes.
Technically a chain gang working there.
Yeah. All these car washes, right, are run by criminal gangs.
Right.
And that's a fact. Friends of mine in the police have told me that, right? And it's a fact, right?
Even the ones in Swansea and that.
Yeah. Well, a few of them are covers for drugs.
Right.
So they'll run a cash business. So they've got cash then going through the books.
Yeah.
But that's a cover for drugs.
Yeah.
So,
like Walter White, isn't it?
So you pay your money in from drugs, but hiding it as car washes and valets and cans of coke through your vending machine, whatever. Bollocks. Anyway, that money then goes to pay to the traffickers to get your niece, your son, your brother-in-law, your nephew across from Sudan, from Syria, whatever, across to Calais. So a lot of people have got the money before they start.
Yeah.
A lot of them who haven't got it get it from the UK. So the UK side, they pay the traffickers from this side to get them from where they're coming from to where they got to go to. So the money comes either from the UK or from...
But they got these dreams of this finishing school in fucking Kensington, and he ends up washing fucking my Focus, which I just had back from Deno. And
I'm surprised to see it driving.
Yeah, honestly, it was off the road for a year and 2 months, right? It was out here. Basically, I thought the timing belt had gone, and my man said the timing belt's gone. Fucked. There was smoke coming out the fan, right? I got to the Dockers. I had to fucking push it home, right? There was smoke coming inside the car.
Because it's all uphill from the Dockers.
It was don't forget, it was like I fucking goes out with Dawn and everyone in Portland knows me. Everyone was out with me, like Rocky when he had the kids chasing him in Rocky 2. That's what it was basically like, pushing my car up the hill by the Dockers. The car was off the road for fucking a year, right? It was fungus growing in my car. It was mushrooms. I'm not even joking, right? Fungus was growing in my car. Took it up to Dano's. Dano went, pity to scrap it. He said, Dano, I'll get it back on the road. Back on the road, mate. It's outside the house. Only problem is, It was awful for so long. There's ants living in my car. Genuine now. I don't know where they're coming from. I'm scared to find them. Though I've been putting ant traps in my car and all that. I'm scared to have a chip butty in case fucking one of them just walks along the top of it. It's a fucking nightmare. It's fucking horrific. So I took it up the Harwood car wash, run by these fucking Eastern European criminal gangsters. Yeah. They told me to fuck off. They wouldn't clean it. So it's fucking devastating. Won't be Anna like bubbles up to Her Majesty's Customs and Excise.
He's such a tired cunt, right? Before I was over there, this is years and years ago, right? Till he may have been small, she may not even been born, right? He was driving up the road with his full beams on, right? I goes, Pad, you got your full beams on? He said, yeah, I got my full beams on because I got no headlights. There's normal headlights where we're working. He was just driving everywhere with his full beams on.
But it was alright. Anger. It was alright. So we went to IKEA one day and I had to drive on the motorway with full beams. Everyone's like, everyone's like, look at it, the full beam! 47 miles, eh? And I'm on scene, drive 50 miles, everyone's flashed me by the car.
And you probably got, even though they can't hear you, probably go, I know!
Yeah, no, after the 60th one, by the time you get to track, I'll be, I fucking know! Full beam. It's that or nothing, you fucking idiot. It's that or nothing. Fuck off. So I got to get rid of the ants in my car, it's a nightmare.
Back in 2015, so we went to Calais twice. So we went there in 2015 for a whole week and then for 3 days this year. But when we were there in 2015, we met and we befriended some Syrians. Now these Syrians were very wealthy. There's a dentist there, there's a doctor there, there's a teacher there, there's a builder there. These guys were just swimming in money.
What, even like in the camp?
So these guys, they
had their own camp, self-sufficient, they had their own food, they were selling mobile phones on the street.
We walked past, we're like, guys, come and join us. And they didn't know from Adam.
Yeah.
We're like, what do you mean? What's this
Justin
hospitality about?
Never.
But the Muslim way, in fairness, right, the Muslim way is if somebody comes to you, we didn't go there looking for help.
Of course, yeah.
Or did we say about having a bed, didn't we? Yeah, that's right, yeah. So we went there looking for maybe a bed space for a night, right? Not that we needed one, but we pretended we did. If you go looking to a Muslim for help, they feel they have to offer you...
It's by the...
Really? That's part of religion?
They have to offer you refuge, right? Yeah. So the next night we went back then, stayed with them, right? And 2 or 3 of their clan were making a crossing that night. But it was unsuccessful. They got gassed, right? They come back, fucking tears streaming, right? As if they'd been dunking apples in Raljacks, right? And we had their bed spaces. They're like, them white guys, they're no bed, whatever. We need to get bed. Sorry, they're no guests.
No.
We cannot. We sleep on the steps of a church we were, right? Yeah. It was lined with mattresses and fucking pillows and quilts. It's fucking boiling, right? Yeah. There's a kitchen set at one end, right? And like they wouldn't move us. They were like, no, they're our guests. They've come here looking for help off us. We cannot move them. Don't you dare tell us. It was so surreal, wasn't it? You took photographs, didn't you? I was like, I was pushing Zeds out, right? Yeah. I was fucking gone. I had 3 cans or whatever inside. I was gone.
But they had guys turning up. So obviously there's a central meeting point. They get told, right, if you make the crossing, if you make it to Calais, go and meet the guys here at this church on doorsteps. Like guys run up with the old
travel cases.
Trolleys, travel. From an airport. They were turning up from an airport. And they were turning away. And the guy I sat there and waited. Sort of looking, and he was like, no. And I could see the guy looking at our white faces, going as if to say,
why are they there?
Yeah. And the guy was like, no, they are our guests. They're here to stay. So
which ties in with that. Is it Luttrell? That the book and the film about the US Ranger.
He was
SEAL as he gets caught in Afghan.
Marcus Luttrell.
Survivor.
Yeah. And
because they helped him, didn't they?
Yeah. So the camp warlord or camp fucking mayor, whatever they are.
Elder.
He goes there. He's in trouble. Even though he's enemy.
Yeah.
Well, he's come here. He's obviously cut his leg, for example. Yeah. He needs our help. We must take him under our wing. And that's the film and the book is all about, isn't it? And they do. Yeah. And like the Taliban go there, we want we want that guy. Oh no, he's come here. We're looking after him, and they didn't release him, did they? They didn't give him over to the.
Right. Yeah.
So it's mad. It's absolutely mad. So but we've seen it firsthand where we are.
It's a weird place.
It's weird.
Depending on what, like you said earlier about Northern Southern, and you read the left part of the media. they're all amazing in this camp. You read the right part of the media, they're all scumbags and they shouldn't come here.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
Yeah,
Everyone with half a common
it's
sense.
in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. But the problem is, you've got how many millions of people just go out by the Sun, read what they see in the Sun, where they got
Taking
fucking
as gospel.
Danny Baker with a fucking.
And the problem, I mean, you got to look at it like we would do as normal, I mean, sensible people is, look, in that camp, there are some horrible people.
Yeah, of course.
There's some people who would bring a lot of worth to this country. Unfortunately, and we made a lot of friends with other men. I'm like, do you know what? These people would bring something to our country. They'd be welcome. But unfortunately, the world has to live by rules. I'd love to go and live in a penthouse in New York. Unfortunately, I can't just go and demand that.
Yeah.
I've got to go by the correct channels and work towards it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, you can't just turn up in Calais and go, oh, I want to go and live in England. As much as you might do well in England and bring worth to a country, you've got to go through the correct channels of it. And that's why, despite the good people we met then, and the nice, the good, I mean, the friendly and, I mean, great people, some of them, you can't just do it illegally. If you want to come to the UK, you've got to do it through the correct means. Because otherwise, what's law and order? If everyone can just do what they want.
Because we are a little tiny island at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we can't just, and we are, our grandparents, like my father and Donna's old man, the old fashioned, they fucking shut the borders, let's fucking have it right. That's not right either. But as you said, you can't just let everyone in.
I know. However, it is quite easy to get in, as we found out.
Right.
All needs a 9-foot rib.
So,
and a 10-horse engine.
Let's get to the really most ridiculous part of this all.
And it is fucking ridiculous.
Right.
It is.
Go on, I'll leave it to you.
Right, so we wanted a grand finale. So we building up, like from the start, everyone knows now that we crossed, we attempted a channel crossing. So from the start, we knew we were going to attempt it. Despite all the best advice from our friends, you cannot go across that English Channel in a fucking dinghy. You're going to die in the dark.
Hey, the way I see it, David Williams fucking swam it.
Yeah.
So you've got a head start on him, sure.
With support though. With support.
Yeah. And training.
Yeah.
The busiest shipping
and he
in the world.
He hadn't been on the piss homeless for 6 days in Paris. So we were like, right, it's going to happen.
Who had planned it then? This is what
we set it up, yeah. So we set up, so one of the guys, Nicky Honeyman, who we drove past in the car earlier,
Legion H.
So from the start, we're like, he's going to drive over.
How do we know Nicky then?
He's an old friend from
Nicky joined
the
the squad
reserves.
Right, they got
Because
he's leaving civil life
Joining
now
the
and
same
he's
time.
normal.
Yeah.
As normal as you can with Sean Kelly. If he's mates with Sean Kelly, he's seen more action than him to in Basra.
Sean Kelly gave him the time off to do it.
Yeah, Sean Kelly.
Like after he got nicked for it, he was like, I can't believe I give him the time off.
Sean Kelly used to make Escape like the Helmand Province. He's the only man, right? Everyone's off like fucking nut every week. Every week Sean Kelly would be fighting on the stairs in Escape. It was quite fucking disheartening, mind. You know what I mean? It's quite worrying. You've seen more action than Agent LaH has, let me tell you.
But Nicky isn't normal, let me tell you that now.
No, so we were like, right, so he got involved, we were like, right, so we're going to get to Calais, we're going to have a couple of nights with the migrants in the tents, we did with the Sudanese boys, and then we're going to just try and cross the channel in a dinghy. So Nicky was going to drive.
Hang on. Let's not just wash over the fucking... Like, just so people understand now, we talk about the English Channel now. We're not talking about
Calais to Kent.
Yeah, Calais to Kent.
So it was in the news, and this is why we chose it, because we struggled after the marathon one, as I said earlier, as an inspiration. What can we do something that's going to really be topical for people to get interested in, that's going to challenge us and give us something to look forward to? And then we went, right, and these boats, as you know, early in the year, the boats started coming over the night.
Yeah,
landing Kent, Iranian boats, we were like, boom. That's
with all these people dying on the beach, by the way.
Yeah, that's it. These people drowning or whatever, let's give it a go. Yeah. But we were like...
It's fucking ridiculous.
Right, so they're doing it, but they're well funded. Like I said, there's thousands of pounds in this, in
10
this
grand,
game.
10 grand per person normally.
So really?
Oh yeah, 10 grand. They got big boats, big engines.
How easy or hard is it to do it? And we'll come on to that later, but I was fully expecting us to get caught, within a couple of miles heading out. Anyway, so we were like, right, that's going to be a finale. So we kept it secret from everyone. We're like, this is Trampface, we're heading back to Calais, there's going to be a big reveal. Kept it secret. Obviously, close family and friends knew. Very much advising us not to do it.
Just before we go any further, You got another wife now, Mrs. What the fuck she say about us?
She loves Trampface, but she was like, "Are you sure, Paul?" She's like, "Please don't do this." I was like, "Okay, I got to do it." I said, "This is us, this is us." It's a bit different going to Helmand or Basra. Because like you're closer to home, it's not as dangerous. So, but she loves Trampface, right? She loves the mission. She loves Salute, and she asked me to marry her, right, 3 years ago.
Right.
So she knows them all about
Live on the wave.
right? So she is in massive support of me and of Westy.
And what do you do, like?
Yeah, she loves us both, right? So, and if it wasn't that way, then I probably wouldn't have married her.
Yeah,
so,
but
you know what I mean?
it's that.
She's our biggest supporter.
Yeah, we all got to appreciate our fucking women in our lives, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's it. What the fuck have we been doing the last week? There's no way I should be going across the other side of the world with fucking Westy and Rollo and fucking Denty. You know, but sometimes when things come up and your missus says, like, I knows I'm out of orders to go. I got a family. You can't really go to New York without them. It's fucking out of orders the other side of the world. But when your missus says, "Do you know what? No, even she said, no, sometimes."
Yeah,
She probably
Wouldn't have allowed it if she knew Westy was going.
Oh, no, this is the problem.
So we kept it quiet till the day before.
All week she was giving it the old, listen, it's a once in a chance lifetime, go enjoy, fucking do what you gotta do, we'll be able to come back, and I really fucking love you going. I said, Westy's going. She went like that, time to have a rethink. Right, genuine now. She got visions of Westy driving the plane. You know what I mean? I'm like Owling Man Murdoch hanging onto the side of the wing. She had second thoughts for the Wednesday night. Like, anyway,
let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right, so where were we? Go on.
Yeah, so we're like, right, we're going to do it, and it's topical, it's dangerous as toast. It's going to capture it, and we can keep it secret till the last moment. We had to, because if it got out, the border force would have pounced all over us. Pounced all over us. So we were like, right, let's do it. I think it was your idea, Paul's idea, I think, initially to do it, and I was like, that's mental. That is, a 9-foot dinghy across the English Channel, the busiest shipping lane in the world, with a single engine.
400 ships a day.
Yeah, let's do it.
Really?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
But what people got to understand is, what the average layman in the street wouldn't understand, I should imagine, is that people just think you're in a dinghy, you fucking see a big ship coming towards you, well, you just avoid the ship, but you've got to gauge how far away they are. Huh?
He's pitch black, you couldn't see the ship, all you can see is just like a white light.
Started a fucking night.
Yeah, and that white light doesn't really change size.
Even the video I saw of you crossing, there's more light in the video I saw than you would have been seeing at that time. Is that right to say?
Well,
we started in pitch black, they got light as we.
Did you see the first one where he's at the beach and Nicky pushed us off?
No, I haven't seen that one.
So when we got red light, we got Gary and we go in.
Right, I saw
that. Explain Gary now.
Right, go on. Leave it to it, sorry.
So we're like, right, so I was like, to beat London Marathon Trampface, we got to do it. We got to push it. And
up the ante, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not an 80 yet, right? There's reservations going.
Let's open the
life jacket each.
Should we take a vote on that?
Yeah, I was like, I know this is ridiculously dangerous, just because of there's no support. I mean, you can go across the channel and if you want to swim or whatever, but there's a support boat. Yeah. You get in trouble, they just pull you in and you're done. Like, we're going to do it in a dinghy, nobody knows our exact location, nobody knows where we are. If we capsize, we're bobbing around the English Channel in the pitch black, and that's it until it gets light or somebody fucking sees us or whatever. So we knew the dangers, but we were like, yeah, let's do it. So we get to Calais. We meet up with Agent LH, Nicky. So he come over with the boat. So he got delayed, didn't he? So we met him at like 9 o'clock, I think, at night.
Yeah, I supposed to have met him at like fucking 7 because you're going to leave Bristol at 2.
Yeah.
Turns up at +1 the fucking next morning.
I'm getting wrong. Like, Nicky, you know Nicky Anyman, do you?
He's
the funniest, loveliest
funniest bloke.
Right, most agreeable bloke you ever meet, but he's so unreliable, it's unbelievable. Why do we choose him?
He's like a fake Rolex.
He's the only idiot enough to do it. So yeah, he didn't turn up till like 1 o'clock in the morning. So me and him were just like being resting in a cemetery. Right? So we're like, oh, he's not turning up till like midnight.
Yeah.
ish. Let's go and lay down in the cemetery. Couldn't go to sleep because we're just thinking about what's ahead, isn't it? So eventually turns up. We jump over the wall. He's dressed up like a Frenchman, big cash, big beret on, a stripy t-shirt, right? And it was the morale. It was the morale we needed because we'd been awake for like 40 hours or something by this point, right?
We were going down and we seen him. He brought us right back up.
Yeah.
However, that was about to change. So he jumps in the van. So he's meant to drive us about how far down the coast?
But 30 clicks it was.
30 k's on the coast to like a launch point that we'd seen to launch the boat off. He was bringing the boat in the van.
Well, the launch point that we supposed to have done a recce of in the daylight.
Right.
But we didn't.
Yeah.
So we never got eyes on this fucking launch point.
We were just like, fuck it, we'll turn up and wing it.
Oh my God.
So he turns up with the boat and he's like, oh boys, before we go to the launch point, I got to find a garage for petrol. I'm like, oh, have you got enough to get back to Calais after you drop us off?
Yeah, it's like,
not for the van, for the boat. We're like, what do you mean for the boat? You not filled up the petrol tank for the boat? Oh no, not yet. It's 1:30 in the morning. Where are we going to, in rural France, where are we going to find a petrol station? So we finds one.
Finds one.
Right?
Yeah, it's just there.
Yeah, he jumps out.
Google it.
He jumps out, dressed as a Frenchman with his beret on and everything like this.
Moustache, beret, and a red and white striped fucking top, right? Honest to God, he had a fucking onion or garlic in the van as well. He had, right?
Pulls out these 2 fuel tanks. And one of them's full. Right? So Paul goes to him, Nicky, that one's already full. He said, yeah, that's full of diesel. So Paul's like, all right, is the boat engine diesel then? No, petrol. Ugh. So what are we doing with it? Oh, I'll empty that one into the van and then refill it full of petrol. Oh. But it's got diesel in it. Yeah, but I'll shake the drips out.
He's not
cross-contamination.
So this point was going right. This is mental enough as it is without all these extra dramas.
I didn't need this in my fucking on my conscious life.
So we're like, okay. So he fills one tank up with petrol, and then we're like, oh, have you got a funnel to pour that tank of diesel into the van? Good question. So he goes up to the because it's just the letterbox window of the garage. Because it's not open, you have to go up to the window and talk into it.
I guess that comes home from the rent. He wants a picky chocolate and they fucking will open the door like, Snickers and
get the wrong one. So he's going to alright love, have you got a funnel? And she's gone,
ask her for a fuel can, so she has to open the door.
And he's like, Le funnel.
Oh, for fuck's sake. So this guy's a fucking engineer.
In the end, he had to buy a 1.5 litre bottle of water.
Yeah.
Ditch it.
I do fucking wine.
Use my knife to cut it, and then use this bottom part of the water bottle as a funnel. This diesel going everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Spilling it. This woman's looking at the window going, what the fuck? There's some dressed up French bloke in some random van.
There's 2 tramps.
Yeah.
The 2 tramps in a dinghy.
Paul's looking at me going, oh my God, this
my fucking anxiety was going through the roof.
This is not a good start. So that's happening. So then he fills the van up, then refills this diesel tank with petrol.
After shaking the drips.
Yeah, right. So I'm just like, fuck. But only one of these tanks connects to the engine of the boat. Right? So we're like, right, Nicky, Paul says, Nicky, will that full tank that it's connected to get us all the way across the channel? He's like, don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake, he's supposed to be out fucking
we're like, Paul's like, I thought you were going to take it up last weekend and do a trip to test the mileage. Oh, I didn't have time.
Oh, no. See?
So what happens if that tank runs out in the middle of the channel? You'd have to cut the engine.
Away, wouldn't it?
You have to cut the engine, bobbing around in the channel, and refill it.
Yeah.
Bobbing around with...
Not just change the lines.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with all these tankers coming past and all that.
Yeah, like petrol fucking bouncing everywhere. We're just like, oh my God, this ain't going to go well, is it?
I think you haven't picked who like team coordinator wisely.
Yeah.
He speaks a good fucking...
He would charm. He should be a Ferrari salesman, do you mean?
Honest to God.
Yeah. You'll never end up with a Ferrari, but he'll sell you one.
So we said, right, we were doing Trampface this year. He was like, boys, whatever you do, I want a part of it. And then shouldn't do what we're doing. Right, you got to get me. I said, I would be like a Swiss watch. He said, I'll do this, I'll do that. All the promises in the sun, right?
Yeah.
You do fucking one of them.
Like you said, yeah. So
nicest bloke in the world.
So we eventually got to the slipway. It's pitch black, and then slipway. And there's a restaurant on the right and a house on the left. The restaurant's closed. We're open. There's no residency there. The house has got some low light on, cars there, so somebody is there, but they're in bed.
What's this? So, right on the course.
So it's like, a car park on the right, house on the left, and then there's a slipway, you go straight into the sea.
Imagine Verdi's slip.
I know exactly.
That's where we are,
perfect.
Right? So we're in the car park.
Bear in mind, you've got to find that. Finding that is like an achievement in itself. I'd have found the slipway and I found the slipway, I'm off home now. I'm driving the nearest Premier in Malay.
Gets better. Nicky gets the boat out. It's like a 9-foot dinghy now, but I mean, it's a substantial amount of air needs to go into it to inflate it. She's got an electric pump. Bear in mind, it's what, like 2:30 in the morning?
That's not quiet.
Yeah, something right.
Slow as fuck.
He pumps it in. You're like, oh my god, do you mean this? We ain't getting away with this, like. Pumps up one of the sections, pulls it out, totally deflates. You had it on the wrong valve. Oh my god. It took like 10 minutes to pump that one section up.
It's like Frank Spencer, this cunt.
Yeah, this guy's
it, right?
How the fuck did
I got a video.
Kelly give this fucking idiot the job?
He talks a good.
It's alright boys, I was on the wrong valve, it'll be sorted now.
Am I doing that?
Valve, shut up, you fucking numpty.
So now we're late, and it was freezing when I was on the course, right? I was shivering. I mean, we haven't eaten properly for 7 days.
Did he make sandwiches with it?
Did he fuck?
Just a fucking...
He brought a fucking...
Just a feather of onions on his neck.
He's finishing off a Whopper meal as he turns up. Oh, do you think they get any for you?
Exactly, yeah.
The fucking four pack and the fucking load of garlic, didn't he? Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, you got all the fancy dress gear, but so we pumped the boat up. Took about an hour, didn't it? And then we're like,
at least an hour.
We were setting off in an hour. It's like we ain't getting any sleep. We ain't getting any sleep. It's like 3 in the morning or something. Like, let's just chill out in the van for a bit. We did a bit of comedy. And he was like, boys, I think there's a car up there doing donuts. We're like, what's going on? Oh no, hang on, it's just a lighthouse. So,
there's a lighthouse, right, on this fucking
next one.
Oh my god, it's classic, right? Obviously, spinning around in it. Next thing you go, fuck, boys, we rumbled. Fuck, his headers coming. It's alright, it's just the lighthouse, right? It's like, say they're doing donuts. And it looked like they were fucking doing donuts, right?
Especially when you're delirious.
It's brilliant. But yeah, so literally, we finished doing the board at 3:30. We were like, fucking hell, Nicky, it's 3:30, mate. We setting off at 4:30. Sorry, boys, we've got plenty of time. Fucking hour.
Yeah.
Oh, right, let's just get in the van, try and warm up. We were fucking shivering. We were Baltic, right? We had to obviously get our minds in the game. Well, I did as well. Because I was driving this fucking boat. Thinking, right, we got this
22 miles across the channel.
Yeah. For me, that was a fucking major thing, right? And it is. Because I had my...
I've never driven a boat before.
Yeah. In Barry Butlins.
Right.
It cost you £1 for trying.
I'm expecting fucking Jacques Cousteau. I ends up in fucking there, someone grabbing his face.
Wesley's experiences on pedals down the fucking
board. Fuck's sake. What a fucking trio of twats.
Fuck. So he's like, boys, alright. He said, I'll show some cans around.
Cans!
Nicky.
You're a fucking idiot.
So
shut up.
We give him a can.
Nicky, a couple of cans.
Nicky had a fucking can, right?
Yeah.
You're like, Nick, you have a can, mate. You do your new like.
You gotta drive home this.
We need to get our eggs in the game.
On the ferry.
Mate, driving home from Calais, that's stressful enough for me, Alice. That's fucking great. In the middle of the fucking Calais countryside.
So we had an hour, right? Between 3:30, 4:30 to the alarm went off, right? So we literally just lied in the bed in the van, right? Either a converted camper van. It's a transit van.
Dictating who will.
Yeah.
Should we phone the missus
thinking,
like,
what the fuck are we doing? Like,
I
was just there going, what are we doing, man?
Yeah.
Westy's leaving the flat to Wolfie's family. Wolfie, who died upstairs, he's leaving all his will and testament to Wolfie's family.
It's only fair. It's only fair.
And only
John from the Morris is having his one box, and he 100%.
And only cold as well, right? You feel worse when we cold.
I know, I told him. If Natty likes just yesterday, fucking free.
Yeah, you've been there, Kill Park before. If you warm, you feel like a bit more secure and fuzzy.
So it basically conking on the boat, like that's a bad start, like.
So luckily, Westy managed to borrow 2 full dry suits, right, from work from us, right, which pretty much saved her life, right?
Who brought these over, Nicky?
So Nicky brought the dry suits.
That's thank fuck.
Right,
Nicky
at least you done one thing. Right?
And the boat and his bag to go to America the next day, right? That's another story.
Fuck's sake.
That'll wait 5 minutes. So anyway, so next thing, beep, 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 beep. Apples fall, alarm goes off. Right, let's get this fucking show on the road, boys. Gets up, dry suits on, whenever go outside, fucking boat, blah, blah. Next thing, hands on the boat. Fuck, wait. Headlights coming down the lane, down the slip. I said it, boys.
It's got to be the cops.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
We rumbled.
Like that time of the morning, why the fuck would a car be driving down to that slip? We were like, it's the cops, we're done.
Because we thought the noise from an hour ago.
Someone will probably up, innit?
The time the police
twat
got
running
there.
around dressed in a French costume with 2 tramps.
Yeah.
And half a tank of petrol. What the fuck?
Say that though, if we did ring your bell and tell them that, they go, shut up, you twats.
Yeah. Go like in the Gremlins when the police goes, what, there's little motherfuckers in the microwave with all that. Shut up, motherfucker.
Pretty sure there's no motherfuckers in Gremlins. But I got the feel we're talking about.
So anyway, next thing, we got, we fucked, boys. We like, in the van like that, as if, the van wasn't there. Next thing, this car pulled right down, drove past us, parked right on the water's edge. Well, the tide line, I should say, sorry. Because at this point, the tide was out. So Nicky also, right, going back a bit, Nicky checked the tide times. Yeah. Boys, he said, the tide is in, he said, it's fucking spot on for you, right?
He's a twat, this Nicky.
It's fucking spot on. You couldn't have any other way, he said. You're so lucky.
I wouldn't trust this twat with anything.
So when we was in the back of the van driving from the cemetery to thing, I thought, I'm just going to...
Driving from the cemetery.
I'm just going to fucking check this now, Nick, when did you check this fucking tide, mate? Oh, week last Thursday. I said, it's fucking low tide at 6:30 tomorrow morning, mate. I said, so we launched at fucking 5.
When we got up to take the boat down, the tide was fucking 300 metres away.
Honest to fucking
We had to carry a fucking boat with an engine in it, wasn't it? Honest to God, mate, right?
In the pitch dark.
You can't appreciate it. Pitch dark, right? In dry suits, not
a flat beach, no mind.
Shallow water and pebbles, carrying a boat with an heavy engine. Oh, we had to stop about 4 or 5 times to swap arms and I was knackered before we got to the boat. I was fucked.
It was like fucking US Navy SEALs fucking selection. We're gonna carry the boats.
Right.
So we got it there, and then the other big reveal was before we set off. I was like, right,
hang on, who were these guys with lights?
So fucking the car now stops on the fucking water's edge. We're like, fuck, there's no lights, there's no sirens. What the fuck is this? Looks over the fucking edge. 2 bloke, fucking open the boot, fucking shovels. Oh fuck! They come to batter us. They fucking digging like we're
They fucking digging like we're
It's just at 4 in the morning, for fuck's sake. You dig like we're, of course you do.
What do they say when it's walks past?
They didn't see us, so we were like
imagine their conversation when back home. So we were digging the lugworm. Next thing we saw 3 blokes in a fucking dinghy
creeping past us
because they wanted to say we were white. We were like, we seen 3 migrants with a dinghy. walking towards
it. 2 tramps and a guy dressed as fucking Pepe Le Pew carrying a fucking 1 litre engine.
3 of them pretending we hadn't seen them and they hadn't seen us, right? Yeah. So we right. So next thing they went on to the fucking beach. They fucking disappeared. They had torches on. We're like, right. I said, Nick, we gotta fucking go, mate. Be late now in like 2 hours, for example. We gotta go down the fucking beach because I wanted to set off in the dark. Because if they see you leaving the patrol boats,
of course, we
had to leave in the dark, and that was fucking rumbled. If the French catch you, they bring you back to the UK. Back to France. If the UK boats catch you, they take you back to the UK, which is fine. Fucking cup of tea on board, fucking donut, fucking bourbons, whatever. Boys, we gotta go. Next thing, fucking look at the tide, boys. It's fucking hell. It was like in fucking Dover.
Right.
And this fucking boat, even though it was a 9 foot, right?
Of course it's going to be
heavy. We had a 9 foot boat, which must have weighed 30 kilos, right?
Yeah.
We had a 10 horsepower engine, which must have weighed 25.
Yeah.
We had fucking 20 litres plus 10, with 30 litres, that's 30 kilos of fuel, right? We were dressed in fucking dry suits, right? SBS dry suits, which didn't give fucking no ventilation at all, right? Plus, we had Gary in the front. We'd go on to him now. He weighs a ton.
Yeah.
And then we had bits and bobs, right? must have been carrying 150, 200 kilos, right, in this boat. Fucking... we were fucking knackered, right? Get to the water's edge. So we said, right, come on, let's do a quick video. So we put Gary in between Westy and I.
We haven't explained Gary yet.
No, we haven't explained Gary.
So Nicky did a video, and then we jumped in the boat, and then we was on our way. So we'll go back a step now and discuss Gary, is it?
So a couple of days before setting off, and then we chatting like, all right, wouldn't it be funny if, like, throughout all this video, we have a blow-up doll that's Tramp 3. So when we're in Paris, we got this blow-up doll, we carry him around with us, do we? We're doing all the updates on Tramp 3, he says this, that and the other. So I tried to buy one from the joke shop in Barnstable.
Well, so where Gary comes from? Where does Gary come from originally?
Well, the Only Fools and Horses, isn't it?
Of course, yeah. So
then we were like, right.
Got the face of Gary from Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah,
Which
so
is
like,
one of the funniest Only Fools and Horses.
Oh,
yeah.
The
So
most
it's like,
legendary
right.
one. If your name's Gary,
Yeah.
you've got someone who's got no shouting Gary to at
So
least
like,
once.
so this bloke doll, let's dress it up like Gary from Only Fools and Horses, because we're crossing the channel. We knew we were. We couldn't tell people.
So in the story in Only Fools and Horses, he gets transported over.
By mistake.
Was it Antwerp back to...
Yeah.
It was Antwerp. I think it was Antwerp, Antwerp back to the UK, wasn't it?
No, it's Calais, isn't it?
No, I think it's Antwerp.
He gets
20 years before Calais Jungle.
He gets stuck in the back of the lorry. They try
to
bring back the
crates
swing.
on. He gets stuck on. He's like a Saudi.
Oh no, it might well be Calais because they done a baby.
They went to...
they went to Normandy.
No, they went to Normandy.
They went to fucking Normandy. It's Calais.
There's all Uncle Albert got all those.
They went,
We remember.
Faces on the shore, something's called that, because they all went to Normandy.
Uncle Albert be banging all the birds and they all had kids and all that. That's right.
People forget all that, see, about that episode,
Yeah.
because it's so famous for just being the episode Gary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we're like, let's get this bloke doll. Anyway, long story short, we failed to get one before going on Trampface. We're like, fuck.
Missed the fucking train.
We're like, we'll get one in Paris. Right, so
Oh,
we missed the bus. We missed the bus from Paris to Calais by walking around all the fancy dress shops, going, give us a blow-up doll that we can dress up as Gary. They didn't have any.
The stag and hen thing in Calais, in Paris doesn't exist.
Dog shit. No. So then we're like, right, what's the you try to get Kerry to send one over, and then the only other one was Nicky, wasn't it? So fair play, even though Nicky was the most unreliable ever, he brought over the blow-up doll, but he printed off a photo face of Gary from Only Fools and Horses, stuck it on him
and dressed him.
Hang on now. Can we not give Gary Nicky praise for getting the blow-up doll, but for getting the fucking diesel? You know what I mean? I love how all of a sudden now we make it out to be this fucking like animal from the 18. All of a sudden now he's like fucking Norman Schwarzkopf from the Gulf War, like organising everything. He got a blow-up doll, but he forgot the diesel.
But he's
a fucking idiot.
That's how he gets away with it, Pad, because he's so funny and he does shit like that. You then forget.
You come back in.
You then forget the stuff that he's messed up, whatever, because he's come through with the funny stuff.
Totally redeemed himself.
Half-wit, if you ask me.
Yeah. So we're on the beach now in Dover, France. Pitch black under red torchlight. Meet him, go in. Introduce you to Tramp 3, Gary. So that's it then. We jump in the dinghy, me, him and Gary, dressed up, face on him and everything, and that's it. We're out into the surf. And I'll be honest with you, right? We set off.
Right, so...
I'm in the Marines, man. I say I've been to war 4 times.
Yeah.
Jumped out of planes, right? Done a lot. That first 15-20 minutes of that journey, I absolutely shit myself.
So what are we aiming for?
So this is the thing that we said before, is like most travelling, we don't do research, we just wing it, and we got there, didn't we? And we knew roughly where we're going, but luckily...
Well, we thought Ed North. You're going to go to England,
and as Paul said to the police afterwards, on the Folkestone Kent coast, there's a big red mast.
Right,
you can see it from France.
Massive,
So we got on the course, we were like, was a big red mast over there?
Yeah.
So we just aimed for that.
But what about...
We didn't know what it was, but we just aimed for the big
clouds and shit like that and mist?
It was clear night, we were lucky.
What?
If the cloud had come down, we'd be fucked.
Because what I mean is, if you just keep bearing left, you're going to end up in Peru. You know what I mean? We're piling the bed and shit.
Well, it's warm there as well, right? It's warm
I think
there.
Nicky's fuel would have run out by fucking Peru. I mean, well, it would have probably run out by Portsmouth.
Unless we chucked a fucking line on that big container ship past us.
Yeah.
So we're aiming for the red light.
Red light.
This is the
yeah.
first 20
Red
minutes.
mast. So we were like, right, let's head for the red mast.
Solid plan.
And then we were like, if that
What
cuts
the
out,
fuck?
we'll just go north on the compass. Right.
Oh, we had a
Roughly.
couple.
On the A48 by Cardiff Airport, you've got them massive towers, the big masts next to the A48, going to Cardiff Airport. They're fucking huge.
Right, go on.
It's like 4 red dots going up.
I know what
Yeah,
you're
they're
saying.
fucking massive, right?
We could
It's
see
one of
it
them.
from the French coast.
There's one of them,
See it.
right? They telecommunication masts, right?
Right, okay.
So we now know that that's what the traffickers use as well. Because the chances of those other two, well, we'll come on to that in a minute, the chances of other people turning up within metres of us is so remote.
Of course, yeah.
We said, boys, see our red light?
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
But we
Go
had,
for it.
we had that initial surf and the swell, and like Paul was driving, I was sort of in the front trying to balance it and calm myself down. In fact, I'm on Royal Marine, it was like, yeah, but I'm usually on like an official boat, I mean, just fucking delivering me. I was like,
Is it rough? Rough?
It was, yeah.
Not as rough as by Butlins.
No? Really?
Well,
Genuine?
Yeah.
Honestly?
But I was hitting me, and the worst thing is it's pitch black. It's just like,
Of course, yeah.
I mean, you can't see anything, and every little wave, every little
You couldn't see the
movement,
swell either, see?
everything hits you. You're like, fuck, where's
So
that
you don't know
coming
if it's
in?
coming
It's
in.
like being
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
pitch
you
black.
can see it.
It's like standing in a pitch black room and somebody just standing and moving,
Oh,
moving
it's
you around.
exactly like Space Mountain in Disneyland.
Yeah,
It's Space Mountain. It's not actually a bad roller coaster, but it's pitch black, so your fucking head's got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So when you drop out,
yeah.
you
So when you
goes
think
up
it's
right
fucking really
throat.
bad, but it's pitch black. Anyway, carry on.
So we got past the initial swell, and it wasn't too bad, was it? In the middle of the channel, but it was boats everywhere. And I mean boats, I mean like fucking shipping containers and doing big boats.
Big old boats.
And like one of them was, we were looking left, and I was like, oh, there's lights over there, and you were like, and Paul was like, oh no, that's the coast. And I was
Right.
like, I don't think it's the coast, mate.
It's moving.
And yeah, and then next
That's
thing it was like,
moon. It's
yeah,
a space station.
it was exactly like that. Yeah. And next thing, wasn't it? We were just
It's
like,
on us.
fuck, it went like under meters between us. And we were like,
shit. Fucking hell.
because you just, with that small
went across the
light,
front,
you just
yeah.
couldn't see.
Yeah.
But don't forget, they are propellers, mind. Could easily drag you in, innit?
Yeah.
Like fucking Indiana Jones and Last Crusade when he's in Venice.
Yeah.
Fucking worrying, mind.
So we got across, and like all the videos out there, you can see us like coming across and a laugh.
Well, before we got across, mind, we passed a container ship, right, which
Right.
was fucking, it was like the Eiffel Tower, tall and long,
Course.
right? It was
Yeah,
massive,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And as we passed it, I heard, because a friend of mine, he lent me a radio, a
Right.
VHF, which I carried on my chest.
So there with the Spice Girls, two become one.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
wear it out.
yeah. We had a bit of Yaz as well.
Yeah.
And just in case it shit to the fan, right?
Yeah.
We could have called Mayday, right?
Right.
We had to have some sort of comfort zone, right? And that's kind of
Yeah.
the bargaining tool with my wife I had.
Mate.
I said, look,
Why don't you explain yourself? He's having a baguette.
Yeah. On the ferry.
He's having a flat jambon
he was
baguette.
fucking
You know what I
jambon,
mean?
fromage jambon.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Stella.
so I said to her, look, love, I said, we'll have life jackets, I said, and I'll have a VHF. I said, we'd be all right. She was like, oh, right, okay, you'll have a VHF.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds great. So she was happy with the fact that we had a
Course, yeah,
VHF.
yeah.
So anyway,
What's a VHF? Just
so a VHF is a radio which will tune to any frequency.
Walkie-talkie.
Right.
So walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
So you can set it to
Layman's
frequency.
terms.
Yeah.
So you can listen to French side, the British side.
So walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all the ships are all on channel 16, right? And if you get into trouble, you call Mayday,
Brilliant.
and it's in
Yeah.
channel. So next thing, we goes past this fucking ship that was as big as Eiffel Tower and as long as, and so all we heard was security, because they've all. We can't say why I know this,
Yeah.
but they've all been told to look out for little boats.
Not just you know, all the other fuckers that are coming back. and
Every
forth,
boat
Yeah.
that goes through the English Channel
Told to
have been
report,
told to look out for small boats, okay?
Okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
So they seen us,
Yeah.
we assume, because of that, and just as we pass this big ship, security, and then they give some coordinates, right? I didn't know, I could have looked at my watch, I got a good watch, but
Yeah.
I could look where we were. But I didn't bother. I thought, right, this is us rumbled. Great. We actually wanted to be caught.
Yeah.
It
We can have a lift.
adds to the
across,
story a bit more.
Yeah.
Get on board, whatever. Get him back to France, whatever, or get to the UK, fucking get whatever, right? But we didn't get picked up between there, then given the coordinates and where, because there's only like, one, maybe two cutters in the channel at one point.
Yeah.
British cutters. French, I don't know. They cover like 700 miles.
Right.
For them to get to us within that fucking 3 or 4 hour window, because they're covering a massive area, right? And I'll also go back about an hour into a conversation. You mentioned about the population of Calais, right?
Yeah.
So when we were there in 2015, there was about 2,500-3,000 migrants. Now there's about, I don't know, maybe 1,000, right?
Okay.
So the rest of them, they've dispersed up the French coast. So all the ports are under attack.
Unbelievable.
Right? So they're all looking at weak points in every port. And the traffickers are obviously making use of this and supplying dinghies in all these ports. Because the one they focus on mainly is Calais. So there was a boat picked up, I heard this in work 2 days ago, in Amsterdam, crossing from Amsterdam to fucking UK.
Right, okay, yeah.
And it was a southwesterly wind on this day.
Yeah.
We'd have gone to fucking Stockholm.
Unbelievable.
You wouldn't have been in fucking Dover.
Stockholm syndrome.
Right?
Yeah.
So they are literally going from like Brittany to fucking Holland, anywhere on that arc, trying to get to Kent. It's fucking madness, right?
Yeah.
But if you've got a powerful enough boat, you'll make it, right? So when we were there, as I say, every bugger was concentrating on Calais. There was like 2,000 to 3,000 people there, and the smugglers, they weren't really at the point. Since then, it's got massive. They spread out. They're saying, right, no, there's like say 200 people in, I don't know, fucking La Rochelle. La Rochelle, that's the West Coast. In Saint Malo, there's 200 in Saint Malo. They're all paying 10 grand each. It's a lot of fucking money.
Of course it is,
The high-powered speedboats. Yeah. So those two cutters that have to patrol that English Channel, they've got a massive area. Yeah, there's no air cover. Right, there's no air cover. They're looking at sonar only, right? So when they're looking at sonar, they're looking for boats crossing the channel. We were so small and the sea was so rough, they didn't even pick us up. Right? And that's why you cross in small dinghies. Because you're not picked up. They're looking for something bigger than 30 foot.
Of course, yeah.
C67.
Yeah.
So when we, later on, and I was later on in the story, but the immigration officer, he was senior, wasn't he? Senior immigration officer. Approached us and went, you two have just crossed the channel in that. We're like, yeah. He was like,
what are you referring to?
Well, it was actually like a rough night to do it. Like
he was
we started off.
He was like a sea state fucking 7. You've just come across from France on that. We're like, yeah. He couldn't believe it, wasn't he? He was absolutely fucking flabbergasted.
So hang on, right? So you jumped ahead. So you've crossed.
So we're through the channel now. We missed a few boats, and it started getting light. Then it was the videos you probably seen.
Yeah.
And that was massive morale, do you mean? Because the dark, it was horrible.
It
was horrible, mate. Because you just don't know, do you mean? You
couldn't see left or right.
around you, you can't see the swell. I mean, from as soon as the sun comes up, it's just morale.
Yeah.
You can see everything, and then we could see the white cliffs on the right, and then we sort of zoomed in on Folkestone, what we thought was Folkestone. So we had no direct bearing. Like, well, there's a town there, let's head for it, innit? So as we started closing in, we saw two cutters fly across the front of us, two immigration cutters, boats, and it's on the video. And we're like, oh, there's two cutters in front of us. Oh, we think they're immigration. We're going to try and avoid them. Little did we know these were reacting to an actual immigration landing. So we closed in, hit the beach, didn't we? Brilliant, man. What a feeling, man. We're like, even if something happens now, we've made it across the channel in a 9-foot dinghy.
Against all odds.
In the dark, got light. Start off in the dark with no support, with nobody knowing where we were, what we're doing. And Nicky, our old mate Nicky, he said when he was on the ferry, he was like, yeah, they'll be fine. He had a pint, and he said he was stood on the deck of the ferry looking over, going. And he looked at the swell and went, oh shit.
It's fucking rough.
And so like, he was smashing the
killed my
ferry.
mates, like.
Yeah, he was smashing the ferry around, and he was like, and he was trying to ring us. Obviously, no signal. Shit, they're dead. They're at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh. Do you know what Nicky would have done? Nothing to do with me, I didn't even go out there. He would have
Nicky was kidding.
Yeah, he would have not got him involved.
So we hit the beach. Brilliant, wasn't it? High fives. Fucking what an achievement, man. Brilliant. Yeah.
Crack the can.
Chuffed.
Yeah.
And like we said, we expected to be caught, but that would have been the story.
Yeah.
And we've made it now, and like, what a story that is. So, problem was,
Thank God for camera phones as well. Though,
Yeah.
So it adds to the, like, let's be honest, 20
we'd be in
years
jail. We would be in jail now for camera phones.
Do you think so? Yeah.
100% now,
Really?
I'm telling you, yeah.
They have saved
the story goes on now.
HMP
we
Kent.
would be in jail if it wasn't for camera phones.
Really?
So it, but the problem was when we landed there was a prom about 200 metres away.
Yeah.
A Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
And we had a fucking heavy boat.
Yeah.
And kid to track, right?
And just two of us.
And
with three of us.
And
Of course, yeah.
you could only drive to the hill another 200 metres above it. So it's a fucking epic. So after the high fives, we're like, we've got a bit of work to do. So deflated the boat.
Yeah.
Carried the engine up the beach, do we?
Of course, because
Carried
not
all
just
the kit.
finished. You've got
it
to
was
fucking...
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we were immigrants, we'd have just
ditched the boat.
legged it,
Right.
ran off.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what's coming after now, right? If they're trying to say, oh, we catch them, whatever, which they might have said, that's bollocks. Because if we were actual immigrants, we'd have hit the beach and legged it.
Yeah, they wouldn't
You're
have
not hanging
got it.
around for the boat.
No.
So we just collapsed the boat. Met Nicky, he come down. So we were there for about 45 minutes for me.
Yeah.
Right? 45 minutes chilling out, like, yeah, we're sound. Collapsed the boat, doing shuttle runs up and down the hill.
With a wheelbarrow off the council.
But yeah. So next thing, as we're doing it, is people walking past on the promenade. Oh yeah, how's it going? Give me say hello to everyone. Next thing, a couple of local bobbies walk past. Young one, like 21.
Yeah.
They'd just been sent down, didn't they? So, and they didn't do anything. They was, hi guys, how you doing? So, as Trampface, we didn't want to tell them straight away. We wanted to keep up the pretense. So they're like, oh, what are you up to, guys? So we're like, oh, we've just been out on the boat, just spinning around, seeing what's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, for the story.
Gauge what they
Yeah.
think.
They're like, all right, oh yeah. And they were like, oh yeah, a nice day for it. Yeah, playing along. And Nicky, we all know Nicky, field tanks.
Why am I going to know
He parked up the top, right? He borrowed a wheelbarrow off like a couple of council gardeners
Yeah.
to help us genius really, to
Yeah,
help us
of
cart
course.
the stuff up and down the hill. So as these two coppers are questioning me and him about how we've just come ashore on a dinghy in southern England, Nicky walks past in his French gear, right at the very end, goes, I speak no English!
Oh, he's a fucking arse, isn't he? He is a fucking absolute fucking numpty.
These coppers are like that, straight on the radio, fucking, right?
I don't know, he dropped us in it. didn't he?
Fucking mayday, mayday.
my
Right.
God.
I'm speaking of the English, right? We're like,
Fuck's sake.
Next thing, I'd say 30 people.
Yeah.
30 people from the National Crime Agency, which is like our version of the FBI.
Right?
Immigration, Border Force, the local police, wasn't it? They all
White
piled
white shirts and fucking high-vis jackets everywhere.
Never.
Honest to God.
All
I thought
over
it was
us.
back in Paris.
right? So we said because we done nothing illegal, right? Now, believe it or not, we done nothing legal. We had British passports on us, we're British citizens, we're on a boat in the English Channel, we're not carrying any goods, any people, we've done nothing wrong.
Apart from
And we
Gary.
knew
Yeah,
that,
apart from
right?
Gary, yeah.
So they're trying to question
Nicky
us.
England's soul.
They're trying to question us, so we're like just winding them up and having a laugh, just like, not answering their questions properly because we knew we'd done nothing wrong. Little did we know, by a ridiculous coincidence, 5 minutes before we landed, those two cutters that we saw coming across us were reacting because an actual migrant boat had landed.
What, two?
Yeah, two of Iranian migrants,
Yeah.
masterminded by 3 ex-military blokes.
Oh, no.
And they're looking at a Royal Marine
Yeah.
and 2 ex-military blokes.
Oh, for fuck's
So it does
sake.
get worse, right?
Right.
So the
So
two...
we didn't know this at this point. So when they questioned us on the beach, they kept us on the beach for 2 hours, right? 2 hours. I was fucking freezing, man.
Yeah.
I was shivering, right? Shivering like fuck, going, what's going on? But we're still pissing about. But we didn't know that this had happened on the coast. So we're still like laughing, joking, going, oh, well, they're just going to ask a couple of questions. We've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
And we're going to go on our way. And it started going on and on and on. And then eventually they were like, yeah, you are now under arrest on suspicion of human trafficking.
20 past 10.
Cuffs came out.
No. Don't tell me they cuffed Nicky.
Oh. Nicky.
Well deserved. Yeah. That's fucking
listen to this.
No way to keep that idiot, because if we walk with him, we won't be in this mess.
Nicky's at the top of the hill, right?
With his wheelbarrow and his hand around his neck.
He says to the cop, I'm feeling pretty cold, mate. Can I put my hat on? Right? The cop goes, yeah. And he puts the French berry on. The cop was like, mate, fucking take that off.
That was not the time.
And the moustache you put on.
No.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, for fuck's
The cop was like, take that off, you can't get nicked in that.
So full on handcuffed like now.
Yeah. Oh, handcuffed in my back, led to a car, in the car, gone. Right?
Oh,
and
at the time, were you probably still thinking, laughing at you?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So what happened
we knew nothing about
and
this.
Yeah, of course.
This thing
right.
of course. So we're thinking they're going to ask us a couple of questions.
Yeah, they're trying to
I've shown the videos of us being fucking dickheads in France and crossing the channel. It's done, isn't it? Done deal. We didn't know about the actual boats landing. Those cops are idiots, weren't they? They're trying to question.
Oh, they were the idiots.
Oh yeah, I think I know who the idiot is. I didn't see that either.
But this one of them, he's ex-forces, and he's like trying to catch us out when he is like pretending that we like Walter Mitty.
He was a prick.
Oh right,
That we're in the forces.
prick.
So he's asking me all these questions. He's like, "Oh, where are you based? Give me the answer. What's your service number? Give me the answer. What's the marksmanship principles?" Right? It's just like
How you fire a weapon, basically.
Yeah. So I gave him like 3 of them, and I went, "Oh, there's one left though. You must know it if you were in the forces." He didn't know it.
Right. Okay.
Right? Wasn't he? And he was just a bellend. And then one of them's like, "So you said you flew into Paris? You said you flew into Paris at the start of this charity mission." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, because I gave him a passport." He's like, "Well, I can't see a stamp for Paris in your passport." I was like,
"Fuck, we're not 1973."
"Yeah, you don't get a stamp for flying into an EU country." And he's like, "What?" I went, "I said you don't get a stamp in your passport for flying into EU country."
Stamp, America.
Clueless.
Yeah.
And then Paul had his dry suit on, identical to mine. I'd already taken mine off. And then the female cop came up and she went, "Right, I'm confused now. You're saying you two have just come across the channel.
Yeah.
He's got a dry suit on, which is soaking wet. You're like dressed in jeans and your Rodney fucking camel jacket and you're bone dry." I was like, "What? Do you mean that identical dry suit that he's wearing is next to me that I've just taken off?" She's like, "Oh,
They were thick as toast.
oh yeah."
All trying to
It was an absolute shambles, mate.
Yeah. All trying to give it a big.
But straight back to the neck. Arrested on suspicion of human trafficking. That's 10 years in jail.
Really.
Yeah. Locked up, haven't we?
Same cell.
No, fucking hell, no.
Oh no. Of
Well,
course.
right, so just going back slightly as well, right? So in our last day in Calais, right, we were in this camp
We've gone that far back.
where we'd slept. Now, right,
This is before we met the
Yeah.
village.
Oh, no, yeah, it is,
the
yeah.
night before, right? So we went back there because we knew we were crossing this night with Nicky.
Yeah.
So we thought, right, what we should do this afternoon? Oh, let's go and see the boys in the Sudan fucking camp. Goes there, there's like 1 or 2 of them there. Gets there, sits down, whatever. Oh, they like, "Boys, let's have a fire." So, in fairness, so we sat down. Right, let's get a fire going. Fucking great hosts. And sat talking to this one lad, fucking call him Dave, whatever. And next thing, Dave says,
Big Dave from Sudan.
Big Dave from Sudan.
Popular name in Sudan.
He said, boys, I crossed tonight, right? And he put his hands in the air.
Yeah.
He said, "I crossed tonight." We're like, "Oh, right, okay, yeah." We didn't tell we were fucking crossing that night, obviously.
Yeah.
"Oh, right, oh, mate, that's great news, whatever." So the next day now, we're thinking, "Oh, fuck." So what happened was, right, two boats washed up in fucking Dover, right, with 8 migrants on each, right? 8 had done a runner, and 8 stayed on the beach, went in silver blankets and a fucking cup of tea, right? We were like, "Oh, fuck." Imagine we see fucking Dave in the fucking...
And the waves still say.
in the front.
Yeah. I know these.
So we say now we know fucking nobody in France. The next thing, "Hello, Mr. Lee.
No.
Hello, Mr. Lee. Mr. Paul. Hey, Nicky." Yeah, oh my
Yeah,
God.
they sleep on steps of my
fuck.
church.
Oh, imagine this now. Oh my God, fucking hell, here we go. And then we're also thinking, your mobile phone as a signal, a track, yeah. So they confiscated our phones, right? Weirdly, we both had 2 phones in us, right? Because we both changed contracts in the same week, right?
Oh, this sounds dodgy straight away.
And I had an iPad on me for doing the updates as well, right? They're like, they can fucking zone into us to the meter, right? We're like, oh, fuck, imagine those Iranians now, we're fucking in the next tent to us. We're like, oh my god, we fucked you.
It's like
we bought a new phone. By the 2 weeks before, we bought a brand new phone on the same day. And the day we did the crossing, the cleaner in McDonald's broke my old phone, so I swapped my SIM card into my new phone. So that we go in this bloke's swapped a SIM card on the day that he's crossed the channel. We just like they both bought new phones 2 weeks ago on the same day.
It's like this.
But the migrants are so close now together in Calais, right? It's a small camp, it's tiny, right?
Yeah.
We would have been within 100 metres of these Iranians, right? And if they say, oh boys, look, this is just too much of a
coincidental,
It's boys, it's too much, sorry, you're going down. They'll be like, oh fuck.
However,
oh my god.
However, then I'm in the cell for like 12 hours, right? And I'm meant to be flying the next morning to go and see my daughter in America. And I don't give a fuck about the charges there. I'm going, the longer they keep me in here, the less chances I'm going to make that flight. Because Nicky, who came to pick us up, he had my luggage in there.
Right.
He was going to drop me to Heathrow after we landed on the beach. He was going to drop me Heathrow hotel, night in the hotel, and I was going to fly to the States the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the longer I stay in this cell, the less chance I'm going to get flight States. So anyway, they dragged me out for 12 hours, right, interview. So I'm like, right, get my phone out.
Yeah.
I said, there's videos on there of me and him, right, pissing about in Paris for a week, right, getting gassed, sleeping in bushes. I said, there's a video of us setting off. There's a video of us in the channel. There's about 4 videos of us in the channel. There's videos of us landing.
Yeah.
There's just me and him on the boat. There's nobody else. They're like, okay, well, all right, let's play the videos. So they're like, for the benefit of the tape, we're going to now...
This is like in an interview room, like...
Yeah. For the benefit of the tape,
yeah.
in a full-on national crime agency, it was 2 NCA investigators there, and me and a solicitor. For the benefit of the tape, we're going to play the videos from Mr. West, and we're going to narrate them. You press play. First up is me going, Jono!
We call each other
Jono. And then he's like, I can see somebody else in the boat, Mr. West. I'm like, oh, that's Gary. For fuck's sake. They're like, who the fuck's Gary? I'm like, well, you've seen, this is like an official NC interview. I'm like, you've seen Only Fools and Horses, haven't you? And they're like looking at me and going, Gary!
Like they're the twats. Like.
Yeah.
See that,
like, they're going, it's Gary! So I had to explain like the full Gary thing. So it was a blow up. They were watching a video of me. They were watching me with my arm around a blow up doll with the picture of Gary on his face. And it's me going, alright Gary, welcome to your new home, good buddy, England!
What's your solicitor saying at this time, look?
The solicitor didn't say a word from the start to the finish. He just sat there.
He couldn't. He fucking got
the solicitor's texted his
he
boss
didn't
again.
need to.
I quit.
In his 40 years, he'd never seen so much fucking chaos in his life.
At the end of it, he went, the only thing he said at the end of it, he went, in my 40 years of being a solicitor, I have never seen something as bizarre as this. But it was so blatantly obvious that we weren't human traffickers, right?
Yeah, but it's obvious to us.
But by the end of it, right, it was brilliant. So they're watching all the videos of me, him, right, fucking Gary.
Who said fuck all?
Yeah.
Hello, Gary.
Yeah. You can trust Gary.
Yeah. He's no Henry O'Gallagher.
He's no Nicky Anyman.
Yeah. But by the last one, like the bloke's going, right, okay, so I can see Mr. Dwyer driving the boat. They seem to be in the middle of the channel. I can see Mr. West, he's got his arm around Gary. They were talking about him as if he was like a real person. It was brilliant. And the female, she was just looking at me laughing. And like towards the end, she was like, so the night before you made the crossing, you posted a video on Facebook saying you're going to meet Agent
Oh my God. It's the fucking halfway.
Agent LaH and Agent G. She's like, can you explain who they are? I was like, well, Agent LaH is the guy you got in the cell next to me.
Hang on.
Nick
Did you
Gilligan.
get arrested as well?
And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, Agent G is Gary. And I was like, if I was an actual international human trafficker, do you think I'd be posting videos on Facebook? I'm off to meet Agent G on the beach across the channel.
For fuck's sake.
Fair play, she was looking at me as if to say, I know, but I still have to ask the question.
Yeah. So, did Nicky get... What happened with Nicky?
We all got nicked.
Right.
So we're all banged up for, it's like 18 hours in the end, wasn't it? 18 hours. I missed my flight to America.
Right.
Released us at, what was it? 4 o'clock?
4 o'clock. Yeah. And we got the 4:22 train back to London.
What, him straight as soon as he was out of there?
Well, so we were told in the station, yeah, guys, we'll sort you out with transport back home, blah, blah, get your kit back and things. So next time we're in the release cell, whatever it's called. I said, right, how are we going to get home? Oh, that's up to you. I said, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You've taken everything off us.
I know, we haven't done it.
You've got to make your own way home. Well, I said, we've got no money.
Yeah.
We've got no car. Nicky's van was impounded. His boat was impounded. So we had no means of transport, right?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you've been arrested. You're, you're criminals. You've got to make your own way home. Hang on, no. We're innocent until proven guilty, mind. I said.
Yeah.
You know, you said you're going
to
get us
under
home.
investigation.
Right, okay.
Can you afford to get home? I said, no, not really, I said.
Yeah.
And he must have said the same, and Nicky said the same, right? So next thing, we all got checked out with 3 rail warrants. So we all must have said the same, we couldn't afford to pay our way home.
Yeah.
Which is right.
No,
we should
of
be paid
course,
200 quid to get home from the fucking custody. Last minute, right, from Kent to Swansea. What's that going to cost you?
Fortune.
Oh, stupid money. So next thing, we get to the train, jumps in the train from Folkestone to London, and then London to Swansea. However,
that must be the train journey from hell.
And the beauty is, like, so when Nicky set us off in the boat, right, so, like, on the slip, he set us off in the boat before getting the ferry back. Fair play to him, he walked out, we had dry suits on, he walked out in his like jeans or whatever he had on trainers, right, so he was soaked up to the hips. And when we got on the boat, I was like, I hope he's got spare clothes. Of course. So when he got back there, he had like some scruffy tracksuit bottoms, odd socks and slip-ons. Right. So he's gone on the ferry.
Sliders.
He's got a pair of Havanas.
Sliders,
so he's got arrested.
And a shirt.
And these little bobbled fucking tracksuits, odd socks and sliders. So he got arrested them. So we had to get a train all the way back from Folkestone to Swansea with these odd socks and sliders on.
Was that the worst journey ever?
Oh, we didn't fucking laugh, right? So,
I mean, it was different. I mean, I was still laughing, and it was brilliant, wasn't it? Laughing and taking a piss on everything. But
you were pissed off.
For me, I was like, I'd missed my flight to America, see my little one.
Yeah.
And so it was hard in one way, but we did have a laugh, to me.
So driving home now, right? So Nicky, on the train, Nicky was like, boys, did they ask you this question? I was like, no, Nick, no. Oh, well, they asked me, and I told them this, right? And he was like, 2 minutes later.
Well, you know Luke, didn't you?
Yeah, of course.
You do, Luke. Yeah. So originally Luke was going to come in on this and help Nicky bring the boat over to us.
Yeah.
Right?
That would have been as bad an idea as it was.
Yeah. Luckily, because Luke's got a lot going on, I mean, we were like, right, let's just let him out of it, I mean, whatever. So when he requested, so when we're on the train back, Nicky's like, so did you tell him about, like, Luke and that? And we're like, no. Oh no, like, did you? Well, it's like...
he said things like, Nick, there's a fucking, there's like agreement, like an unwritten rule, don't these things.
Yeah, there's a written agreement, like, don't be an idiot.
And then, like, the guys with the head torches on the beach.
Yeah.
It didn't come up. And then he was like, did you tell him about the guys with the head torches on the beach? We were like, no. Oh, I did.
He was
like,
when a chunk gets
Chunk,
yeah,
exactly.
Okay,
And that's what we done.
you think how many?
The
Okay,
whole way back, you were like Chunk from the fucking Goonies.
okay, Michael Jackson didn't come my house.
And they asked me about the guys, and the head torches.
Oh, where was that? I threw my sister down the stairs. I blamed it on the dog.
So by the time you got
Chunk now, that's what we call him.
Chunk animal.
by the time you
Oh, where
got
was
Swindon,
that? I threw my sister down the stairs. I blamed it on the dog.
yeah. By the time you got to Swindon, right, he was fucking Chunk, and he'd said so much. You're like, Nick, what the fuck
Everything
are
he
you
said was
doing?
like, no, we didn't tell him that. He told him everything.
Didn't tell him.
Without him even asking, I was like, you weren't even involved in the actual crossing, and you've told them more information than we have.
So it turned up from like him being really pissed off to a fucking right laugh, didn't it? We're like, you could not laugh.
Oh, fuck
it was
no.
so funny, right? Because Chunk was there. Oh my god, it was fucking brilliant. He is Chunk now from forever.
100%,
Right?
Chunk. I can't wait to meet him. Chunk's coming on next week.
So we
Give his
He's
story.
brilliant, mate. He's brilliant.
Well-
However, we then get home, didn't we? So we didn't get all the way to Swansea because I'd left my van in Bristol in the Romneys Reserve. Anyway, long story. So I was like, right, let's go and get my van and then I'll drive us all back to Swansea and drop you off. It'd be easier as well, rather than getting a train and then get a lift. So drop Paul off first. His missus come running out going, Nicky's missus has just told me that their house has been raided by the police.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fuck's sake.
And I was like, fuck. So she's like, at the Paul, we're expecting it. All right. So I dropped Nicky off. Louise came out. His missus go, yeah, they came here. But luckily, they sat outside the house and waited for her to come back from the school run. So they turned up, nobody was in, and they sat there and waited.
Instead of putting the door down.
Yeah. She came back and then let him in. I got home. They hadn't waited for me. Fucking my two front doors, boom, fucking both through.
A dead body out the back.
Yeah, Wolfie's still there. Wolfie's there covered in fungus.
They took Wolfie's passport.
How do you explain that? Like,
They took Wolfie's passport. I still got it on my house, haven't I?
for fuck's sake, innit?
Kept it as a memento.
Yeah. But they're like, who's this guy?
They're like, why have you got this other bloke's fucking passport?
Oh, I love him. Fuck, you passed
So
away
they
2
took
months ago.
that,
He
right?
buried out the back of the mornings.
It took all my copies of Trampface,
What?
bagged them up.
Yeah.
Took anything in my house with Trampface written on it. They took. There was a carpet. Remember the heist opening. I gave it like a cardboard check to salute.
That's right, yeah.
They fucking took it as evidence.
Jesus Christ.
Folded it up, put it in a bag.
Yeah.
Absolutely ransacked my house. I got home, 2 front doors smashed in. I was like,
What? And they'd all gone, just left the house as it was?
yeah, gone. Yeah.
See, now, lock the fucking door behind it if you're going to smash the fucking house up. Do you know what I mean? A little bit of respect would have probably gone along.
Yeah.
So you get home, do a fucking ransack.
And you've got to
just
sort
smashed
the
the
door
fucking
out.
bits.
Yeah, you know.
It took my laptops. So, you mean,
Is there anyone who complained?
it took like my old Nokia that I had in 1999 or something. You mean I was like, what are you doing, man?
So do you complain about that then, or do you just...
I'm still trying to get them to pay for the doors.
That's fucking unbelievable, man.
It's not surprising, is it?
Yeah. Did anyone else get busted?
He was the one that didn't get fucking done.
So Nicky got, well, not busted, but
Yeah,
took
they
his
went in when
kids'
Louise came home.
laptops, blah blah blah.
I just told them, and they
Fucking turned him over, and then we had the laptops, iPads, and things, phones piled up on the table,
Yeah. Well, ready to go, like.
waiting for the knock.
Yeah.
Fuck all came. Again, this is weird. So my wife went that night to Cardiff on a Hendo for 2 nights.
Yeah.
So that day, that was a Saturday then, I was like, fuck, this is weird. And I was like, I can't afford a new front door. So I left the front door open all day. They would try the front door first.
Yeah.
Fuck all happened. Went to bed, left the front door open. With an haircut, left the front door open.
Yeah.
Saturday night, fucking front door open. Sunday, no knock. Front door open all day. Went to bed, front door open. Thinking, they ain't fucking coming.
Wanker.
And then still haven't been.
Yeah.
So why the fuck did he smash his house fucking to pieces?
Yeah.
Then didn't even knock my fucking door. I could have been the main
Of course you've done it,
instigator.
Yeah.
It's fu-
But I got a later flight to the States and went out there and see the little one. And then by the time I got back, I was like, right, I want my because they'd all been dropped by then, because
Yeah.
clearly we weren't human traffickers.
Yeah.
We were just a couple of clowns crossing the channel. So they're like, yeah, and they were just delaying bringing my stuff back. So then Nicky put a complaint in, and then suddenly they were like, he just turned up at my house now, one of the coppers. Oh, I got all your stuff here. So once Nicky complained,
of course.
the Swan, because he was dealt by the Neath branch, I think, because he lives in Clydach.
Yeah.
The Swansea branch were like, oh shit, he's going to complain. So they turned up with my stuff. So he dropped it off, and brilliant, he left. Then he rang me and going, oh, by the way, since we did your house, I dropped my Leatherman knife. Not like the multi-tool Leatherman thing.
Yeah.
I've lost it somewhere. It might have been when I was searching your house. If you find it, will you be able to drop it at the station? I'm like, yeah. I'll fucking drop it right up, mate. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Fucking eBay, you prick. Smash my house up. You think I'm going to drop your multi-tool up?
Fucking drop you twat.
That's unbelievable how you can just smash your fucking house up and just carry on to doing that, like.
And just leave it there for you to deal with when you get home. Like.
And beautifully this week, I sent you the snapshot tonight the other day. So the dry suits we were wearing, they didn't return to us. They were like, oh, we're going to return to the Marines. Fuck, sorry.
Sorry, no worries.
Paddy done that in my house when we were watching the Arsenal game before.
Yeah,
remember?
fuck
It's
yeah,
like the
yeah.
scene from Titanic.
I was like, well, that's wrong because you took them off me. You should deliver them back to them. Anyway.
No, I gotta talk about it. I don't like the idea that they don't even replenish the fucking door.
Yeah.
That's what pisses me.
Yeah.
So now they're like, we've delivered them back. So they now sent an email to somebody in the Marines going, oh, have you got the contact details and location of Colour Sergeant West? Because we want to talk to him about him being a witness to what we want to investigate in Calais. I'm like, right, you had my phone for 2 weeks, you smashed the house in, you know exactly how to get hold of me and where I live.
Fucking retards, man.
Such incompetence, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strange carry on, isn't it?
Well, they don't talk to each other, do they?
Yeah.
Because it's different agencies, they don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's like, we haven't got his number. What's his number?
Yeah, the right hand on his
You
Talk to the other agency, for
You
God's
arrested me,
sake.
yeah, you arrested me, investigated me, took my phone and raided my house, and you're still asking how to get hold of me.
Crazy story.
Absolutely fucking
Crazy.
unbelievable.
Just quick, I know we've gone on way long because we haven't got to New York yet, but that's fine, right? It's fine because I got that.
avoided it, mate.
No, we ain't avoiding New York, right? But just explain salute.
Yeah.
Just again, I don't know if we've done it before. Just explain salute, and obviously because this was all in aid of salute. You were doing it for Safa before. Now you're doing it for salute. Everything you're doing future will be for salute, which is your charity. So just explain it.
Yeah, so 5 of us have got together. We've formed a charity.
Name up who are the 5, just so I can guess
as we speak. So Lee West and myself, Paul O'Dwyer. We got Carl Dent, Rico Rees, and Marty Stronach. So the 5 of us are multiple charity event organisers. We thought, you know what, might as well pool all our resources into one. We all went the
We're all
same.
quite prolific fucking fundraisers.
Yeah. So we all went the same.
Rather than it all go into some national charity where they pay wages. We appreciate you have to. If you're out for Heroes or SAF or whatever, they're big organisations. You can't run them unless you pay people
Full-time
to do marketing.
Well, a lot of
and
the money
rest
goes
of whatever.
missing,
So we understand that, but what we're saying is that the 30
right.
grand we made from Trampface went into probably just paying people's wages.
Yeah.
And which we know then contributes to the big system, which helps people, but we don't see where that money's going. So we wanted to do something where we could see exactly where our cash went.
Yeah. So we thought, right, let's start our own charity. So we did. So 2 years ago we started our own, not-for-profit organisation, but we only recently applied for our own charity status, as in 3-4 weeks ago. So it's going through the process now. It will go through, it just takes time. But in the meantime, which is really exciting, is the fact that we found some land. So we want to buy a parcel of woods to create a retreat for veterans. And whilst we're all really excited and enthused by it, we came across a parcel of land, right, which is at the foot of Pen y Fan.
Right.
Oh my God.
And Pen y Fan, right, is like the military man's mecca.
Yeah.
Right.
We're like, this can't be happening.
Of course, yeah.
So we were like, and it was like really, really within our budget. So we were like, hang on, there's got to be a catch here or whatever. So we went up. I went to see it on my own first of all. I was like, right boys, we've got to put an offer in. And the boys trusted my opinion. We put an offer in, it was accepted. And we then went to see it. Three of us went to see it, didn't we? Because Marty's away, Denty was working, so yourself, Lee, myself and Rico went to see it. They were like, we all fell in love again. And we were like, this is it. So we then were like, right, shit, we need a lawyer now to do the transaction for us.
Yeah.
Quick little ditty on Facebook. Can anybody please sponsor a legal team? Next thing, Sam Hawkins in Port Talbot.
Yeah.
Yep, guys, we love the work that Salute and Trampface do because they followed us the last few years. Right. We'll back you up all the way. We are your legal team. We're like, oh my God, this is amazing. So we've saved about £1,200 on a free legal team from Sam Hawkins. So yeah, we're on the road to getting somewhere. So we are buying, as we speak, a parcel of woods in Brecon, right at the foot of Pen y Fan, which we're going to convert to a retreat for veterans that they can go to be on their own, bit of solace, bit of peace and quiet, take the family if they need to, be on their own if they need to, whatever they want to do. So they'll book it through us. There won't be like 10 families there, there'll be one or maybe 2 families there, whatever. We're hoping to get a log cabin eventually as time goes on there. But it'll be pretty much a secluded area where people who are struggling through the life struggles can go and put their feet up and just get away from it all. No noise, no traffic, no passing trade. Just put their feet up and say, yeah, this is me.
And we got to say that Ryan has put us over the line. So with the ass tattoo.
That seems ridiculous. Well, it doesn't, not in this context of these people in this room.
Well, hey,
it seems the most normal thing in your
Hey, Ryan, it hasn't happened yet.
No, well, like, this is the good news. This is the good
pressure's
news.
on.
This is the good news. There's no pressure on.
And I mean, the ass tattoo is like
it's
fucking.
Someone even questioned.
We got to say thank you, Ryan. I mean, even without the ass tattoo, I think you
explain what's happening.
With the live event, you were looking at Salute as well.
What it was for me personally was obviously the tattoo thing I did for a novel. It wasn't ever to raise any money, and that was only Ollie McBurney's idea, to be fair to him, to say, I raise money for charity. And it was the first charity that came to my head. Obviously, we've never met before tonight.
No.
And me and Westy have met a handful of times, but I was there at Unite, and it was something I thought myself, like we'd spoke about, I think, the second time we were on the podcast, and it was local to me, do you know what I mean? And it's something that I've always felt strong about, especially like sort of armed forces sort of stuff. I did a little bit previously for healing the wounds, for PTSD charity and stuff.
In Porthcawl.
So I sort of had some, and it was like, well, just do that for Salute. Because the way I saw it was, you're starting off, you're not like these helper heroes, they're massive, I thought,
and they're paying wages.
Yeah.
We're not taking a penny.
Anything I could raise, if it was a couple £100, that's all I thought it would be. Would be fantastic to help you guys out. Obviously I didn't think then that we were gonna. Denty was going, oh my God, we've just done £500. Oh, Prids, it's on £700. Next thing, it's on, I think it was like £1,300 last time I seen it. So obviously I had the tattoo booked in I had an operation on my nose on a Tuesday, and I was going to have the tattoo on a Saturday. But the problem was I misinterpreted how bad I was going to feel after it. I felt like shit, my nose was out here, I had stitches hanging out my nose. Plus, on top of it, I could have just gone and had the tattoo done any time. But what I wanted was it filmed. You guys there, explain the charity, put it up on our Ambition is Critical YouTube, put it on my Twitter. It gets as much visibility as is humanly possible, right? Because you never know with that type of thing. Some fucking idiot gets an Ollie McBurney tattoo on his ass. Ollie McBurney retweets it. Next thing you've got 10,000 views. It's all, in my opinion, was driving towards Salute, So that's why it's taken time, because the guy Sean, who's from the Yellow podcast, the producer, is filming it for us, doing it, and he's a graphic designer and everything, does all this stuff. He's doing it all for charity. Yeah, I'll do it for you. The tattooist Paul, my cousin, who I never met before. Never met, actually. Until he does the tattoo on my ass. He's doing it all for free. See, these guys are giving up their time.
Yeah,
so it was a matter of putting it all together.
Yeah.
And then I had a wedding last week. It was all sorts of stuff. Sean was away this week because James Lilly's fighting in the bare knuckle tomorrow. Good luck to James, by the way. So next week it's all coming round. Next Saturday morning, Harper State in the morning. You coming down?
100%.
You coming down?
You're away.
If you,
I'm going to 3 Peaks actually for I'll say it now.
Right.
Yeah.
So next Saturday morning it's being filmed. Westy's going to be there. I think Denty's going to be there. Myself, obviously, because I have to have my ass there. So the tattoo is happening. So next Saturday, maybe Sunday, when I get the video all edited up, I won't be doing it. Obviously, Sean will be doing it. It'll be on Twitter. Ollie McBurney will be tagging it. He'll be asked to match the amount.
So let's get some donations in now.
So basically, we want to get that amount over £1,500. Surely we're so close to being £1,500.
Yeah.
So one last push. Go on my personal Twitter, at Ryan Pridmore, and it's on the pinned tweet. The link is there. Click on it. Just chuck a £5 in or something. Let's get us over £1,500. McBurney will have to match that. I'm sure he will, because he seems like a man of his word. He's blowing clobber on clothes that are fucking ridiculous.
He's got a decent goal bonus this season, which Ryan obviously is fucking paying for.
Is he in
the
Debenhams?
curse, they call it.
Has he been in Debenhams in Kuwait?
No.
Because that's the place to shop.
McBurney's dress sense.
McBurney's dress is shocking.
You want to be in Debenhams Kuwait, you do, with the what's it called? The
Rosher John Rosher.
Rosher John Rosher.
McBurney don't want to know Rosher John
McBurney's clobber is atrocious.
Fucking mad.
I hope you don't hear this, but his clobber is atrocious. But anyway, the tattoo is happening. So next weekend, you hopefully by the time McBurney checks his money in, it'll be over £3,000, and then you'll be able to finish off. I know West. There've been a chip in of the money.
Yeah. So Lee actually gave. So we were because of your tattoo delay and the delay with the match funding. Westy, in fairness, put his hand in his pocket and gave £3,000 to the kitty.
Yeah.
Which took us over the line, which therefore meant that we could go in for this land and say, we have enough. Because they couldn't take that land off the market until they could see that we had £12,000 in the bank. So we had 9, Westy steps in, sticks in 3, happy days, job done. Today, right, listen to this. So today now, sorry, go back to last Wednesday. A guy called Steve Jenkins, who used to work for Tata, his son Ben Jenkins, both massive Swans followers, messaged me. They work for E.G. Lewis Group, and they said, "Oh, Paul, we got a massive load of clothes here, mate. Really expensive designer gear, blah 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 blah. Can you take it for salute?" And Trampface was like, "Oh, mate, we can't." I said, "It's not what we get up to do." I said, "But Calais, who are down by the prison."
I know it. Yeah.
I said, mate, they're legends. I said, I've given them for years and years and years. I said, I'll meet you there if you want. "Oh, can you do that?" Yeah. Meet you there Friday morning, 11 o'clock. Went there this morning, gave bloody hell, like a ton of clothes to Calais, right? Yeah. Sweet as. Quick photo, closed the door, jumped my van, missed call. I was like, oh shit, who's this now? Look at the number, phone, answer phone, you've got, right, phone them back. "Oh yeah, mate, it's Sean here from Persimmon Homes." "Oh yeah, Sean, how's it going, all right?" He said, you applied for a grant, didn't you, about a month ago, like the match fund for your charity? I was like, yeah. He said, "Mate, you've won it." I'm like, "What?" I was like, taking the piss. He said, "You've won £1,000, mate." I was like, "You're having me on." He said, "Mate, you got £1,000 off Persimmon Homes." I was like, "Oh, mate, who is this? You're having me on." He said, "Mate, you've got £1,000 off Persimmon Homes for nothing." He said, "This is your charity." He said,
"That's fucking awesome."
He said, "Mate, what you do," he said, "is absolutely phenomenal." He said, "It's amazing. Persimmon Homes, the £1,000 today." I was like, I said, I can't believe this.
Sounds like a nonce.
I said,
Oh, Westy's finally broken the chair. That's the
Smashing
booby trap chair.
bottles, he's smashing chairs. He's probably smashing missus upstairs. That's where he's been for the last 10 minutes. He ain't got a piss, he's smashing missus.
She's had longer than she've ever had with me anyway. Just balance for the next 20 minutes, we'll be like.
Worst chair ever.
That used to be my chair.
Yeah.
So anyway,
So I just broken Paddy's chair. Proper broken as well, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No, I'll just put that up.
I'll,
Put that, yeah.
If anyone wants to donate a
I'll pay for
chair
it.
to the
I'll pay
Ambition
for it.
is
That's
Critical
considerable.
podcast.
That's right.
Yeah.
Salute will pay for it.
So anyway, so today we had like the best news ever. Like Persimmon Homes have given us £1,000 for nothing, just for applying.
How did they find out about it?
So there's a thing online. Somebody posted on Facebook, and that's
Begging, he's Tramp too, he went begging, didn't he?
Yeah, I was in Neath Workies week last Friday. Met Joan. And no, so I seen something on Facebook. It was like, Persimmon sponsor local charities. If you think your cause is good enough and you do this, that, and the other, apply. I was like, flipping heck, this is like too good to be true.
Yeah.
I applied like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and a phone call today, £1,000 check on its way. So we are well on. Well, we've crossed the line for buying the land. So that extra £1,000 now will go toward paying for earth movers and diggers to get up there to dig out and do what we want to do. Like, do you mean?
Surely there's bound to be like a builder who will stick the log cabin up for like,
Yeah, so we've done like Rico.
So many generous people out there, as you know, mate. There's loads of people saying, "I'll come and do this for you. I'll come and dig out for you. I'll build that for you." It's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. So in fairness, Rico, right? He's
good as gold.
Oh, mate, he's like
legend.
He's like gonorrhea, right, on a fanny. Right? He is all over it, right?
Yeah.
What a compliment.
You can't get rid of it.
To be fair, he's been called worse.
You can't get rid of it, right?
Gonorrhea on a fanny.
He's amazing, right? He's like Velcro, isn't he?
Yeah. He's great.
You give him a problem or like a situation and he is just on it like a carbon.
I love
it. Broke out earlier as well. He's saying he's coming
Fixed it again, though. Fixed it, look.
Is there another one?
I'll bring it again now.
So it's gone from like us having nothing to a piece of to Rico having now 2 or 3 people with JCBs on offer.
Awesome.
We got guys with tipper trucks, which we do need. So
let's go to New York.
We basically give a list of the day to our like 5-way what's it called, of what we need.
New York.
We need this, and this. Yeah. Honestly, God, within 48 hours, Rico came back with a list of people. He was like, Jeff Bynum in Llanryddian has offered his
off his own back as well, like.
Mate, he's a legend.
Yeah,
right?
he's great.
Jeff Pope
amazing person.
In Lanishran has offered his digger. He's like a massive list of people offering this, and this. Honestly, God, the bloke's a legend, mate.
Right, should we get to New York?
Nah, we've pretty much covered everything.
Right. Before we go to fucking
New York. Not bothered, mate. Me and Paddy keeping out for our own private podcast.
Before what was that? The plans you were making while you were away?
Spin off.
Before we go any further, I wasn't bitter. I was glad he was having the time of his life.
I know.
But I was sick to my stomach because I knew I should have been there.
Yeah.
I was in this wedding on fucking Saturday telling anyone who would listen, my mates are in New York, mate, I should be there.
What's the score of the wedding, white trainers and dicky balls and all that? It was a good look.
It was strong. My missus comes up with these ideas.
Oh, it was like the dress code.
It was brought up in New York, I will be honest with you.
Yeah, it was. Why is Pridmore in a wedding wearing white trainers and all that?
My missus.
Not by me, because I'm open to the fashion and that. I appreciate it.
Glad you were thinking about me.
Where's it go?
You're in New York worrying about me and my fucking trainers and a wedding.
It may not have been Paddy.
You weren't worrying. Fuck me. What a couple of days it was.
Where do we start?
Well, it starts off Thursday where fucking Denty puts on a WhatsApp. We got a new member and who pops up? Fucking Corporal Pile Bear, right? I went, oh, for fuck's sake. This is
Well, you didn't know he was going?
No, not till the day before.
Fuck, I knew he was going.
No, fuck me. They told us the day before. I nearly pulled up. I was like, this is not what I signed up for.
Donna's not having it.
Donna's tapped it.
Fuck, I knew he was going in March.
Yeah, I was fucking...
No, I only booked that literally the day before, I think.
Whatever.
I did.
Big shout out to Wallo and Westy, fair play. When we get on the plane, and obviously like a friend of ours fucking works for a certain travel company, and as we walking on the plane, it's touch and go whether, sometimes it's touch and go whether we're actually on the plane, because you are on like staff tickets, whatever. Couple of us turn left, I get a ticket turning right. I'm fucking devastated. Absolutely screw it. Paul Wallo comes running after me.
Look on his face.
Paul Wallo comes running after me. Pad, go on, I've done it.
He didn't, did he?
He fucking did.
What was he being a martyr for?
And Westy done it to our friend Luke as well. A pair of them both turned left, and a pair of them come running after us and said, I've done it. Get up here and enjoy it. Like,
Thank fuck I didn't go in, because there was no ticket for me.
Yeah. And
I'd been in the back with you peasants.
bed.
It's only fair, man. It's only
To be fair, right, your seat, I've got like a little rest and all that. Your seat presses a button, which then it turns into a bed. And I mean a full on, like I'm 6 foot and there's fucking loads of room. That gives you a mattress, that gives you a blanket. I kept it for 20 minutes.
Tits and Shandy, or?
Huh? Could have been, I think. It could have been, if I didn't feel so guilty because Donna let me go, right?
I've not seen the videos on WhatsApp.
I was 20 minutes sleeping and I thought, you know what, I'm never going to get a chance to do this again.
Yeah.
Wake up and fucking enjoy it, like, you know what I mean? Don't sleep through the whole thing, like, you know, we've got the telly coming out, then they come around with food. What would you like, Mr. Cullen? How do you mean, what do you like? I'm used to sitting at the back, fucking going to Lorette. What do you like? I'll have cheese and biscuits like I always have. Salmon to start.
Rivita, please.
Fucking salmon to start. Chicken pie with mashed potato and carrots.
That looked good, man.
By the way, I'm back in the fucking cow shed because I've given up my ticket.
He's like Indiana Jones, his old chickens flying past his head and everything. Not like in the fucking, when you've got the map. We've got the arrow turning. That's him at the back. Chocolate mousse, right? Then, just before we landed, burger and chips. Oh my fucking good God, I get used to this shit. Unbelievable. And then straight from the plane then, right, me, Westy and Luke, been lucky enough to have been to America the last year, like, so the visas are fresh, you know what I mean? So you just walk up with your passport, scan it, we through to the other side. But if you haven't had your visa checked before, it's like a
process.
Oh my God. What happens with America? Like I told you, fucking JFK, they don't give a fuck. They'll have one working. He's on fucking time and a half. He don't give a fuck. He like fucking le itch, right? He don't give a fuck. He's a fucking useless cunt.
He's a good laugh, but he's not very efficient.
Shambles of a man, right? So they got fucking one guy working with 300 people coming through customs. Our friend Luke just happens to know fucking two port authority.
Well, he's a sergeant in the Met Police, so he doesn't just happen to know him. He's in the circles.
Two port authority police officers comes over, starts talking to us, pulls out Wallo and Denty, out of 300 people, pulls them straight through.
Yeah. Oh, you too?
Yeah.
Come here.
Straight
so they're thinking, oh shit, we've been pulled out.
Yeah.
Nah, they're getting fast track.
Straight through. Then we walks out then to Luke's other friend, who works for the fire department out in fucking New Jersey. He picks us up in his people carrier with fucking 8 bottles of fucking American lager. Westy's gone on his own lone wolf travels because he likes doing his own thing.
Where were you staying? In somewhere like Coming to America?
Oh, you've not seen the photos of where I was fucking staying.
You're still together, no?
I booked it last week. They booked this like months ago.
Right,
So it was all organised, all arranged. Like, I mean, the car transport had only had, seats for 4. So when I turn up, I booked it last minute. So they booked some like shit all.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen it.
He ends up with Andy Crane and Gordon the Gopher.
It was like
So you know Luke, do you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got a train to my shithole to get sorted and then to meet the guys later.
So when we're going into New York with Luke's mate, like, and fair play, what a fucking guy, like, drives us to our flat in the middle of Al's kitchen, shit all on the outside, but when he goes upstairs, it's fucking lovely, don't forget,
stunning, yeah.
It's like probably a fucking £1 million flat, really, because it's fucking 10 minutes
More
away.
than $1 million, mate.
Yeah, I said that, but then the other guy said 800 grand, so I thought we'd meet in the
No.
middle. Right? It's in the middle. It's like 5 minutes from Times Square. It's a fucking £1 million flat.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
fucking easy, like. So then he drops us off here. We don't even have a change. We just dumps our bags. We go straight to Madison Square Garden for the weigh-in. Gets in there easy enough. Straight in there. Then he goes to the piss. Takes a wrong turn in. Opens the door. VIP suite. Fridges full of beer. Toilet. Balcony overlooking the stage. So in we all piled.
Just commandeered it, yeah.
Well, we just locked the door behind us, so
Well,
we're fucking
of course,
going to get us out of there, innit? You know what I mean? We ain't
Fucking
going nowhere.
Yeah.
Bottles of Miller Lite, you know what I mean? Open them with Wallows teeth and all that. But then what fucked us up then? We were sitting in the company seats overlooking Joshua on the way in. All of a sudden, the fucking head pops on. What the hell are you guys doing in here? These are not sanctioned for wins. We really got all freaked up watching it on the telly, like.
Was that some Russian guy? Was that?
Yeah. So we got kicked out of there. Weighing awesome. Ended up in a bar. Well, what's great about it is like
You went back 6 hours, didn't
Huh?
you? You went back 6 hours.
Oh yeah. So it was the longest day ever, West, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was like literally a fucking 29, 30 hour day.
It was a
We called it Long Good Friday. It was just never ending. It was just nothing like, will Friday please stop and Saturday start, for fuck's sake, right? So we go some of the way and then best thing is you're walking around the streets and you're just bumping into random boxes like you're walking fucking round the corner and you go Rocky Field in and fucking Carl Frampton by here, which is fucking great, isn't it? And then the funniest one for me was me, Westy and Luke are strutting down the street, right? And like a black tramp, Hawker they calls him, is pulled,
Street hawker.
Yeah, has pulled Luke up to one side. Now there's a voice behind me goes,
sucked in, hasn't he?
there's a voice behind me goes, hey guys, your friend has been sucked in. Your friend has been sucked in over there. Turns round, it's Jeremy. Well, I turns round first, and I looks at him in the eye, and I went, fucking hell. And he went, that's right, sir, Jerry Cooney, heavyweight champion of the world, 79 to 81. I knew who it was, right? But generally,
On the street in New York.
We know when near Madison Square Garden. He's literally strutting round here.
He's introduced himself to people.
Well, literally, I've looked at him and I know who it is, but then he's just gone, that's right, sir, Jerry Cooney. Not like Troy McClure from The Simpsons. That's right, sir, Jerry Cooney, heavyweight champion, 79 to 81, right? So we talk to him now. We have a little chat with him. Like. So fucking, what does he say? He says, oh, you know, guys, I don't know if you're interested, but next week I'm bringing a book out, right? Ben and now. Westy don't know who the fuck he is.
Who's he talking to? Wales' biggest fucking author.
Once he fucking brings his book out, right, that's the end of it. Westy got the card out, signing copies of Trampface, sticking it in his travel bag, right? Fucking, he gives Jenny Cooney fucking a card. Jenny Cooney goes, thank you, man, I'll take it kindly. Bangs Westy in the ribs with the right hand, did he?
Fucking the chest, mate.
Smashed
me in the chest, right? Fucking heavyweight champion in the world. So there's my book. I mean, give him my card. He's like, yeah, I'll read it, man. Read mine. Bam! Punches me in the chest.
Smashes him in the chest.
He nearly put me into New Jersey, mate.
Brilliant, fucking, he's about 6'5". His hands are fucking size of shovel.
Honest to God, mate. His hands are bigger than my head.
Is it?
Nearly put me in New Jersey.
So then we goes to a bar called Jimmy's Corner, right? It's quite famous in New York. The guy was like Ali's Corner man in a couple of, not his corner man, but he's been in Ali's Corner. You go in the bar and it's very tight and narrow, but five bottles of Miller, $15, like, you know. It's fucking
it was cheap.
Fucking
TV, I mean that.
Yeah.
I don't drink that shit. I like the old craft and the IPA, but even that was cheap. And it was good as well.
Yeah. So in walks fucking our friend fucking Rob Beckett then. So we were with him all fucking night.
Just casually, like.
Casually as fuck, just with the boys.
But you have to explain to me, we haven't just bumped into Rob Beckett.
No,
Luke knows him.
Luke coming with his own.
Luke trains him.
Yeah.
He knows him. Do you mean? And he hung out for a few years, didn't he?
So when walks in then, the Saint George Groves, he's good mates with Beckett, comes over to us. We talk and we have a photo. We think he's gonna fuck off. He don't leave. He stays with us for 40 minutes. talking about
Fair play to him, mate.
fair play, right? Everything.
And I'm not a big boxing fan, and like George Groves just stand there,
Yeah.
just chatting normal.
He was just
as if
talking
he's-
like me and Luke was like, whether it was because he knew. Don't forget, we're not talking about the Carl Frost fights. We talking about when he knocked out Paul Smith and fucking sparked Kenny Anderson fucking 10 years ago, and talking about the De Gale first fight. And it was like, he could have easily just come out of fought and fucked off, but when he hung round, it was literally.
He knew you know what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
it was like fucking hell. I don't know. It was just he could have easily fucked off, but it was like the fact he stayed and hung round.
It was,
and
man.
fucking.
I mean, it was like you sat down, I stood next to him, and I was just like, right, I'm not really into boxing.
Yeah.
Even though I know boxing personalities and I like to watch the big fights. I'm like, I fucking stood next to George Groves.
Yeah.
And he's been stood here for half an hour talking to us.
Let's have it right. At the end, we couldn't get rid of the cunt. Right? We couldn't get fucking rid of it. We had to fucking hide from the ginger fucker, right? But it was fucking brilliant, right? So we stayed out then. Like I said, a fucking long day that Friday.
It was a gay bar, wasn't it?
I got up at
ended up in a
6
gay
o'clock. I got up at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning, right? Because my body clock wakes me up early. 6 o'clock in the morning, and I went on Instagram, right? And you would put on your Instagram stories an hour before, so that was 5 o'clock our time, which would have been 11 o'clock their time. You were still on it in some bar, and Denty was just like stumbling around in
Denty
the
was
fucking
an
background.
Oh, he's mangled me. He got up on a table, no, like a high table. He got up on a high table, so his head was like next to the ceiling. I was like, he's gonna fall and break his neck. And like as he went to fall and break his neck, I just ran over and like caught him.
It was like Saving Private Ryan. Save yourselves! Westy caught him. Then he chucked a fucking a menu at some fucking American guy's head, caught him between the eye. Not like one of them, not like when he does it with a beer mat. Who's do that? It was one of them, like Westy caught some black guy from the Bronx in between the eyes, right? So it was like fucking longest day ever. Like he goes home, we goes home fucked, and having a couple of drinks in the I'm fucking. When I'm fucked, we're not saying.
You've got to get your head down, yeah.
We're not. It's not a competition. We can stay up the late. It's like fucking. If I'm fucked, I'm fucked. I'm going. Wakes up then. Luke again. Luke was fucking on fire the weekend. Like so, he booked us in now. It's rooftop bar. There's no beer gardens in New York, is there? It's all rooftop bars. It's fucking. Yeah. But just underneath
bottomless brunch.
Bottomless brunch, right? $40.
It sounds tremendous.
So we've got 3 hours of cocktails and food. We on the margaritas. We on the fucking
looking at the Empire State
Buildings, right? Photo, you know, Beckett comes to meet us with his mate Tom Cruise from Jersey. He come from nowhere, did he? You know what I mean? He's fucking some.
He was boring, no man. Wasn't he? Oh my god, he bored the fuck out of me.
Walks in then. Darren Barker's with us.
Yeah.
Because he's mates with Beckett.
That's it. So some guy turns up. He looks a bit like fucking cheating, and they all go, "No, Darren, we do this." I say, "No, you on TV?" Yeah, I'll be doing it. And I'm going, who the fuck is he?
Westy had no clue who the fuck anyone is.
I don't know boxing, innit? I knew he was someone. I knew he was someone because the way they were acting.
Yeah,
and
he'd
the way
been
they were
doing the Sky
talking to him.
Sports
all week.
Just like, who is he? And they're like, oh, Darren Barker. I'm like,
yeah, no one.
Who is
I
he?
was praying for Andy McNabb to walk in just for Westy Colorado. Honestly, it was fucking. You don't know. And then I tell you who he was with all day was I didn't know him. Like we come in and met. It's like watch the Champions League final and all that. He used to be Southend's chairman. Character mind, you know. I think a lot of fucking loaded and all that. He was saying about he's talking to us as if we fucking one of him. He's like, lads, don't ever buy a football club. I'm like, I can't afford the subs for the seats. And we're all fucking buying football club.
Yeah,
no, I think you're right, son. He was saying
that
that he bought the Southend Football Club. He said the shit he had was fucking unbelievable. Like he said, everyone's calling him a cunt, and he's arm in arm with his nan walking in. He said that's when I realised like football club's not for me. Like, so we went straight from there then to fucking Madison Square Garden to watch the fights. Fucking. It's not a bad. I told you this before. It's not a bad view in the fucking place. Like Katie Taylor.
Amazing. What a fight! I watched it.
Best fight of the night.
Yeah.
What a
Best
fight!
fight of the
Do you know? The people said it was a robbery. People were saying it was a robbery. It wasn't a robbery.
No, it's not.
I think she lost the fight.
Yes,
but it wasn't a robbery.
I know nothing about boxing.
No.
It's not.
It's not
Watching,
a
like,
robbery.
I was like, I don't.
It was a close fight.
I don't think
even them all at ringside. The most they had pursuing ahead was 2 rounds. So it's not a robbery.
Of course not.
You know what I mean? If they had him 6 or 7 rounds up and then she lost, that's a robbery. You know what I mean? It was a close fight.
Have you seen the Katie Taylor documentary on Netflix?
No, but it's on the list.
It's fucking brilliant.
I like Katie Taylor.
Fuck me. An old man was a trainer, right? An old man like guided at the Olympics and all that. An old man, quite a good coach, right? Fucking brilliant. An old man had an affair with a woman, fucked off from the family, and she just thinged him, and she's taught. And then as soon as she got rid of the old man, she won the 2012 Olympics. She went to Rio and lost the first round. Didn't have an old man in the corner, but she's like, my integrity comes before money or success and all that. Fucking brilliant documentary.
I'll have to watch it, yeah.
Great fight. And then for fucking Joshua to lose to Woodsy for the mile, in between fucking growing his flowers and all that.
You couldn't have written it any better, your weekend.
Till he told people in school where I was, and people in school was laughing, saying he went and lost. Until he was like, oh. But like, I couldn't explain to Tilly that
That's not
that was the best fucking result ever for us. Because I'm fucking clinging on. I'm like at the loop, me and Westy are fucking beer, and I'm going over Westy going, are you fucking having this? Like, you know.
Witnessing history.
Of course you have. Yeah.
You've witnessed our generation's Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's not as big as
not
it's
as big
as
no.
say Lewis, Asim Rackman and all that.
Yeah.
But the difference between Douglas and Rackman Lewis is they were one punch knockouts and like out the blue. This was a fucking lesson. He beat him up like you know. Much better.
And the beauty is that, I mean, like Ryan is really into boxing.
Yeah.
I've seen it from the podcast. I'm not. Don't really care about it.
Not.
But I just turned up in New York, met.
It's making me feel fantastic.
Darren Barker, George Groves, got punched in the chest by Jerry Cooney. Right? Had beers with him. I just turned up in Madison Square Garden. Watched the biggest upset probably ever.
Last 20 years, I'm upset.
In a couple of decades. I've never even been to white collar boxing.
Never been so much to the fucking Dragon.
That was my first. That was my first ever. That was my first.
I
woke up Saturday.
My first ever live boxing fight was AJ Ruiz.
I woke up Sunday morning.
Yeah.
First thing I did is fucking an half cut from the wedding, like, what a fucking great day anyway. Looks like fuck off. I literally just walked around my house for the day going, I can't fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Can't believe it. She's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Can't believe it. Ruiz beat AJ, the boys are there. It missed the biggest upset in fucking years.
Crazy what it does to the
landscape of the heavyweight.
Talk about though, no one who put the fight off and put it off.
No, things can
this is what happens, isn't it? You know, it's fucking always going to be a spanner.
I watched it last night, the fight, because it actually came on Sky Sports last night. I didn't watch it live, obviously.
He don't win around, mate.
He was poor.
Yeah,
he was very poor. Yeah, but I think a lot of people have taken away. There's been like conspiracy theories all fucking week. He had a panic attack. He's this, he's that. I think you just got to take it up. He was poor and Ruiz was great. And he lost the fucking fight.
No one who watched the clips of Ruiz the last 2 weeks on the pads and that. And he looks great, but then part of me thinks, oh look, fuck, it's just pad work, but he generally do look so sharp.
Yeah.
And he just took it into the fight.
Just one of them, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's. I think he'll fancy himself to win.
Me,
the match.
as know nothing about boxing.
Yeah, go on.
Really, when I was there live. Sorry, Ryan.
It's alright, mate. Don't worry.
Watch it live. When AJ put him down. And then he got up and then I thought that played into Ruiz's hands.
Well, what?
Because I thought AJ, he put him down and because he was the favourite, going for it. And I thought after that, AJ was stitched up because he thought then he could go and...
Well, what usually happens? AJ
and he went in close. He went in close, and Ruiz fucking ruined it.
Yeah. What usually happens?
AJ went, put him down. Let's go and finish her off.
Yeah.
And he got complacent.
That's exactly
and Ruiz fucking was just.
Yeah, but what usually happens is whoever AJ's fighting and he puts him down. When that happens, they get up and they back off and they go into shell. Whereas Ruiz come in the pocket
Exactly.
And slid the shot.
I went, fuck
That's what I'm
this.
saying.
So
I'm
when
saying the downfall. AJ put him down, went, oh yeah, let's go in.
Yeah.
Thinking he was going to fucking back
Exactly,
off, and
yeah.
he just finished him off.
AJ went for it. He went.
But it was the opposite.
Yeah.
And then he got complacent, and Ruiz just fucking.
I honestly think it's
Rolled
as
him.
simple as he got caught with that left
Got
on
caught
top
with the
of
shot,
the
and he
temple.
never recovered.
Like all these conspiracies
No,
theories don't mean fuck all.
nothing.
He got caught on the temple, and at the end of the 5th round, he's saying to McCracken, why do I feel like this?
Yeah.
I think he got cracked with that left hand.
He didn't know where he was.
All his equilibrium have gone.
Yeah.
And it's just one of them things where
one
he
of
got
them
cracked and he just
He
couldn't
didn't know where
recover.
he
Like.
was. Yeah,
Simple
he
as that.
didn't recover.
Yeah.
Have you seen it? Like I say, I watched it last night. He stepped in, he's going for the finish.
Yeah.
Ian, considering defence, he's going right hand, left up,
Yeah.
bump, bump, bump. And then Ruiz slips a shot, left up over the top, catch him on the temple, and you see his legs stiffen straight away.
Exactly,
And he
yeah.
starts going like a fucking robot. He doesn't know where he is. And from that moment on, he was never right.
We got to talk. Oh, we got to talk about the Dylan Thomas bar in New York.
Well, that's what he's getting to after the. Well, we went our separate ways then again. After, man, thing is about New York, like, we was going to go to a nightclub in Brooklyn, but it was like fucking half hour away. Went out, we've had another long. He was in the pub.
An hour away.
Yeah, we was like, he was in the booze at 12, drinking fucking margaritas, you know.
You've done well to make it that far.
1 o'clock and he fucked like, and as like Westy said, this fucking bar, this nightclub's hour away. It's open till 7 in the morning, but fuck me, it's in Malia. We fucking so next day
In Malia.
this is where we fucking gone our separate ways now. We've woke up. And the flight is at 8, we up at 4 in the morning. I ain't feeling fucking full day on the fucking piss, like, you know, fucking. So he goes up on a walk, Central Park, up to the strawberry fields, John Lennon, biggest load of shite I've ever seen. This is why tore this stuff in for me, like. What a waste of time.
I agree.
Mate, I was sweating.
Rather be in the boozer.
Know what he was? What I want to be? Ootas.
Yeah,
That's what he was, Ootas. And I'm strutting around Central Park.
Man knows
sweating.
himself.
I mean, I'd be to New York 8 or 9 times
fuck off,
now.
Westy.
Right, so when the boys woke up to go
Hello, chill out.
sightseeing,
Rudy Giuliani, mate.
oh, he's got fuck all on me.
No. And then
I got more time in NYC than Giuliani, mate.
this was I
Like,
like.
oh,
right?
so when they were going, then when they going like walking around fucking strawberry fields, I was like, crack on, boys. Well, I wasn't even that. I knew they were going to do it. I'll see straight to this for me.
He was howling.
I'd have been able to.
But who knows the West Side? He didn't give a fuck. He strutted around New York howling with his fucking army backpack on, didn't he? You know, he don't give a monkey's like fucking. So we meet him, man. I tell you where we ended up. What was it called? The White Horse, was
The
it?
White Horse, yeah, I saw the photo.
Fascinating. Dylan Thomas, which fascinates me how this fucking guy, this pisshead from Swansea, ends up.
Hey, don't talk about me like that, mate.
Oh, yeah, right? But don't you think it's fascinating how in the 20s and some guy from Cumdonkin can end up in New York
And they
end
still
up,
own like a shrine to him.
Yeah, what was it like?
massive, man.
What was it like in that pub? It's
I
fucking
saw
dedicated.
shrine to him.
Dedicated
He
to
was huge,
Swansea's
mate.
second favourite author, wasn't it?
Yeah, second favourite, yeah. Obviously, I'm the most.
Yeah, you first.
I'm the first favourite author of Swansea.
I thought it was J.I. Linney. He's the main one.
Yeah, like me.
My third book will be coming out this month, so make sure to buy it.
Amazing trip. Once in a lifetime job.
man.
Fucking
Like I said, I was green with envy, but I wasn't bitter. I was watching
It
every
didn't sound like
Instagram
no.
I was watching it. I was looking at all the photos. I was just sitting there like that.
It Denty had the shock of his life. We never roomed with Denty before, have I?
Oh, I was
You know what I
thinking,
mean?
yeah.
Well, it's
Snoring,
not
farting.
It no. I said to the boys, what time are we leaving? We go in now. I went, right, are we out the door? Yeah, so I went out of shit. Right? Then he turns around behind me, starts brushing his teeth. He strolled in and he started gagging. Gag reflex, right? He's not used to it, is he? Right? He's spewing up.
Jesus, man.
He's nearly spewing in the bath and all that. He just strutted in. I did say though, now we go in. And his exact words were, yeah, I know these toilets in New York, like, I like to scratch my nuts when I'm having a fucking shit, right? Get your hand right underneath.
All got
fucking,
away with it.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. The fucking toilets in New York, the water level's right by
Yeah,
rats.
oh yeah,
Really?
it's down
I
low.
goes into have a good scratch. My hand is full of shit.
Oh,
And as well, I don't like it's so high up the fucking water level is. I had a bad stomach one day. Fucking shit. come out, you know, like a fucking tapeworm.
Yeah.
It was like a rattlesnake in the toilet. It was about fucking 9 foot, no curled over. I started fucking snake charming it. It was coming out the bog and everything. Not for me, these toilets. We got the best toilets in the world, but I went, oh, fuck that. Great laugh, mate. Brilliant. Amazing.
Honestly, brilliant. It looked brilliant, honestly. Right, we're at the end.
I don't know, what's the time, mate?
It is, we've done 3.5 hours. I have a
Fuck.
So it's got to be late, isn't it? 12:30? 10 past 12.
Fuck,
10
lads.
past 12.
We haven't even talked about Chernobyl.
No, we'll have to save it.
Yeah, we'll keep
We'll
having
have to save it.
Donna's conspiracy. Oh my god.
We'll save it for
Mind
next
blowing.
week. Save it for next week.
Yeah.
We'll tell you what else we're saving for next week.
Go on.
Jay Harris.
Jay Harris.
Congratulations,
Lily.
Jay Harris. Lily will
Touch wood.
will have fought, so we'll do all that next week. The only other thing, Swan's new manager. Don't bother getting your money on it now. Steve Cooper.
Is he in, is he?
Well, not officially,
Right.
but I've had the nod down the pipe.
Right, okay.
Steve Cooper is going to be announced early next week.
Who the fuck is he?
England, I didn't know until I got told. I was like, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah. Everyone
Everyone
all of a sudden
England
gonna
under
pretend they know who he is.
17 World Cup winning manager. Was former Man United Academy coach or something. And that's all I know about it.
Don't fill me with fucking...
No. I got told, get your money on Steve Cooper.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? And it was like, yeah. I was like, who the fuck's this guy? All right.
Yeah.
And then apparently later on in the day I got told it's done, it's dusted, it's just about to be announced. So Mystic Prids obviously get this wrong.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Some other country.
Tomorrow.
Steve Cooper,
Chris
100% crashes his car into
tomorrow.
a ditch on the way to sign the contract, and we end up with Cameron Toshak. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Have you
it.
got any more?
Lads,
Brilliant.
Fucking
Hey,
This is brilliant.
Lads,
Thank you, Paul.
an absolute pleasure. Thank you.
guys.
Thank you for having us.
Ask AIC is only
Yeah.
3 weeks away.
shit. We better start planning something.
Oh,
Get these two twats in, that's all.
Look, see, thankfully I've
Yeah.
taken charge of fucking things. These two are guests of honour.
Yeah,
So,
I'll take that.
guests of
Yeah,
honour,
yeah.
right? So Westy and Paul will be there unless Paul's away. But Westy will definitely be there. 3 weeks, we've come up with something pretty fucking sharpish. We're only joking. We'll
Yeah,
bring
we
it.
got it.
We'll be fucking great.
Do
We'll
what
be
we
fine.
always do.
If it's not funny, I just blame Paddy. It's not up to me to be
Exactly,
funny.
yeah.
So
standard. Yeah.
So
Face, yeah.
that's it. That's it. You're gonna get the fuck out of here. This is the least notes I ever did, mind.
Really?
Purposely, I went like,
Yeah,
fuck it,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
no need.
I agree.
There's absolutely no need. We had loads to talk about. Right, thank you guys.
Poetry motion.
We are out here. Peace.
Ambition is critical.